Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Shout to my guy Jamal in the chat. Yo, what's the word, bro? Let me throw the link in the chat earlier since I did my ISO rant earlier. You know what I'm saying? Met Jamal at the practice in the park. That was fire. Word. Chilling. We got a dope pic. Scott sent me. I don't know if I got it on here though. I should have it. This picture is fire. It's on my phone for sure. It's on my phone for sure. But do I have? Nah, I ain't got it with me. It's on my phone. Scott might send it to me, man. I gotta check. I'm looking for it though. It's a great picture, man. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to all the Nets fans. We the best fans. Yes, you can see what it is. We celebrating Cam Thomas. We're gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, when you became a fan of Cam Thomas. So we could get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? I became a fan in the summer league. I seen him hooping in the summer league. I seen the Brooklyn Nets giving Cam Thomas the green light. They was just letting him shoot the ball. Like, yo, he must be a bucket. And sure enough, he became a bucket. Yo, Notorious, what's good, man?
What's good, brother?
You just celebrating Cam Thomas, man. When did you buy in on Cam Thomas? In your opinion, where you felt like he's good for the Brooklyn Nets?
Man, I bought into Cam Thomas, man, when we didn't have none of the big three playing, and we were playing the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. And none of the big three was playing, man. And he just took a whole shit on the whole Madison Square Garden. And you know what I mean? Pretty much went off and hit a game winner and left out of that thing, man. Looking like that guy.
Definitely. Nah, definitely. That was the time where I liked him before that, but after that, hey, I remember that game. I remember watching that game.
After that, he was solidified for me. I knew he was a bucket, but then I said, yeah, this kid is built for it. He got that clutch gene. He built for this shit.
Yeah.
When he did that, I was like, yeah, he built for this shit.
Yeah, and at the time I was doing a podcast of the Knicks versus Nets, who run the city. And long story short, the dude was a Knicks fan, and he was saying Grimes was better than Cam Thomas, and I was telling him like, fuck out of here. We was debating that the entire time, and then that was like the game where we was like, yeah, we gonna decide and see who better. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see who better this game. And Cam Thomas went off, yo. I was like, yo, he wanted more. So now, obviously, I won't get monetized for this video, but happy birthday, Cam Thomas. I don't care. We finna watch this. So as y'all can see, 2350. This is back then. This is 3 years ago when he was a rookie. This is, mind you, as a rookie. And it was an and one, 6880. Mind you, look, he 2350. He still got emotion. He playing like he want to win. You see that? I got the sound off so we could do the commentary. Stop me if you got something to say, Joey. But as you could see how he scored that first play, he got in the paint. And that's a conversation that I want to have with y'all, but we're gonna continue here. Happy birthday, Cam Thomas. Now you see him dribbling on the left, getting past whoever that is. Oh, Cam Thomas passed it to Patty Mills. Cam Thomas make the smart play. They say he don't pass the ball. If he didn't pass the ball, he would have shot the ball right there. 1-on-1 with Quentin Grimes in the middle of the court. 71-87, mind you, in the third quarter. Half court, 1-on-1. What does he do when he see Quentin Grimes? At the middle. Swing. Call for the screen. Gets it. Don't wait for it, though. Just 1-on-1. He can't guard Cam Thomas. He just can't guard. Patty Mills get his shot blocked. Find Cam Thomas in the corner. Cam Thomas to the midi. Cam Thomas swish. Back rim, rather. Cam Thomas get the ball. 84-97. Fourth quarter. 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. He playing like he want to win. Floaties. Misses. Get his own miss. Rebound. Other side of the rim. Scores the ball. 92, 97. 5 minutes left. Look at RJ. The look in his face. He look nervous. You would say, Joe? He look kind of nervous. Look nervous on that bench, man. I don't know. Happy birthday, Cam Thomas. Midi again. 94, 97. Cross.
Can I say something real quick? That's Cam Thomas' spot right there, man. That midi that's just a little bit right to the right on the top of the key. Yeah, that's his spot. Notice how notice how he looks to get to that spot. He probes just to get to that spot so he can take that shot. That's his spot.
Yeah, I seen that. He liked that midi. He get to that spot too. And it's hard to stop him from getting to that spot because he'll go to the rim. I mean, he's not a dunker or nothing like that, but he'll go to the rim. Shout to John. We got John on the panel with us, man. Oh man. I thought about letting John on the panel because I said, nah, but I did my ISO earlier, man. I couldn't let y'all on the panel. I kind of just give y'all straight Cam Thomas positivity. But yeah, it's his birthday. Just imagine coming to somebody's birthday party and then, you know what I'm saying? So say what you will, but imagine this is Cam Thomas' birthday party, you know what I mean?
Hey, I shouted out Cam Thomas' birthday this morning. I made sure I include y'all in the post for that. Like, listen, happy birthday, Cam. 24 years old and a vet on this team already. Listen, regardless of what happens after December, that's at December. Right before that, this is Cam's big year to prove that he is one of those guys. And so far, it seems like he's being very responsive to what Jordy wants him to do. And for Cam, it's play your game. Try to play the game of the coach a little bit, but still be yourself at the end of the day because this is Cam's big year to prove he is truly that guy. And regardless of how we feel about that, right now it's up to him to prove the doubters wrong. And I think that's the exciting part for Cam Thomas, at least the first month and a half of the season to prove that point. So I look forward to seeing what Cam does. And also, I don't know if you guys talked about.
Hold on. Let's get to the content. We still watching the content. Whether I became a Cam Thomas fan. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you the same question, but I'm gonna get back to the content first. All right, so he knocks that down. 95, 97. He gets the ball. Midi again. He doesn't need a 3-pointer. Could have been an and one. Ties the game. 4 minutes left. Came back. The deficit was like 20 or something like that, mind you. You know what I'm saying? That's what shot creators do. Where is he going to go? He's creating shots. This is what they're doing. They're not drawing plays up. This is him shot creating. This is what shot creating is. See what I'm saying? Bam. To his spots, like Joey said. He got his spots. He got more than one spot. I seen a Hall of Fame, I forget his name, but he said he had like his spots on the court. He knew where he wanted to go. And I think it's the same for Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? He got his spots, hot spots, like NBA Jam. Swish. 106, 193. This is it. This is the moment I became Cam Thomas fan. Like, nah, fuck with all y'all say. Yo, you had to be there. That's all I have to say. You had to be there. If you was there, I put this in my rhyme. I made a rap about the Brooklyn Nets and put this specific play in my rhyme. Straight fire. This was shot created. This is why you can't stress the other things all the time because the other things ain't doing that. The other things ain't getting ISO on the road. ISO on the road, one-on-one, me and you, we going to win or lose based on what I do. He taking that. He ready for that pressure. Y'all talking about loosely trading him? I swear, man. This is where we be. You know what I'm saying? I differ. You know, the Brooklyn Nets are wrong for what they doing, and I acknowledge it every chance I get. Now again, man, happy birthday, Cam Thomas. You feel what I'm saying? We got Brooklyn LM on the panel, John on the panel. Go ahead, John. We're gonna let Brooklyn LM reply to whatever it is that you're gonna say. You said you want to say something. Say what you want to say, and then Brooklyn LM gonna reply to it. Hopefully.
So you want me to just talk about Cam Thomas? You want me to talk about the Derek Whitehead, Timmy situation? You just want me to talk
No,
about
no,
Cam?
no, Kim. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you said you was gonna say something else. I wanted to get through the content before you did that. We got through the content. I wanted to get into whatever you said you was gonna say. But you see the type. Shit, we finna talk about Danny Wolf. They say he the biggest still in the draft, and I gotta shout out Eric Slater, man. I've been reading a lot of y'all articles on my page, man. Shout out to you. I know you got Locked On Nets. I know Ian Eagle gonna be on Locked On Nets tomorrow. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your content. So we're gonna speak on that, and we're gonna speak on Nets wave, Timme and Whitehead. But yeah, go ahead, man. Just pass it to Brooklyn LM when you're done. But say what you was gonna say.
Yeah, just to talk about the Danny Wolf thing, I think Wolf has been very impressive limited minutes. I want to see him get main minutes. Same thing goes for Drake Powell. I think both of them in limited time really proved that they want to be here. They want to be core parts of this team, and it's a shame right now that we have vets on this team that are going to take those minutes to start the season. But
Who?
hopefully after the deadline, those guys
Who?
will get those minutes.
Who's taking their minutes? Who
The
specifically? Because
vets on the
Timme and
team.
Drake Whitehead ain't taking nobody minutes now.
Nah, listen. Can I be honest with you? That was a failure of a draft selection by Sean Marks, and you know that, Breeze, for 100. And think about this:
Yeah.
Marks has drafted
I
15
think Dylan
players.
is the only one mad about it. You know what I
Nah, but
mean?
listen, Marks has drafted 15 players in 10 years. Not one of those players has ever won a single accolade award, which is it's so bad if you're trying to actually do this the right way. And for the Flatbush Five, their development is so crucial this year. Like that's why you got to let them play, even if they don't have great seasons. You look at the totality of their first season. If they can get themselves in conversations for awards, it shows the belief and hope of what those guys could be as core parts of the future, but you're not going to know that if you have the vets play over them. So I feel like for Sean and Joe,
What
this
vets are you
Whitehead
talking
situation
about?
should be a wake up
What
call.
what vets are you talking about? What vets are playing
The
over what?
usual vets we talk about at the
I
Claxton,
don't know.
MPJ, Terrence Mann. I don't want to say Cam
Hold on.
Thomas, but you know I will say it when we get to December 15. I won't say it now, Breeze, but December 15, I will say it. There's some guys taking up Powell and Wolf's chances to get those consistent playing time minutes, and they
I,
both
I, to-
deserve it.
I totally disagree. I feel like Jordy Fernandez shares minutes in a stupendous way. I
He
like
didn't
how
do it
he.
last year. He didn't do it last year with the young guys.
Hold on.
So
So
that's a
again,
load of BS.
I'm giving credit to what I've seen, not what I think is going to happen. Right? What I've seen from Jordy Fernandez, him sharing minutes with the Star Five or the roster. Besides that, 6 through 10, I guess. Right, bro. They get their minutes. They get their opportunities. Tyrese Martin, as soon as he got a chance, he thanked Jordy Fernandez for the opportunity. If you deserve an opportunity because you playing hard, you're gonna get the opportunity. I think all these rookies are gonna get the opportunity. I mean, that's a bold decision on them even getting 5 rookies in the first round. So they gotta want to invest in some of them. Look at before the season even start, they got an article. Eric Slater got an article saying Nets Danny Wolf voted biggest steal of 2025 draft by GM. This don't come out. Articles like this don't happen. That's not the narrative of them not getting no minutes. It's actually the opposite. I'm
They
gonna get
get
into this article. I'm gonna get into this article. I want you to pass it to Brooklyn LM because you know what I'm saying. Shout out
yeah.
to Brooklyn LM, but yeah, shout out to Beeman Boy 81. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just to finish on my point. Listen, at the end of the day, this Whitehead situation should be a wake up call for Sean and Joe. You can't waste picks. You have to develop them to their full potentiality if you want to actually build a sustainable product that could attract vets or stars to this team. And it's unfortunate that Whitehead was injured for his first 2 years, but that should be a wake up call to this organization. You say you want sustainability, you say you want to do things the right way. You got to invest in the guys you drafted and let them get those adequate minutes. And I think they will throughout portions of this season. But what Jordy's doing right now in preseason, letting those young guys play in those crucial fourth quarter minutes, that's what you need to do this time around. Not what you did last year, just playing the vets all those minutes of fourth quarters. You got to let these young guys grow and develop because it is about their progression, their development. And
Yeah,
I do wish Cam a happy birthday. Go look to him on the season, but I really do hope Wolf and Powell get minutes because both of them look like potential corner guys if they do
yeah.
get the minutes.
All right, yo, shout out to John. If I just put Brooklyn Nets on Mike's, he gonna pop up. Trust me, man. He on everything Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to Brooklyn LM on the panel, man. What's the word, Brooklyn LM?
Oh, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man?
What's
You
up? What's
okay,
up?
man? Timmy and Whitehead not on the team no more. You okay?
I mean, I called Timmy because I think that was one of the first names I mentioned. Um, I
You got
mean, to me, it's just like me personally, I think it was needed because you got to make space for Wolf somehow. I think they're impressed with what they seen from Wolf, and if you got a three center lineup of Wolf, Claxton, and Dayron, I think that's the way to go. That you make space for Wolf in that third, I guess, string center lineup. So that made sense to me.
So hold
Whitehead
on, but
was interesting though.
slowing it down before we get into the article. How integral do you want? Not what. Let's not try to guess what the Nets are going to do. But how integral do you want Wolf to be part of the Brooklyn Nets this coming season?
Very. I mean, to me, he's our best center. I mean, on the defensive end, yeah, Claxton. I would say Claxton got it, but I mean,
Right.
the dude just has intangibles you can't teach. I just really just want him to get stronger. But you see how, what I'm saying, he had Malawak on him that was guarding him. Malawak
Yeah.
was a lot of people wanted Malawak on the team. Wolf was putting in that work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? His movement for a 7 footer is abnormal. Like he shouldn't be moving like that, like a guard at that height. Like they call him Baby Jokic. I'm not saying that he will be that, but he has the intangibles, the passing skill set, the shot. It's just he needs to get stronger. I think that's one thing, and he has to improve a little on the perimeter defense end. But I like him. I think he should be an integral part of development. He can be, uh, hopefully, our starting five. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would hope for from Danny over the next few years. But I want him to be developed. Throw him into the fire, like John was saying. Don't hold these rookies back. Throw them into the fire. Let them learn. Don't put vets over these guys. Let them go out there and get a taste of what the NBA is like. I mean, you can't baby them much longer. You know what I'm saying? You chose 5 rookies, and the
Yeah.
whole NBA is looking at, did y'all make the right decision or not? Like
Right.
this is nobody has ever taken 5 rookies in the history of the draft. Like that is something we have done. So
But what
throw
what
them
it,
into
what
the fire.
it,
Facts, Alan. Me and
right?
Leaf was saying the same thing yesterday, man. You got to throw these dudes into the fire, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Swim
baby
or
them.
drown, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The move with Timmy and Whitehead out the way, not to say it out the way like that, but it shows that the rookies are going to get minutes. That's what I was just saying to John. Listen, I feel like them having this article, you got to realize who Eric Slater is. Eric Slater he's the inside guy. You know what I mean? Like before he got locked on nets and all of that, he's the inside guy. Like if he's writing this article and he not, being specific, he being anonymous, who knows? You know what I mean? But the whole prototype of Jokic type players, the NBA knew it was going to come one day. They hyping it up because Joey Fernandez does have that connection because he was an assistant coach when I think before Jokic got his MVPs, on the way to his MVP seasons. Jordy was there. Jordy Fernandez was there, and he seen some bonus play, but more to the point of Jokic because they calling him Baby Jokic. You know, y'all can get used to that already. Just calling him a Baby Jokic. We just got a Baby Jokic on our team.
He's more Sangoon or Sabonis from my perspective, but that's a high ceiling if you ever reach
hold,
someday.
I don't
hold,
think
hold, hold,
Sengun. I think Sengun has
I don't think
Wolf's
San
passing
Goon got the
prowess.
outside
Prowess.
ability that he has.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
I
He
don't.
he
Yeah,
he. I get what he's saying though. He's closer to Sangoon than he is Sabonis.
Right,
But he does have some differences because Sangoon can't really handle the ball like Danny can, bro.
right. No, that's
No,
a fair point. That's a fair
I
point.
think Danny could separate from every last one of them. Be honest with you, and that includes Joker.
yo, hold on. I gotta tell Scott because Scott next. Yo, I don't think you understand. I sent the pictures that you took at practice in the park and posted it on X at Brooklyn Nets. Said hire this man as a photographer. He do good work. I don't know if they got at you, man. You might want to and not to say my name whole way shit like that, but check your email. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word. But yeah, man, shout out to you, Scott. Those is great pictures,
What's
man. I
up?
can't
All
even
right,
lie to
thank you.
you. How you doing, man?
All right, good. I believe in Danny Wolf though.
Word. But
I believe that he has the
uh,
skill set. I don't know, he got work to do because turnovers are a killer. But other than that, I mean, he showed the skill. That move he did on Malawat was crazy.
you
Behind the
talking about
back,
behind the back, John? Whipped it behind the
yeah, that
back.
was crazy.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
centers can't do that.
yeah.
Scott, do you think that because I was having this, do you think that Drake Powell, in terms of Wolf and Powell, but most specifically Drake Powell, do you think he can be?
A two
And
guard.
this is a. Do you think he can be the best defender that the Nets have ever drafted?
I think so. He got long arms. So he has quick feet and he has long arms. He's relentless on his defense. He did it in college. He did it in North Carolina. He did it there. He did it there. So I see him being our best on ball defender on the team right now. As of right now, yeah, I would say he's number one. Really, be honest.
I
I
agree.
checked. Yeah, I just want to add to that before we go to leave Scott. Um, Jordy Fernandez is going to put a lot of energy into Drake Powell on the defensive side of the ball. Look for him to, be like I forget his name. That his name slips my mind from um, he played with Atlanta, Dyson Daniels. He remind me of a player like that. You know what I'm saying? He remind me
Yeah.
of a Dyson Daniels type of player. But yeah, go ahead, Scott. We got ice on the panel too, man.
Yeah, I
But yo,
just
ice,
think that
good,
he has
good
to,
ice.
I think what it is he's going to find out, just like the rest of them is,
Right.
that every team is really good. It's no such thing as like when you're in college, there's a team that when you playing college ball, you superior than that team.
Mhm.
Well, at this level, every team, even the teams that don't have a really great record, they decent. Everybody got somebody that's going to take you. Believe me.
Mhm.
So he's going to find that out too. But that's the growing pain.
What
I
about?
mean, the point guard situation. Like when I was looking at Nolan, he can't as a point guard. You can't turn the ball over in the NBA.
Mhm.
Period.
Real shit.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah, I feel
if you
it.
turn the ball over, you hurting us.
You think y'all think Saraf is the point guard
I mean,
starting
11 assists ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I mean? I'm
But
just,
but when you think about it, you have 11 assists and you got 4 turnovers. You could deduct them 4 turnovers from that 11 assists.
so hold on,
Turn,
hold on. I'll be
turnover is part of the game though. Like there ain't no
yeah,
hold
I
on, hold on.
understand, but
Halliburton.
I
Like
understand that,
Yeah,
but you got to get it as low as you can.
right,
That's the
right. So
key.
that's true. That's true.
hold on, yeah. Element Scott. Let me get the leaf of ice. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna open up the panel. I just want to introduce them to the chat too, man. Subscribe to all the content creators on here. Hit the like button. I just want to ask Leaf, what kind of, in your opinion, Seraph and Nolan Traore, what kind of bar do you think they set for Jaeger? Like, you got to play this good to be the eighth pick now because we did what we did when you wasn't here, type shit. Feel me?
I think the bar that set is set by Danny Wolf because he has the most similar skill sets to Yegor. I,
Jaeger
I,
playing.
and the reason being is because he's a tall guard, kind of like Danny Wolf. Well, Danny Wolf is a center really, but they both tall and they can both see over the defense. I don't really think the bar is really being set by Nolan and Saraf. I think Nolan and Saraf.
You gotta credit 11 assists, bro. You can't ignore that. You can't look past that. They're
I'm
gonna
not. I'm
say,
not. I'm not.
look,
I'm
look,
not.
look,
I'm
look,
not
my thing
ignoring
is,
that.
but what
I'm
I'm
not. No. No.
saying
No.
is,
No. I'm gonna make my
look,
point.
look. All right, this is what I'm being specific. The 27th pick got 11 assists in one game. You are an eighth pick. What are you gonna do? You don't think he felt none of that?
No. I. No. I don't. No. It's not about him feeling none of that. It's about him taking one a step at a time. For Yegor, everything is about getting healthy, going through the process of the first year. You know, going through the practices, bro. Developing in and out of practice, man. Going through everything that you need to
Yo,
go through,
yo,
and
Leaf, let me keep it real with you, Leaf. Y'all talking about trading Cam Thomas? Let Cam Thomas get traded. Watch how I talk about trading every play on this.
trading Cam
Hold on,
Thomas for
hold on,
who?
Leaf.
I've never.
Listen,
Whoa!
let me
Breezy,
make my
that's
point.
the business
Whoa!
side of it, Breeze. Breeze,
Hold
that's the
on,
business
Leaf,
side of it,
Leaf,
bro. Come on.
Yo!
Come on.
hold on. Let me make
Oh
my point.
God, yo!
Let me make my point, bro.
Hold up!
Hey, did you say you traded all
Let,
Flacco's
What the
spine?
hell just
listen,
What?
happened?
let me
Oh
make
my
my point,
god.
bro. Leaf, my point is this: if Saraf and Nolan Treyarch set the bar and Yago plays a certain way, Yago and Ben Saraf, this whole thing with transitioning Yago to the small forward, I don't know. Especially if they looking at next year's draft. My point is this. It ain't going don't worry about Cam Thomas getting traded. The way Danny Wolf playing and the way, in my opinion, Cam Thomas play, we're going to be able to add Danny Wolf to the core of this team. And I don't know if we could say the same for a lot of these other rookies, bro. So I don't think Cam Thomas should be
Drake
playing.
Powell?
We talking about on a trade back at the end of the season. After December, bro, trust me, bro. Don't think that it cannot happen where there could be a certain package where, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm
Wait,
just,
Breeze, are you talking about Drake Powell, Breeze? Because he has
no,
the
no,
height, defense, athleticism Cam don't have. So
I'm saying,
I
So
don't
I'm
what?
think
saying,
that
He
would work.
Cam got the
I'm saying,
scoring that he don't have.
No, but
right,
hey, you have to have the other intangibles to play
bro,
winning basketball. You always talk about
bro,
winning basketball, Jay. There's more than just scoring involved to win a basketball game.
Yeah, but
Come
last year we
on.
was playing a lot of fucking defense and didn't score shit.
Oh, yeah, here we
correct.
go. Drake
Draft
Powell was
Queen's
a
done.
plus nine in limited time. So stop, stop, Jay.
Hold on. Time out, because we gotta get back to the league.
Yo, I'm
Then we
tired
gotta
of
get
you
to Ice
glazing
King. We
all of
gotta get.
these people, bro. You be glazing all of
What are
these
you
people.
talking about, bro? These are
You,
who we drafted.
we
And I'm
got
critical of some of them. I even gave Saraf a compliment the other day because he had 11 assists. I'm
what
actually
that
willing to give credit where credit's due.
Hold on,
And that's a
Jay.
what
great
Hold
somebody
on.
that scored 20
We gotta
what
get
points a
back
night
to
like
the
Cam Thomas. So stop,
what
Jay.
that got to do with the glazing? Like just because you give somebody a compliment every once in a while, you do the same thing with Cam
Oh,
Thomas. That don't mean nothing. It's fleeting.
Jay, you were criticizing Danny Wolf for not having one rebound, bro, when he was
You
more
were
Yo,
impactful on the team.
no. I was
Oh,
making
yeah,
fun of
yeah,
you.
you
I
were.
was
You were.
no.
I
I
can
was.
roll the footage. You were
Bro,
criticizing for
yo,
one
bro.
rebound.
Do you know what sarcasm is? Do you know?
I
Do you
wasn't
do you,
talking. Jay, you were serious, bro,
bro?
yesterday about that with
Look at the
me.
comments. The comments knew I was making fun of you. I was
No,
just
stop, stop.
imitating
You weren't making
you.
fun, bro. No,
I
you
was
weren't. You can't
imitating you.
imitate me. There's only one Eric B. Kenneth John, bro. Stop,
I
stop.
was imitating you. That's why they was laughing at you in the comments because
Nah, nobody was laughing at me, bro. Stop it, yeah. Stop. Yo, grow up.
you
Grow
were
up,
saying
Jay. Grow up, Jay. Stop it,
you were
Jay.
saying
Stop,
one
stop.
assist and
man.
saying one rebound. I was
Oh,
just going
Yo,
back
man.
and
hold
forth
it
with you.
down. Hold it
Yeah, this
down.
guy freaked out over one.
I gotta mute y'all, man. I
Hold
gotta
it down.
Leaf. Go ahead, Leaf. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I just didn't want them to keep talking over you, bro. Go
Uh,
ahead.
uh,
It's your turn.
uh,
Then we
uh,
go to
uh,
Ice. Then we're gonna go to Jay. Let's see if Jay want to talk about it with his.
POP, hold it down.
You gotta keep Thomas' name like Voldemort, man.
Yo,
Like,
seriously,
listen.
LM.
Yeah,
Seriously, man. The paranoia with this dude is
yeah,
insane.
yeah, Leaf.
Hold
hold
Yo,
on,
on.
let him Lee
yo,
finish. Let Lee finish.
nah,
Let Lee
Yeah,
let
finish.
that
let
why
me finish
they be
his
saying some
statement.
shit.
Leaf,
Oh,
let
yeah,
me finish.
okay.
Hold on. Let me finish because Leaf was
POP,
talking. Go
hold
ahead,
it
Leaf.
Just
down.
to get back to your question about Ben Saraf and Nola Trayor, I don't really think. I think right now they are more so projects than Danny Wolf and Yegor. I think Yegor height and skill set, bro, like already exceeds what they're trying to do. You know
We
what I'm
got to
saying?
see him
What they're
play
trying.
though.
Yeah, we do got to see him play, but I think Yegor once he gets back healthy, I think he'll be okay. I mean,
I mean, we'll
just
see. We'll see.
I think. Hold on, I just want to finish it. I just want to say he'll be okay, but the real pressure that's being put on is in terms of skill set is Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf is looking like the best rookie that we drafted so far.
We
I ain't
gotta
gonna.
confirm it with Ice though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
I
confirm
mean,
it with Ice, Leaf.
I mean, confirmation via ice, i.e., Danny Wolf as I said before
I
there
feel
was
like you
ever,
can have your own opinion, Leaf. You ain't got to confirm it. If that's what you feel, that's what you feel.
We joking,
bro.
Leaf.
No, no,
Yeah.
it ain't even what I feel. It's a fact.
Well, I
See,
don't,
now
you
you
know.
talking some bullshit. It ain't a fact.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
it's a
mean,
fact. That's how you feel. You
Well,
got your opinion.
Out of the 5 niggas that we drafted, Danny Wolf is looking like the best out of all 5 of these niggas right now.
I don't know.
It's
It's a
debatable.
toss up between him and Powell to me.
It's
Yeah, I like
debatable.
Powell a
And some
little
people are
better.
saying Sorokin is
How?
11 and
What the
6.
fuck? Wait. Hold on.
hold on. We
Wait a
gotta
second.
ask Ice, man. We gotta
I'm
ask.
before I pass the ball, bro. Like I just want to let niggas know.
Y'all two on there, man. Y'all still on live, right?
Yeah, before I pass the ball, I just want to let y'all niggas know consistently playing less than 15 minutes, Danny Wolf has consistently filled up the
What?
stat sheet.
Yeah, but I mean, he filled up the negative shit too.
The negative shit, like bro.
four turnovers,
Four times.
and he had quite a few
What Ricky don't
missteps.
turn the ball over, Scott?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on, son.
true.
What ball
Well,
handler
then
don't turn the ball over?
that's
What we
true.
want?
That's true.
Trying to say
But I'm
Like
not
something.
going.
miss me with the turnovers. In
He has
terms,
to.
Yo,
He
bro.
has
I'm
to not do
See,
that.
y'all
We can
niggas,
I'm a
make him
pass.
be somebody.
I'm
y'all
a
We
niggas
can
be
pass
make
the
making.
him be brother.
ball.
Stop making excuses for niggas.
Pass the ball to
This
Ice.
nigga ain't even played a regular season game yet.
All right, so why you glazing him?
Oh
Right,
man,
because
because
he
he only
filled
had that
up.
one
Nigga, that's
rebound with Danny
why.
All
Wolf.
right, he ain't
Stop
even
it.
played a regular season game yet. Just let it play out.
Why is you so animated about this, bro?
Because
Yo, seriously, Leaf. Yo,
He
seriously,
on
what is
our
he
team,
because
bro.
you
wilding
What
today,
niggas
are
is
you
man?
saying
talking
shit
about?
like it's facts, and
I
y'all niggas
like his.
talking
It
out
I
your
like.
is facts.
ass.
Yeah, no,
And
Jay,
I'm
that's
saying
you
it
tonight,
like
Jay.
it is a
You get the
fact.
cake tonight for that, Jay. Stop it,
You
bro.
talking out your ass, man.
No, I'm not, nigga.
You
If
can't
you can
say so.
name, if
So
you can
tell me
name
how
me
it's a
a
fact.
rookie, if you
Tell me
can
how it's a
name me,
fact. You
if
just said
you
it's a fact that everybody's opinion who said something else is wrong. So how is it a fact?
bro, I'm talking
It's
about
not.
I'm talking
To be
about what I'm
fair, it
talking
is
about, Jay.
Hey,
preseason,
so
Chill
so
out.
hold on. You know how
It's
we
I'm
get
gonna
to
pass the
preseason.
ball.
You
hold
seeing
on.
limited
Hold on. I
minutes.
leave after you pass the
Jay,
ball.
bro, hold on. I'm gonna pass the ball after I say this one last thing, bro.
Right.
Out of the 5 rookies that we drafted, he is looking like the
You said
best
it
rookie right
already.
now.
Yo,
You
if
said
Leaf
that
ever,
6 times already.
how many times did
Don't
Leaf
matter how
pump fake
many
me?
times I
You don't
said the
gotta
shit.
keep repeating
Hold
it. We
on,
heard
hold
you.
on. I got a legit question though. How many times did Leaf pump fake before he actually passed the rock, bro?
And then he did the same move over and over again too.
And it worked, nigga. What
No,
the
it
hell you
didn't work.
mean? Yes,
It
it
did not
did.
work.
Yes, it did.
No, it
It did
didn't.
fucking work, man. What you mean, bro?
That shit didn't
Stop.
work, bro.
It did work, nigga.
That
Why
shit
you
didn't
coming in
work,
here with
bro.
all this fucking energy right now, bro?
Cause that shit
Stop.
didn't work, bro.
Yes, it did.
No, it
Go.
Yes, it
didn't.
did.
No, it
Yes,
didn't.
it did.
This is go.
Disclaimer.
if we had the
What the
first
fuck
pick,
it
none of
did?
this
What
argument
the
would be
fuck is you
happening,
talking
man.
about?
That shit didn't work.
Yes, it did.
Nobody agrees
Yes, it
with you.
did. Yes, it did.
If it worked, that
If
Yes,
means
we
it
got the
did.
everybody
first
It
pick,
This
agrees.
worked.
none
is
of
It
this
It
all.
worked,
argument
This
would
is
be
nigga.
all
happening.
It
over a
worked.
Whatever
Danny
happens would
Wolf
be.
It
rebound.
worked,
Rebound,
nigga.
man. This is
No, it
Fuck
crazy.
you
didn't.
mean?
Can
How
y'all
it worked?
stop
It
skipping
worked.
Ice?
I don't agree with you still, so it didn't work.
Can y'all
Yo.
stop skipping
And
Ice?
Man.
and everybody else agreed, nigga,
No,
because they
they
ain't say the
don't.
shit
Hold
you
on.
said.
No, they
Fuck out
don't.
of here. Yes, they
No, they
did.
don't.
This
Yes, they
guy's
do.
crazy.
Hold
Everybody,
it
y'all agree
down.
now?
Hold it down.
Yeah, it's not about whether or
Nobody
not
said
we
yes.
agree. We just trying to go
Jay, I don't
around
know
the
why you flipping out
table.
over
Nigga
one
come up in
rebound
here
issue, bro.
arguing
This
and
is
shit, bro.
wild.
I
Fuck
just
out of
told you
here.
it wasn't a rebound. You was
Bro,
yelling
bro,
one
you
assist.
got
I yelled
wild
one
yesterday over
rebound at
Danny
you.
Wolf for one rebound, bro, and I called out
Hold
Cam for an assist, and you were wilding on me, bro, for
Yo,
no
y'all gotta hold
reason.
Exactly.
it
I was saying the
down. Y'all
same
gotta
thing
hold
you
it
was
down.
saying, and you didn't respect it. So
Bro,
your
you're not
logic doesn't
imitating me.
make any
Stop with that
sense.
imitation BS. It
Oh
wasn't
man.
imitation, bro.
Yes,
You
it
actually were
was.
set
Go
on
look
that.
in the
Stop it.
comments, you dickhead. It
No,
says
stop,
it.
bro.
Oh
Bro, you
my
actually have to be funny to make a comment like that. Stop.
That's
Hold
why I gotta be
on. Can
It's
I
funny.
like
run
the
point?
Air
I don't
Force
gotta
Can
be
Ones
I
is
run
funny.
point?
annoying.
Hold on.
I don't
Can I
gotta
run
be
point?
funny.
Bro,
I'm
y'all
telling
gotta
you.
hold it
Can I run
down.
point? Can I run point?
Can we get to ice? We ain't even let ice go yet, man.
Yeah, I'm standing
Man.
here at the 3-point line with my
Yo,
hands getting tired,
Ice been
bro.
waiting for the ball for the past 3 hours.
And that's this nigga Jay want to yell, bro. Like
Cause man,
shit.
I was just listening.
Yo,
Yo,
I'm driving
facts,
in my
Leaf. Yo,
car. I
facts.
was
Let
just
me pass.
listening, and
Yo,
y'all
let me
was
pass it
talking
back.
bullshit.
Hold on. Let me
Hey,
pass it
Leaf, you
back. Let me
getting you
pass it back.
Leaf like Leaf is like
Hold on. Let me
Will
pass it
Smith
back.
Will Smith when he getting quadruple quadruple team, and then Carlton come and take the ball from him.
So hold on, hold
Oh
on.
shit.
What I wanted to ask Ice is, um, now obviously Timme and Whitehead, they let them, in my opinion, they let Timme and Whitehead, they waived them so they could give minutes to the rookies. Now I'm asking you, what rookies do you think they're gonna invest in letting waiving Whitehead and Timme?
They're gonna invest in all the rookies. They're gonna invest in all the rookies, right? It just seems right now that some may be ahead of some. You haven't seen Yegor except for
Nope.
in the preseason,
That's
and
right.
you just seen Powell, right, come out and do a little bit of something, but you ain't really get enough to know. You see it, but you don't got enough to know. Like Danny, preseason he didn't play well at some games, you know what I'm saying? But now in summer league, now in the preseason you getting to see in short minutes Danny can do a little bit of
Golden
damage.
stream is
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? So you really don't know Saraf as well. Them 11 assists, 9 points, 9.6 assists. You know what I'm saying? He could do a little bit of something. So you're getting a small sample size right now. So they're gonna invest in all of them and see, you know what I'm saying,
Who's who?
what level who's at what and where they need to be at. You know what I mean?
Word, niggas crashing out over
I'm with you.
preseason,
I
yo. We
so
gotta
so
Bro,
chill.
let
I
me
ain't crashing out. These
so,
niggas just
so
emotional.
hold on. Hold
Nah,
on, you
that's
guys.
you tonight, Jay. So
Hold on, y'all.
Bro, I could talk
Let
loud
me
and
let me
joke and
continue.
I'm
I got
cool.
one more
Hold
question
you
for
had to
on.
be
Ice.
funny to joke.
I
That
got
wasn't a
one
joke
more.
I'm
yesterday.
coming back.
Yes,
Hold
it
on.
was because
Can I
your
go,
ass was
Ice?
yelling
Hold
one
on.
Bro,
more
there was
time
Hold
while
no
I
on.
was
laughing
yelling
in
for
what
a
you
rematch.
said. Like, come
I'm not
on.
willing to fight
We
the
on
right
we
way.
on hold up.
Ice,
Yo,
I'm trying to
hold
get
it
the facts
down,
out
Hold
right
man.
on.
now.
Hold on. We on a fast break. I'm coming down for the three. Like y'all got chill. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead. Go
Like,
ahead.
I
We
told
only
you,
got
Yeah.
John
24
emotional.
seconds on the shot clock. Hold on,
yeah,
damn.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. All
yo,
right, so
Don't
hold
pass
on.
him a
Ice.
grenade,
All
please.
right, so what I'm trying to ask you is that matchup with Malawak and you know what I'm
Danny.
saying, Danny Wolf. Do you think that that's something that could like continue? Like they want to see how well Malawak, because remember, do remember that the Nets passed up on Malawak,
That was a good
right?
move.
And they got Danny Wolf. So what I'm
Yeah,
saying is it's something the Nets that was intentional. And remember,
Yeah.
yeah,
Jay, this is JTV. Subscribe to This is JTV. He said that he wanted Malawa. If I'm
yeah,
wrong, Jay,
Yeah.
can you easily
A
correct me?
lot
You
of
on the
people
opinion
said
with
it.
us.
yeah.
All right, so talk to us. What you think about the comparison between Wolf and Malawa? Who you think is going to have a better season?
I think Danny. It depends on if Danny stay in the league or go to the G, right? It all depends. But now you watch maybe a backup or a third backup center on Phoenix, and Danny is the same for here, right? It just seems that Danny's ahead of him skill wise. Danny's older, you know what I mean? But Maluach has potential to be something good or something great. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just potential. Now you see Danny's skill set, and you like Dan, like Leafy talking about. Danny has a skill set. He can beat centers off the dribble. He can cross you up. He can get you at an angle. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know he need to work on his defense, but offensively, a lot of centers is gonna have trouble if they can't move their feet with Danny, or you don't know how to guard a crossover because Danny he gonna pass or he gonna cross you up and get to where he need to get to. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but like I said, Maluach right now is not on the level of Danny as far as having, you know what I'm saying, being a point forward. And he doesn't need to be, but Danny's different, you know what I'm saying? So they two different type of players right now. But
Right.
Danny's older, he's ahead. That's all there is to it right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's gonna have a better season because I don't know where Danny's gonna be at. I don't know where Maluach is gonna get any playing time like that on Phoenix right now. Anyways, he might end up in the G.
Mhm. So all right. So Ice, when you done, pass it to Jay, because I just want to ask him the same question. Like after seeing them play, are you mad the Nets passed up on Malawi, or you feel like we should have got him?
No, because I wanted Kalkbrenner or Reynard, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad that we passed up on him. I also wanted Danny Wolf, also. You know what I'm saying? Like because I would have built the team a little bit different.
We could have
But I'm
had
not
both
mad.
of them.
No. I would have got another center because I knew Danny is better with another center on the floor to run You know what I'm saying? Power forward, he really is not good at center, but he can learn how to play center as well. So I would have did, you know what I'm saying? Even though we got Dayron, another center that is similar to Danny, but not the same as far as scoring. You can score on offense. You can give him the ball in the post, fadeaways and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That type of center. And there was those two type of centers in there in the draft. And Maui Watch is a little bit of one, but I wouldn't have been mad at missing him and grabbing another older senior center out of the draft. But Danny's a good pick. Danny just got to work on his
Man,
defense,
I
and he
don't know
got
why
to.
you love these senior citizens, man.
Hey, look how Danny looking. How Danny looking? He
He
looking like a
looking all
senior.
right, but
No, all
listen,
right, all right.
listen, no. I'm not trying to hear that. I agree
Oh,
with
one
Pod on
rebound
this.
again, bro.
I agree with
Stop.
I like Danny Wolf. Why don't you get off? Yo, all right.
Because you've been flipping out over a one
Because,
rebound, dude. It's not that
bro, you
crazy.
not realize. I think you might be a little. You missing the
No,
point.
Jay, you're just
No,
on one tonight, bro. Like you said, bro.
no.
Stop,
First
stop.
of all, that was last
Yeah.
night. That
Hold
one
on,
No,
rebound
Let
was
him
last
no.
night.
let him finish his statement. Let him finish his
Like you
statement.
emotional,
Hey,
John.
John, hold on.
Yo, you got
Hold
Yeah,
exposed
okay.
for being
That's
emotional
right.
already, bro.
No,
John,
that's you, Jay. You take the cake, brother.
Hold on. I
Okay,
ain't
yeah,
trying to
I'm
say.
the
Hold on.
emotional one.
hold
Got
on,
What
you.
I
hold
ain't
on,
trying to
But
say.
like I said,
hold on. I'm about to take the whistle. Hey, John, when you on the sideline, you supposed to cheer, quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Don't say nothing.
We
Just
supposed to
chill.
hold on. When we out there shooting the rock, and I'm passing the rock to Jay, you supposed to be on the sideline cheering your teammate on. You ain't supposed to interrupt.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You supposed to do a little
Right.
cheer and wait till you get back into the game, partner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coach Ice
Yo,
tonight.
Ice, all I do is cook and help people build their
no, you
content, bro.
don't.
So
You
I
all you do
appreciate
is
the
cut
advice, but
niggas
that's all I
off.
do, bro. Stop.
Nah, you got
You
sit in the
cutting
same.
people
Chef
You got to
John.
off.
sit on the sidelines and cheer your
But
teammate on until you get
but
back in the
nah,
game.
John, hold on. John, what I'm saying is you gotta realize through all of that, Ice was the one impacted. Like I'm really trying to pass the ball to Ice, and you and Jay are going at it. Now to say who was right from wrong, that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying I was trying to pass it to Ice the entire time. So why y'all doing that? It's not even you and his goal. So it's like that's why Ice saying what he's saying. That's
I
all
was
it
trying
is.
to pass it to Ice.
Yeah, Leaf was actually trying to get a few
Right.
words
Lee
in
was
before he
trying
was
to
rudely
Leaf was out
interrupted.
here.
But hey,
Hold
whatever.
on, real quick. Leaf must have did like DeMar DeRozan pump fake like 20 times before he threw the rock. Bro. You know what I'm
And then he
saying?
said
Like,
My
the
nigga,
same
you
shit over and over again. He said the same line. He didn't even say nothing different.
my nigga, you still got the ball, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like
yo.
you telling me, hold on, let me say one last thing before I pass the rock. The same
Jay,
shit I just said.
You
no.
do Jay, what's you high, bro? Like what you doing,
No,
bro?
I'm
Like
sober as a gopher. That's why I'm beating your
no,
ass.
bro, you and highly
I'm sober
animated
as a
tonight,
gopher,
bro.
and when I'm sober, I cannot let bullshit rock.
Oh,
Like when I'm
geez.
high, I can let y'all
When you
talk
high, you
bullshit
could
all
just
day.
chill. Like that's what it is. You
I
need a
just told
spliff.
you when I'm high, I can let y'all talk bullshit all day because I don't
You
give
need
a
a
fuck.
spliff, my
But when I'm
nigga.
sober, you can't talk bullshit to me.
All right, hold
My
on,
nigga,
hold on.
it's 10:48 in
You
New York,
can't
and you ain't
talk
got a
bullshit
spliff,
to
and
me.
you ain't got a
Makes
spliff yet.
sense.
All right,
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's a
hold on,
power.
y'all.
He's a power
Hold on.
forward.
I got something for that right now. Now, this is an article. This ain't nobody saying this. This is me reading the article. You know what I'm saying? Now, we could decide how consistent this article is. This is again written by Eric Slater. Shout out to him. Locked on Nets. He's gonna have Ian Eagle on Locked on Nets today. No, tomorrow. So check
Tomorrow.
that out. The Brooklyn Nets were the butt of many jokes for the 2025 draft. General manager Sean Marks' decision to make an NBA record first five round picks, three of which were point guards, left many scratching their heads. However, entrenched in a rebuild, the Nets are playing the numbers game, hoping one or more of their selections pop. Right? All right. The once NBA general manager believes Brooklyn's last pick, Danny Wolf, will be that player. The NBA released its GM survey last week, and one of the executive poll voted Wolf the biggest steal of this year's draft. That's why we here, people. All Nets fans, we the best fans. That's why we here. This is what an NBA released its GM survey. I could go on and on, but this is the point. The NBA released its GM survey last week, and one of the executive poll voted Wolf the biggest steal of this year's draft. I'm gonna go to LM just because he hasn't argued with anybody on the panel. And yeah, LM, talk to us, man. What you think about Danny Wolf being the biggest steal of this year's draft? Is some realism in that? How you feel?
I mean, it could be. It definitely could be. For me, I'm waiting to the regular season. Like
Yeah. Yep.
the regular season is going to prove everything that these guys is talking about, whether he's a steal or not. I can't. I like what I'm seeing from him so far in preseason. I do. Like
It's
he's
encouraging.
yeah, but I mean, I'm waiting for the regular season where he's gonna have to go up against
Some real
big,
cat, real.
yeah, some real cats. You know what I'm saying? So. And so we gonna see, But
We
in
gonna
terms
find
of
out.
him being, in terms of him being the steal, he could very well could
He
be.
could be.
I
He
was,
could be. He
yeah,
could be.
I was good with the pick. I mean,
Me
look at what
too.
he can do, his skill set. Like
Yep. Yeah.
at 20, I know he's older, but still at 21 years old with that skill set, like you
Yeah.
can't teach that.
No, there's some
Honestly.
intangible that he has. Yeah.
Yeah, so he very well could be. I think either one of these guys. I mean, Powell could end up, turning into something. Traore.
We going. Let's keep
Diego,
it.
so
Let's just go around the panel. I'm gonna ask the same question. Can he be the steal of this draft? Yeah, sure. And we looked at the chart the other day. They showed that the point center has become a thing after the 2014, 2015 season up until now. That's 10 years acknowledging that it's positionless basketball where you got the center, the big, and the ball handler. There's 10 years of them doing that. Somebody being considered baby Jokic from a coach that was the assistant coach before or around the time that, Jokic you know what I'm saying, got these MVPs. You feel what I'm saying? Seeing the player development in Jokic for Wolf to get this nod early, you know, I think it's impressive, man. I don't want to overlook it and he on our team. If I overlook other players that's not on this team, then yeah, say what you want. But I don't want to overlook talent on this team. Happy birthday, Cam Thomas, man. But I do think he could be the steal. I said all I have to say yes. I think he could be the steal of this draft. Ice, what you got on this, Ice?
Yo, a matter of fact, Danny got a special talent, bro. There's not a lot of centers in the league that can do what Danny do right now. As far as what they saying, Danny, as far as we picked him at what 27, 28, right? And you look at Danny playing, he could play point center, he could run an offense, he could do the Penny Hardaway crossover step back three. Some guards can't even do that in the league, bro. So he got a special type skill. It all depends on his development. Can you get Danny to the point where he can actually consistently
Do it.
pass and score and cut down on turnovers? And then, you know what I'm saying, we will see who's the steal of the draft. Because right now, I don't know. Like, I'm on TikTok right now. Brian on TikTok say Nick Clifford showed out. Ace Bailey showed out. VJ showed out. Danny's skill set showing out. Ben Saroff is showing out. There's
Yeah,
guys.
but if he the 27th pick, that's why they saying steal. It's not like the
Nah,
best player in the draft. It's the steal.
Right.
I mean, the steal could be
The still would
from
be
any
after
range.
the still would
Jokic
be after
was
the
in the
top
second
10 though.
round.
But they still
Jokic
will be
was
the
in the
underdog,
second
of course.
round.
But the still with the still but what's
The
being said
steal
is
not
that
going to be Cooper Flag or VJ
yeah,
Edgecomb.
the
No,
That's
I'm
not
not
still
going to
the
talking
happen.
still
about.
is gonna be
I'm not
outside
talking
of the
about
They are
top
top
10
five.
favored.
though.
Outside of the
As the
top 10 could be
favorite
a
and the
steal.
underdog, the steal is the underdog.
right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Just
when
like
they
I
Cam
mean,
Thomas was the steal of the draft.
That's
yeah,
true.
like
That
so
is
so
true.
so
And it's the same 27th pick.
there
Happy
we go. But
birthday, Cam Thomas.
like passing on this. But this is what I'm saying. To Jay's point of why I like what I'm saying, some older players. Nick Clifford was an older player, and they say he was the best in summer league. Out of all the Coop, out of VJ, out of
Yeah, but
all the young
it's
dudes.
about long term. It ain't about what they doing right now. It's about what
Nah,
they gonna
nah,
do in
nah, yeah,
4 years, 5 years from now.
but it is though, because if you draft Coop or you draft Ace, and sometimes you expect them to do things right away. Like when they come to summer league, you expect them to show out. VJ showed out exactly in summer league, right? But they didn't expect a Nick Clifford who's older, you know what I'm saying, way down in the draft, getting drafted like in the late 20s to be balling out the way that he did, which made it show like Nick Clifford is a guy that we slept on and all of us passed up on and left them on the board just like they did Danny, right? So Danny was slept on, picked up at 28. Nick Clifford in the 22s, two older guys that I talked about how the NBA shouldn't overlook older players because when the older players start the ball and just because they're a little bit, like you said, long term, younger top picks might go, it might take them longer. But as far as what you get from an older player right now and where they could be at, like they get slept on because they considered to be system guys or stuff like that. So Nick Clifford is not a system guy. Danny Wolf is not a system guy. Them dudes legitly have skills, and they starting to show out. And you like, hold on, maybe I should have drafted a center. Maybe a senior. Maybe I should have drafted a sophomore. You know what I'm saying? In my lineup instead of looking for just 18-year-olds or 17-year-olds.
I mean, but stick to that center part because that's the one of the reasons why Yang Henson went from like late first round to 16th though.
That's true. True.
That's why we
He
should
could
have
be the
picked
still. He
Rayon.
could be a still
He
as
could
well.
definitely be the steal of the draft. I ain't
Hold
gonna
on, hold
lie.
on, hold on,
That,
hold on. Let's go to Notorious. All right, well, he was saying something just now. What you saying, Notorious?
You know what I'm saying? That's why we should have picked Renard too. I think Renard falls in before the draft. A couple of us were in here were really talking about Danny Wolf and Renard being on this team and being
Yeah.
valuable pieces because I mean, even though they were older, we seen the skill set and we
Yeah,
seen
we
the
saw it.
basketball IQ that they had.
Yep.
So what
So
year was Renard in? What year was he
He
in?
went in the
he
second
did all
round.
four. He did all 4 years.
Oh, he did all four.
I
Okay.
think he
Yeah.
did all four.
Yeah. So
I think he was a walk on. If I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they said he was. I think he
But
cleared that out. They say he was welcome.
But I
Go ahead, Joey.
totally agree with everything Ice is saying. I mean, he's spot on, with his analysis of Danny. Um, I'm not, no one's saying that, he is going to be the steal of the draft. I mean, it's still too early, but he can be based off of his skill set, and based off of where he was picked at. So, I mean, I don't think that's far fetched. Um, but yeah, I totally agree on his analysis as well as comparing Molly Watt to Danny Wolf. They're totally two different centers.
Yep.
And on top of that, they're in totally two different times in their careers. Molly Walker is still very young, still very raw.
Yep.
Danny is a much older player.
Yep.
Danny is more of a finesse big. Molly Walk, he's got that build to be a dominant center in this league in the paint. So it all depends on what you want in your center and how you want to build your team.
Team. Right.
I mean, it's apples and oranges, man.
Yeah.
And oh
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's a lot of hostility in here tonight, man. I'm going to HR in the morning, man. That's all I gotta say, y'all.
So I'm going to HR in the morning.
Yeah,
Right.
No,
What you going to
nobody,
HR for,
nobody
bro?
likes HR. You seen The Office?
yeah.
Nobody
What you
likes
going?
HR.
Yeah, damn sure don't, bro. Ain't nobody like HR unless there's a raise coming, bro. Like, what you talking about, bro? Bro,
Mm-hmm.
you going to HR to rat, bro?
Yeah.
Like that's what it sound like.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Nigga said
Yo,
niggas young thugging in the HR
Yeah.
office.
Hey,
only
Hold on.
people that stay in HR is informants, bro.
But hold on. In all fairness, you gotta realize that I'm the one that I'm looking at it, and again, I listen to the people who listen to the show, and sometimes they miss the show, and sometimes they be here on the show, but they leave comments after the show, right?
Yeah.
So I listen to that, and they'll talk about us, they talk about the show, they talk about the panel. So I'm listening to the etiquette of it, and yeah, to extent, you know how there's truth and humor. Like, yeah, long as we ain't saying nothing dark, I can't stop y'all being
Joking, man.
dark. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a hostile
That's
work
all I'm
environment.
saying. That's at the end of the day. I joke with y'all. It's just truth and humor. Like, yeah, I want the sponsors, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to compromise the integrity of what we are. So I'm saying that to say, do what you do. But again, like I said, to Notorious point, bro, we all hear it, bro. This is all public. This is all, so, you know what I'm saying? And I just think what he said made sense. That was a good
No,
icebreaker.
it's a hostile work
Funny as
environment,
hell.
man.
That might as well have been a super comment or something, man. That shit was
Hey,
hilarious.
Breeze, it's a
Yo,
hostile
I
work
feel like
environment. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Niggas
I
had
feel
Cooper
like
Flag, we wouldn't be arguing about
anybody
shit.
who's saying that I was angry with him with any of those comments, yo, you just got to get to know me, bro, because I can have a conversation, a charged conversation, and still be completely level-headed because I wasn't mad at nobody. It's just y'all saying bullshit. Nothing you're saying I agree with. Like everything you're saying, and especially being biased about how Danny Wolf don't got to play defense. Like it's just biasness. And then the
Never
thing
said
is,
that. Never say he didn't
then it
have to not
say
play
no,
defense.
yeah,
I'm just looking
bro.
at the
I'm
positives
not
of what he
talking to
can
you.
do.
I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
talking to you.
Okay, Jay. Okay,
I'm
Jay.
not talking to you. Am I talking to
Oh,
you? Did I say your name? Because I know
yeah,
how to
well,
say, John, I'm talking to you. You need to
Yo,
shut up personally. Like, I know how to say that if that's what I was trying to say, but that's not what because you and Leaf and other people are saying the same thing. So I'm talking in general, but
Leave
like,
me out of this, bro.
yeah,
nah,
leave me
you
out of
in
this
it.
too. Leave me out of this shit too,
Nah,
bro.
bro,
Because you're
Nah,
lying on
I
my
didn't
name,
nah,
say
bro.
both of
anything,
y'all
bro.
niggas.
You're lying on
Now,
my names,
okay,
bro.
now I'm talking to both of y'all.
Yeah,
You
no,
two,
no. I don't have to talk to you now because of your
you
Bro,
BS.
don't
why?
have to.
I'm
Good. I
trying to
don't want no
understand why
rebuttal.
you so
I don't
turned
want no
up, my
rebuttals,
nigga.
Jonathan.
Okay, Jay.
I don't want no rebuttals, Jonathan.
Yeah,
I'm
Now,
talk
trying
to a
to
mirror,
understand
bro.
why you
Talk to a
so
mirror,
turned
bro.
up, why, bro?
All right,
Like
so hold on,
we
hold
just
on, hold on, hold on. In all fairness, listen. In all fairness, you know something? Everybody got that
they
right.
biased.
Hold on. No, before
They're
we
Yeah,
get
that's a
there,
biased,
lie. That's
bro.
a
no,
lie,
no, no,
but
no,
okay.
no.
it's
Hold on,
our
no, no,
team,
hold on.
bro.
Before
Like,
that
come
turn,
on.
Nah,
hold on.
y'all
Before,
biased, bro,
no, no, no.
because
Hold
y'all
on.
don't never give like
Okay.
y'all give these other players so much leeway. But Cam Thomas made one mistake,
Oh
y'all
my
on him.
god, bro.
But anybody, y'all give these so nah, he's a
Breezy,
rookie.
Breezy,
It's
this all
Hey
your
Jay,
fucking
preseason.
fault,
hey,
It's
Yeah,
bro.
hey
Breeze,
Jay,
good.
Breeze.
It's
hey,
Off,
hey
good.
off the
Jay,
Cam
hey
Thomas
Jay,
Appreciation Day,
Breeze,
man.
this
Here
is
we
all
go.
your fault, bro.
Happy birthday to
Exactly.
Jay,
Cam
And
Thomas,
on
man.
Cam Thomas Appreciation Day, y'all got
hey,
the nerve
Breeze,
to
Breeze,
to
this
Yeah,
get
is
hey,
your
all your.
Jay,
noses
Cause
up.
I was asked the question about Ben Saraf and Nolan Trayol, and then I get stopped and said, "Yo, if y'all niggas think Cam Thomas should be traded," I'm
Yo,
like, "Yo,
I ain't gonna
my
lie,
phone."
Breezy was wrong
no,
with that.
I'm
I ain't
like,
gonna lie.
I'm like, wait a minute. I
Right.
was
hey
No,
asking a
no,
Jay,
no.
totally
Yo,
different question.
the fact that
Jay,
y'all don't think that y'all be being
Jay,
But
biased is
hold on, me and
hilarious.
Leaf wasn't
no, it's
arguing.
Jay,
hilarious
That's
hearing
why.
you talk
Hold
for
on,
me.
Leaf.
That's hilarious. That's
Hold on. Let
really
me
I
say.
really
hilarious.
wasn't
Hey,
arguing
Because
with him at
I
all.
could
I
talk
was
to you
yo,
just
too,
John,
Jay, if you
disgusted
John,
want.
that
I
that
could
John,
talk
name
to you
came
too,
up
if you
John,
want.
Nah,
do you
Breeze,
during the
realize?
soliloquy that was
Breeze
about.
Leaf's
Do you
point was
realize how
that
much you talk?
he
hold
wasn't
on.
talking about
Hey
Cam
Jay,
Thomas.
hey Jay, hey Jay,
Hold on, wait. Can I
Jay,
ask John? Go ahead.
Yeah, let
hold
me
up,
real
Jay,
quick,
Jay,
please,
hold up.
please.
You trying to say they trying to play in the game and coach at the same time, bro? That's what they trying to do, Jay.
Bro, they just biased, bro. Like they
Yeah,
make
okay.
excuses
Well,
for
I
Like
what I'm
you
mean,
ain't
all
saying.
biased. Like you ain't
hey,
biased, Jay. Like you ain't
look,
biased.
I'm
Still,
not.
don't
look.
stone
I'm
Nah,
us. You haven't
objective.
committed.
No,
he's
One
I'm
saying
yourself,
objective.
bro.
he's
Stop.
saying
Yeah, hold on.
If Cam
Can I
Thomas
Look
say
gets
at
a
what I
look
was
at
rebound
saying?
or
look at
whatever,
what Cam
we'll
Thomas
we'll,
did.
we'll
Can I say what I was going to say?
Go
Go
ahead,
No,
ahead.
yo.
what I was saying was me and Leaf wasn't arguing. I was trying to give a chance for Leaf to rebuttal what I said. What I was saying was if Cam Thomas was to ever get traded, I'm gonna be talking about trading everybody on his team. I was just trying to break the ice, be funny type shit. And I said that for Leaf the rebuttal, right? I was kind of, you know what I mean? Because my thing is, I was saying that, but the the prior to that was saying that Jaeger, in my opinion, Ben Sarab having 11 assists and playing well as he did sets the bar for Jaeger to do some of the same or even better. You know, we want you to be better than Ben Sarab, respectfully. And I think that's what the underlining knock was on Ben Sarab. Why we need Ben Sarab when we got Jaeger, but Jaeger not available. And all Nets fans are annoyed with that shit. Let's pretend like we not. Let's
I am.
pretend like we appreciate a player that's available
Word
and
up.
Ben Sarab. And he
Word
had
up.
11 assists. I'm just saying.
that
Especially
wasn't the
you a
thing,
rookie.
Breeze. It was just the fact that this nigga was talking about some other shit, and you bringing up Cam Thomas trade stuff is the exact same thing that starts the arguments in here. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why we
having
was
legit
like,
conversations. It's insane.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. I was
We
trying to talk
know
to Lee, bro. They was, you feel what I mean? Because I wanted
we
Leaf to pass it to Ice to pass it to Jake. So that's what I was saying. So Leaf, dude, you see what I'm saying, Leaf? Like all I'm saying is Jaeger. I think me and you disagree. You saying that Wolf sets the ball, and I get what you saying as far as the rookies in general. But I'm saying at the point guard position, even though y'all calling him a point guard, he's a center to me. And he's just a point center. I'm not talking about a point center. I'm talking about a point guard. There's a difference between a point guard and a point center. And I don't want to see them make it work by putting Diego at the small forward so he can play the point forward. Now we got a point guard, point forward, and point No. Make Diego the point guard like he's supposed to be, and our backup is you feel what I'm saying? Benson Raff and Nolan Traore. And I'm talking about a trade because I don't think we're gonna need both in the Nolan or Benson Raff. I think one of them get traded.
How we know Nolan not gonna be the future three?
Huh?
I mean, not Nolan. My fault. How we know Diego is not gonna be the future three?
Because I
He
feel
could
like
be.
the Brooklyn
He
Nets
could be.
focus on Brooklyn LM. I feel like the Brooklyn Nets focus on the point guard position this
They
season. We
did.
read the
They did.
articles. They read three. They got 3 point guards. So I feel like next draft, they know they only got one pick. They're not going to make that one pick a point guard, in my opinion. I think they're going to make it a small forward or a bigger player than it.
But my thing is this, right? We know there's point forwards in the NBA, and I'm not talking about like point forwards in terms of big. I'm talking about case in point, the nigga that's still playing, LeBron James, point forwards,
Yeah,
plays the
yeah.
three. He can play point, but his majority position is the three. Diego
Right.
don't got strength like that to play the three yet. But necessarily he don't necessarily has to be the starting point guard. There can be times where he's on the floor as the three. But if
It
Nolan is
depends on
there
the
or Saraf
situation.
is there, he can bring the ball up. He's another ball handler who can bring the ball up sometimes. It don't always got to be Saraf or
Yeah.
Nolan or whoever you pick. That's another ball handler in the starting lineup, regardless if he's at the three or the one.
You
I'm
think
just saying.
either
I'm just saying.
you just
Like
do you
that.
honestly think that either one of them can do a whole season at point in the NBA? Because
I
I
think Nolan
understand.
can.
I think Nolan has been trained to do so often. Yes, but the rest of them, yeah, you can run offense through them. They can bring the ball up,
But hold on, but
but
Right.
it's
let me
not
ask you,
easy in the NBA because you're
Scott.
playing a lot of games.
Scott, let me pose a question to you. Do you think they got pressure? The Brooklyn Nets got pressure to make all of these 5 of these players work, or they really focus maybe like on 3 out of 5? You feel what I'm
I think
saying?
No,
they
Like, I don't like, listen, let me make my IE. Like Derek Whitehead and Noah Clowney. Like,
right.
yeah, Derek Whitehead didn't work out, but Noah Clowney make the rotation. He make the roster. So we got 1 out of 2. That's how I think they look at it. But how you feel, Scott?
no, I don't think they look at it like that, right? Because Derek had injuries that didn't allow him to get where he needed to go. So they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna focus on all 5, right? Because even if 3 play in the NBA, 2 is going to the G League. And like I said, like with Noah Clowney, when you go down there, they would allow you to be the guy
But
on
you
Long
don't think
Island.
that's a strain on Jordy? You don't think that's a strain on Jordy asking him to play and develop 5 players?
No. Because what I'm saying is, right, if 2 go down to the G, he has to work on 3. You know what I'm saying? And the other 2 come up when they come up. So you count on the Long Island staff to help Danny or whoever else, Drake Powell, if he's down there. So
And it's not just on Horty for player development either. It's on the
right,
players too.
yes,
Like they gotta put the work in the off season. They gotta
so
work on stuff in the off season. It's
Exactly.
not just on Horty it's not just on Horty for these dudes to
You a
get good. They
professional.
gotta have the yeah, like you gotta have the mentality to get better every season. You can't rely on
so
the player coaching staff to always hold your hand.
I
Like,
yeah,
think
no,
they.
nah,
I
you know
think.
what you gotta work on, get
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
but hold
Yeah.
on. So let me go back, right? So you got Long Island's coaching staff, right? You got the Brooklyn Nets coaching staff, and like I'm saying, then you got your own time to work on your own game. So, like he said, it's not just on Jordy. Like Jordy his job is basically to get them to understand his system and put them in the right position to get better. But they got to work and get better on it, like on their own. But like I said, like when you look at the G League, they make you the guy. If you good enough and you ready, they will make you the guy. So when you go down there, Danny gonna have the ball in his hand all the time, right? He gonna have the rock in his hands. He gonna get to play make. He gonna get to do this and grow his game more because he's down in the G. And whoever else, Drake Powell, they're gonna make him the guy, give him opportunities to run. You know what I'm saying, and develop his game while he's down there. So it's not pressure on them. Like Saraf and Trayor and them, they're gonna have the harder bumps in the road. Pause. You know what I'm saying, to grow their game because they're gonna be the NBA with the rest of the guys who's ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? So they role may be a little bit different from Danny or Drake Powell that's in the G. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get the feel of the NBA, so to speak, then they got like Ellen saying, then they got to go train in the off season to work on all the things that they learned this season to get better at. You know what I mean?
And whatever they work on in the off season, that's up to Horty next season to be like, oh, you worked on this? Okay, let's see how we can utilize that to the offense. Oh, you worked on this? Okay, let's see how we can utilize that to the defense. Like, that's really his job. Whatever they working on the off season, he has to find a way to implement that into the offense in terms of schemes, sets, his playbook, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it is on Horty. I'm not saying that it's not. But we gotta get we I would hope we drafted some dudes with dog like mentalities who, yo, I don't want to stay stagnant at the place that I'm at. I want to get better every season. That's to the point where I can be a crucial asset to the team. Like I don't want to see Yegor having trouble bringing the ball up in his fourth year. Like that should not be the case. It should not. I would expect him to be stronger. I would expect him to get finish more at the rim in his third year. I would expect him to improve his jumper and his mid range by his third year. I'm not going to put that on Horty. That should be something that he, in his mind, his mentality should be like every
Yeah,
season.
but
Let me
my
work on.
thing is the number. Like when we start giving them 3-4 years, really is based off of um, Sean Mark's timeline. Really, when we say timeline, we talking about Sean. What we giving him the timeline to be? Last year he was supposed to be starting his rebuild. You figure 3 to 4 years, 5 years, you should be your team should be ready. What your vision was should be there. You can't go, oh wait, well, another 5 years because you got 4 new players. Then that means you effed up. You dropped the
Well,
ball
technically,
somewhere.
this year coming up should be the last year for
Yeah,
anything
it should
draft
be.
wise.
So then these guys gotta kind of like show something kind of soon.
Right.
You can't just
I
give
would
them four
expect
years.
by when this next draft pass, I would expect the Nets to hopefully be competing or at least trying to be above
Right,
500 by
exactly. I
2027.
agree with that. At least
Hold on.
go into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on, y'all.
I
Let me
That's
agree.
just
all. I'm not asking for a championship,
yeah,
but
yeah.
what I am
Shout,
asking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
is the
yeah.
show.
yeah, yeah. Now, y'all, listen. Shout to Scott. Subscribe to Scott at Apartment Gamers and more. The ruler FN in the chat. He said, "I think every rookie has shown something they can expand on. Jaeger is the best PG for spaces. Saraf is the best PG for breaking down the defense. Noah best for blowing by as a defender. Now, at the end of the day,
We need somebody to do all three.
for Ben Saraf, yeah, no, but I need
Word.
to
We need
become a better
somebody to do
finisher.
all three. You can't just
Ben,
roll
ben
on three
Saraf gotta
players.
be able to see over the top. Like
He
Cam
got to
Thomas
blow
can
by
catch.
somebody sometime too. He got
Nah,
to.
but he's
He
six
got to get
five.
to the
If you got
paint.
a smaller defender on him, bro, he can play with his back to the basket. You can throw Ben
That's true.
Saraf in the
That's
Wait,
post.
true.
who we talking about?
Ben Saraf, like just how to use him on offense.
Right,
Like
right.
I don't want him to be the. He don't need to be the fastest guy. He don't have to play at that pace.
I think
Like
him
that's
and
why we
That
got
nigga jumper
Nolan right
need work,
now.
man.
It seemed like him and Nolan are projects, bro, and it seemed like Drake Powell and Danny Wolf is more ready to play.
I
To
agree.
A
me,
roll, a
like
roll. Yeah,
I
they more
agree.
ready. They more ready to fill into a spot,
a
a, le-
roll. Yeah.
a legitimate spot on the court. It seemed like Nolan Trayor and Ben Raff, bro. Like
Nolan needs some help.
they both kind of learned. They both kind of learning the NBA game.
Yeah,
Sarafa's
did
not
you
bad.
see?
He
They
just
got
got to hit that outside
they.
Yo,
shot.
Lee,
I think that Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, they skill sets already translate.
yeah, but hold on. I just want to add to that and say, for one, hopefully, yo, Lee, if you doing the play-by-play this year?
I am, bro. Like, I already ditched my 6 to 12 job, man, just so I could call my trash ass team run for the year, man. Why not? Why not, bro? Like, I ain't got shit else to do,
Oh
man. My
man,
girlfriend already mad at me. I'm ready. I'm doing a podcast, man. So why not, man? I might as well piss somebody else off.
yo, but now, shout out to that
Dedication,
man.
man.
Subscribe to Lee 4788. But I wanted to say I seen a pass, and yeah, it is because of this pass that I seen a highlight where Wolf was running the fast break, and Powell was there to receive the pass and get the easy dunk. I need to see more of that this season. I want to
Don't
see
forget
Powell
about that shot
more.
off the backboard that y'all was
Nigga, did
co-signing
you see
too.
the pass that Wolf did on the fast break to Powell for the dunk? What center on our
Yeah,
team is doing shit like that?
yeah, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying. We need to see them on the floor at the same time. Like I know that I like how the rule of FM broke this down, but I need to. I'm thinking about them as teammates in the sense where, like, if Wolf and Powell get 20 plus minutes together, yeah, this is what I signed up for. Don't
I'm,
give me
I'm,
about these rookies and they only get 20 minutes or less. I need them to be
I'm
getting 20, 25 minutes or more for real.
hey, bro, don't stop there, bro. Like Wolf and Clowney, Wolf and Powell, Wolf and just about anybody that's
Wolf
like
and
likable.
Dayron.
Nah, I don't know about that. Wolf and
Mm-mm.
Wolf and Zaire, bro. Like any of the wing athletic players on our team, I feel like they could all thrive because he's gonna find them. Like it's not a secret why Iceman Tyrese Martin, bro, had 11 points in the second half, bro. Like Danny Wolf had a lot to do with that. Come on, bro. How often was he getting cuts to the basket a year ago, bro? When Dayron and whatchamacallit was on the court.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
So
is the
like
best
Yeah.
passing
realistically,
center on this team, bar none.
Yeah,
Could
now
you imagine?
for what it's worth, again, the reason why I'm saying, I agree with it, I posted, you know, article about Eric Slater about Danny Wolf being a steal and all of that is because I watched the game, not just because of the box score.
Right. I
Like these
watched the game.
passes that he's making are incredibly tough.
Yeah, they
Like
tough passes
and
now.
because he's doing that, it's a different way to score the ball. And in my opinion, like I said, I didn't know it was going to be Danny Wolf. It's just inside the 3 point line. All of these
right.
cuts to the basket. To me, this is beautiful basketball. I don't know
Yeah,
what you guys
sure
like.
enough.
Like, yeah, of course, I like the Cam Thomas cross 2020. Happy birthday, Cam Thomas. But those passes like that I'm not saying it's kid esque. I'm not saying
You,
he Jason Kidd or no shit
yeah,
like that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. We ain't
we ain't
going
gonna say
there.
that.
I'm
Nah.
not
Yeah,
doing
but
that.
it's
I'm
good to
not
see.
doing that.
It's good to
I
see
mean,
he got
but but but
he
the
got
best
vision
thing
there.
the
I'll
best
say
thing
that.
about those passes is that he's creating those passes off a dribble drive action. Like from the
Right.
3 point line all the way like pick and rolls, dribble handle. He's creating a lot of those off his own self creation off dribble drives, bro. Like if somebody his height come out to guard him, they are basically fish, bro. If they don't got no help, bro, like behind, like on the weak side, bro. Like, but and they can't because now you got to respect the shot, and he been working on that shot, and I think his shooting form is pretty good, bro. Like for his height,
It's
bro. Like, I
okay.
mean,
It's okay.
Yeah,
nah,
his
it's
form is good.
okay, Scotty, bro. Come on,
It's not
stop that,
bad. I mean, I'm not
Scott,
saying
Scott,
that.
stop.
I'm just saying it's not. I mean,
He
I
just
gotta
needs to
see.
shoot 30,
I just
at
gotta
least
see. That's
30,
all.
30% from the
I'm.
hoop.
I mean,
I
I
hope it
well,
is.
if he, it depends on what volume, bro. Like, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
it
at a
depends.
high
That's
volume. I think that in terms of a dribble drive on a 7 footer, bro, like and 7 footer against 7 footer, bro, like he's gonna have his way more times than not because
against
how
seven
many?
footers, but he's not
Yeah,
a center. He's not a center. He's not a center. He's
we
not a
not,
center.
but
He doesn't. He ain't banging. I ain't seen him bang.
Yeah,
bro,
I
like
don't
that
know if you
that's
want him
that
at the four either.
that you don't want him
Look at
at
the
the four
fours in the
neither, bro,
league.
because
Look
he
at the
gonna get
fours in the
barbecued,
league.
bro.
Right.
Ah,
What
Look
you
at the
want?
fours
You
in
really
the
want him out there with some big? If you want to, you really want him out here with some big sloppy slouch at the center, bro? Like, come on, man.
I mean, I
I'd rather him
understand where
at the
you're
five.
coming
Can
from,
you
but
imagine him on Paulo?
no,
That's
I
full.
said I imagine
Him
where y'all
Apollo.
coming
Oh,
from.
that's cheap,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
that's
come
not
on, bro.
fair. But what I'm
That's cheap.
saying,
Giannis,
That's just cheap, bro. Come
what
on.
I'm saying is, in the
I'd
center,
rather
he's
him
not.
on Mouse Turner than Giannis. I'm just saying.
Yo, don't mind me. I'm
Okay,
just watching
all
Cam
right.
Thomas
I'd
highlights.
rather him on
I can
Mouse
see
Turner
that.
than Giannis. I
Yeah,
think Mouse Turner, you have a better shot. It's just that him at the four. I mean, even
I mean, but
hopefully
Giannis
he's
is a
healthy,
ball
but
handler though, bro. Like, so like he's gonna get downhill and get his
and
and create his own shit
relentlessly,
anyway and relentlessly.
relentlessly.
I think, but here's the thing. I think, bro, like as a top of the key type of player,
I see that. I see that in offense. I do. I'm just
I
saying
think
he's not.
Danny Wolf,
He's if you put him
Danny
at
Wolf is not.
center, he got to get a rebound.
Danny
He's
Wolf
got to
is
get a
not.
rebound.
No, here's the thing. As a rookie, Danny Wolf is
I
not
mean, you
the
could
not.
team rebound, yeah.
Danny
But
Wolf is not the he's not the shoulder lean in the paint
nah, he
type of
not.
player that you want him to be right now. I think that's
I
gonna come with
know.
time.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
So,
right.
but his skill set already, bro, like as a
No,
dribble
his
drive,
offensive skill set is
yeah, his offensive
got
skill
great
set already,
potential.
bro, adds
It's
adds
great
value to
potential.
a team, bro. Like it does.
Yeah, I ain't saying they don't. I'm just saying that he, as of right now,
I think
he's
Drake Powell has the ability to be probably the most complete, but I think he's going to be set in a role of 3 and D. But he could still show what he could show other stuff in the mix
let me
too.
ask y'all something.
He's an underrated passer.
Would you do this rotation? Danny
What?
Wolf,
Uh,
Noah Clowning,
no,
Claxton on the
no,
front court
no.
with
Wait,
Igor
Wolf,
and
Clowney, and
Cam
Claxton?
Thomas. Igor, yes, Clowney
Wolf
and
Clowney and Clutch.
Claxton.
God damn, bro. What the hell
You
you trying
got
to
you
do?
got
All
shooters.
three
Wait,
of them?
listen to this. Claxton is a great around the rim guy.
No,
You
he's
have to
not.
pay attention
No,
to.
he's not.
Yes, you do for
Who
the
you got at the
lottery.
Nah, nah.
three?
Yes, you
Who you
do.
got the, who you
And
got
now
at the
you
three
got
now?
you got
You don't.
you
The
got
reason
two
being is
passes.
because
Hold on,
You got
let's
reason
go
two
being
to
is
John.
because when
superb
somebody's in
passes.
front, when somebody's in
But,
front of Claxton, bro, it's a wrap.
but wait, who you got at the three in
Y'all.
that lineup?
Hold on
Claxton. I mean
hold on,
Clowney.
y'all. Hold on, for the sake of
Hmm.
debate, let Scott
Yeah,
please
what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying is you got
Yeah.
three.
Why
You
you say
got
that?
three.
Go ahead.
Cam Thomas, Igor, and Danny Wolf are excellent passers.
Uh-huh.
So when if they get anywhere in the paint, Claxton is a threat. You have to keep a body on him. You can't leave him in front of the rim. You know that. Now you can kick it out to Clowney if they clog it up. Clowney is on the out. Clowney has shown that he's an excellent shooter outside on the three.
He
Right
He's gonna
now.
put
is.
him on weight before
Right
Claxton.
now, he's
How
showing
that work?
that, and on the
I just don't like
defensive
that
end,
lineup in the half court set.
he can help Danny Wolf because he's a great backside defender. We've seen it last year when he smacked quite a few people's shot.
But you gonna
I'm
have
just saying.
Jaeger on the island, bro.
I'm just
You
saying
like
as
you
a
gonna
rotation, not a starting five, not a starting
I
five.
mean, but I understand what you're saying, but the thing is like I feel like you could find more athletic fours coming into the league, especially after this next draft
Yeah, but
than
Danny Wolf.
anything. But
Oh, well, then that's different. Next draft.
yeah,
I'm talking about we
and this
only
is
deal
what's
with
gonna
what we
put.
got.
Yeah, I understand that, but this is what's gonna put Danny Wolf at the five. What's gonna put Danny Wolf at the five, bro, is the fact that like it's not about small ball lineups; it's about versatile lineups, bro. Like the thing is, bro, when they talk about versatility, that's basically code for athleticism. That's basically what it is. But basically at the four,
Yeah.
if you ain't doing what Giannis, AD, Paolo, Pascal Siakam, if
Anthony
you ain't
Davis.
doing what they doing, bro, they not putting you there. You're
Wow.
not.
Wow. Well, we ain't
For
got them,
real.
and
He
we
got a
ain't
better
going.
chance of guarding fives than
We
in
ain't got
fours at this
them.
point.
We ain't got them, and there I haven't seen anybody. Boozer coming out
I
of
ain't
this
gonna lie.
draft might be.
PT had me
I
rolling
mean,
the other night, bro. He was
with the
like,
exception of Wimby, most people at the five right now is at his height. 7'7"
yeah.
footer.
Is that Danny Wolf's height? I ain't gonna lie. PT had me rolling the other night. He said, what defensive game plan is you putting together when Wimby come through?" Nigga said,
Yo,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
nigga, Wimby might not even play, man, with his broken down ass.
yo, you know what's wild though? I was thinking the same thing for Zach Edey when he tried to guard Cam Thomas. Because like I
Oh
was
man.
like no seriously, I was
What the
thinking that shit.
what's going on tonight, bro?
Yo,
All right, bro. This shit is crazy.
yo,
Alright,
yo.
so hold on.
I ain't gonna hold you leave you with
No,
Wimby.
really, I
You
want
might have to
y'all to
put
know.
Claxton and see what
You
happens.
know what's crazy, bro? Like
Yeah, hold on, no,
I could
seriously,
put
I
a
want
vid
y'all to know this is
I could put a link in the
yeah, this
chat,
is how
bro,
it's but
about
this
this
is why y'all
the whole montage of this
but,
nigga guarding the perimeter, bro.
but
Niggas
this is
won't
no,
believe it.
this is no, I'm just talking about when y'all was saying all of the stuff that y'all was saying. I was just listening, and like I told you, I was watching Cam Thomas highlights. But as y'all was saying this, laughing, hee ha, laughing it up. Hardy like,
Oh, he brought this play up.
and then I seen this at the same time. You lucky I don't know where the slow motion button. Hold on, wait a second.
Nigga said the slow motion
He
button.
did get the finish over Zach Edey. I'll give him props for that.
You got the finish.
Man,
Wait, hold up.
He did finish over Zach Edey. I ain't gonna hold you.
and
That's a
one with the spin
that's a
off the
tough lay.
backboard.
That is
That
a
was a
good
tough
bucket.
lay.
That was nothing but net too, boy.
That
That
was
is
a
a good.
tough lay. I ain't gonna hold you.
That is a good. That is a good. That is
Happy
a great
birthday,
bucket.
Cam
But
Thomas.
that is a
That's what
great
happened
bucket.
when you
Well, we
got
just
skill.
acknowledging the fact that Zach Edey had to
Oh,
help
look at
off of his
that.
man.
Go for a ride.
That's what we leaving out.
Go
That's
for
what
a
we
ride.
conveniently
That
leaving
was
out. But
2 times. Zach Edey wanted no smoke with Cam Thomas.
If you look at the
we
preseason game,
conveniently leave out the fact that Zach Edey had to help off of Dayron just to get that foul.
you're gonna be sorry if they let Cam go. I'm telling you. Gonna be
Sorry,
sorry.
I don't think
Gonna
he
be
getting
sorry.
traded, man.
bro. He not
Gonna
getting
be
traded. He
sorry.
not getting traded, bro. He just gonna walk.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Who,
sorry.
Cam?
Yeah, I
They're
don't
gonna
think.
be
Yeah,
sorry.
Cam is gonna get
Yeah, I
traded.
don't think he
Regardless, the
getting.
team
I
is
don't think.
gonna
I
be
don't think
Cam
he
ain't
sorry.
getting
getting
traded.
traded, bro. He
He
just gonna
gotta
They're
get
walk.
gonna be
traded.
sorry, man.
He gotta
I'm
get. He's
telling
gonna
you.
get traded to his preferred destination, or they're gonna pay him. But they can't lose
But
him
he
for
got a no
nothing.
trade
If they
clause though. I don't think
no
he gonna
no
waive
He
no
that
got a
that
no
money.
trade
that no
clause.
that's why I said to his preferred destination. You didn't hear
But
Right.
me?
Jay
What if they
talking about
don't? What if they don't want to
trade.
send him
He
there?
talking about stop the
No, but
trade.
No, they can't
they
stop
have
it.
to because this is what I was talking about 2 weeks ago when I was saying
They're gonna be
they should have
sorry.
offered him a not they should have offered him a player option, not a team option, because
Right.
he wanted the control in his hands. He wanted the
Right,
no trade clause because he wants to be able to control
That
where
was
he
that was
goes
the
and
sticking
not
point.
them
It
right,
just
wasn't the
send them to
money.
wherever.
It wasn't the
right,
money. It
right.
was
Hold
the
on,
My
hold on,
thing
no,
is,
hold on,
bro,
hold
they
on,
didn't
hold on.
even
Yeah,
send Kyrie where they wanted to go. You think they're
Time
gonna
out,
do
y'all.
that to
Time out,
Ken?
time out, time out.
Kyrie didn't have a no trade clause.
Right, time out, y'all. I want y'all to understand something. After you come to Brooklyn, they fall in love with Brooklyn. They don't want to just go anywhere else. For what it's worth, Mikal Bridges went to where he really loved. Bruce Brown went to a championship team. Bro, these players, they leave here and go exactly where they want to go. The options that Cam Thomas had, to add to Jay's point, he didn't want to go there. He like, nah, I'm good. He rather take the qualifying offer, and again, the more emphasis is staying in Brooklyn. He fell in love with Brooklyn. He might not know what's going on with the franchise and all of that and this and that. Remember, he from like the East Coast, so he never really like lived in Brooklyn. But now, being here for 4 years, bro, he fell in love with Brooklyn, bro. He wanted to work out, and I'm just saying, and not to be long winded, just to add to Jay's point, bro. Players are becoming business savvy. It's not about all about what the team wants. It's about what the players want to, and that's why I did the live the other
Was
day
that
about
nigga born
Oscar
in
Robertson.
China?
He
I
started
don't
to
think he getting traded though. Like we
he
seen
started to
players
fit
have problems
bro.
with the front office over the like in the NBA. Like wasn't at some point
What
Jordan had issues with Chicago front office
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
he
we
did.
Pippen
soon
had
as they
issues
like
with
come
find
on.
a team
Chicago.
that they could
I'm not
How
agree
saying
many
on,
Cam
he
Thomas
gonna
is
get
Jordan. I'm
traded.
just saying
how
like
many
we seen
qualifying
players have
offer
problems.
niggas get traded
We're
anyway,
not
bro?
saying
Like
he
I don't even
do.
think that's a thing.
Like I said,
Um,
I feel like he took the qualifying offer so it'll be easier for him to get traded to the team he wants because all they got to do is take on a measly $77 million. They don't got
Yeah,
to
but
bring.
that,
yeah,
or
but they gotta pay
he
him
could
the
have
year
did that.
after if he go ham though, bro. Like
Right,
so.
and not only that, if he even if he don't get traded, you can offer him a bigger contract next year once the season is up. Especially if he has a good ass year this year. All right, we got the money now. We got even more money in the off season. Let's get you a bigger bag. It could be that, and he might be on the team next year.
I don't see
So
that happening. And you could be
me
right.
personally,
Like I
probably.
said, you could be right, LM. You could be 100% right.
I hope
But from
so.
the way things are playing out, because that's what I would like to happen. But
That's
from the
what I
way
would
things
like
are
to
playing
happen.
out, none of this says that we're on good terms.
That's true. That's true. I can't even argue with that.
But you 100% right. I hope that happens. Like that's the
I
best
do
case
too.
scenario. That's the best case
But look,
scenario. But
but
they
Jay,
can't
but you
lose him
gotta
for nothing
realize,
though. Losing him for nothing is the worst case scenario. So
right?
they
But
got to
Right.
at
listen,
least get something.
listen, you got to realize a lot of that is contingent on them doing or being very, very successful in the draft. Because how could you not compare your draft pick, number 27 pick in Cam Thomas, to the other draft picks that you got when you got a Drake Powell at 22, Ben Saraf at 27? You know what I'm saying? You get in these late round picks. Sean
Well, Danny
Markson's
Wolf is
also
27.
27. Yeah, to my fault, Danny Wolf at 27. But case in point is Sean Marks is known for getting these late first round picks. He got one
27th pick
lottery pick out
savant.
of right. He
He's a
got one
27th pick
lottery pick.
savant.
Right. He got
That's what it's
one.
looking like. I
He
ain't gonna
got
lie to
one
you.
lottery pick. Everything we always talk about the first round picks. But remember, it's only one lottery pick. And Sean Marks in 10 seasons only got one lottery pick.
I'm not looking at the number 8 pick as a lottery pick no more because
It is a
that pick
lottery
Huh?
pick.
But
that
it
pick.
is see Leaf.
It
No,
is a
I don't know
lottery
about
pick,
you,
Leaf.
I'm not.
bro.
whoever
How
they
can you
pick
do that,
there,
bro?
that
Like
dude got to perform.
but bro, look
He got to perform.
in the grand scheme of things, like
Right.
it
He got to
really
perform.
is a lottery pick in real life. So even if you
He
don't
got
want to
to
look at
perform
it as a
too.
lottery pick,
He better
it is,
perform.
bro. Why do you
He gotta
hate reality
perform,
so
but he
much?
gotta
The
He
perform
got to
because the
show
eighth
something.
pick
I'm
is
gonna tell you the
lottery,
reason
bro.
why I don't, bro. The reason why one the number 8 pick is historically mid.
Yeah, but you
That's
can't.
number
That's
one.
not. That ain't got nothing to do with
But it's
it.
That's
still
not
That's
the
it.
point, though.
Like
It's
That ain't
still a
got nothing to
lottery
do with
pick.
it.
yeah,
like
but to me
like
that shit is like listen, that shit is bad luck to me, bro. Like
No, but
you
that's
give me the number 8 pick, that means you don't care
if
about
you
me.
give OKC's GM that pick, he will pick in a
it's
star.
better than the
That
No,
number
he
has
ain't.
nothing
I
to do
nine.
with
mean,
it.
No, he ain't.
Sam Presti got
No, he
Giddy
ain't.
with 6, so I mean,
Come on,
you say
man.
what you will with
That's a
that
lottery
He
information.
ain't
pick.
get Giddy at 8,
He
bro.
better show. He
I'm just
better
saying,
show.
no, I'm just in terms
But
of the
hold on,
draft, bro. In terms of
hold on, yeah,
the
hold
number
on,
is
y'all
bad.
missing. Hold on, y'all missing my point. The reason why I said all that was to get to say this. They banked on this whoever we draft. And like we lost all those games before we knew what draft pick we was going to get. We lost all those games with hopes of a top 3 pick in Ace Bailey or Derek Harper. Let's call it what it is.
Yep.
For a large part of the season, we was focused on the Rutgers games and so on and so
Yep.
forth.
I've been watching
That
Rockets
Sean Marks
games.
went out and did what he did. We did not get Ace Bailey. Now, us being Nets fans, the best fans, we regrouped and recovered and rebounded and you know what I'm saying? Got a grip on the hold
We
on
did not
things,
rebound for this.
you know. we
We
saw
did
we
not
saw
rebound.
hope
That
and
nigga Ace is killing on Utah.
Nets fans shout the
Bro,
East
what
in
you
the
mean?
chat.
Y'all on Danny Wolf's sack. So it don't even matter. Like it
Oh
don't matter what
man.
niggas is
Pause.
doing.
Here we
It
go.
don't
Here we
matter what
go.
niggas is
Pause.
Here
doing.
we
Fuck
go.
that. We
Pause.
got Danny Wolf.
Hold up. Pause, bro. Like first
Danny
off,
Wolf.
pause.
What?
First off,
Come on. Don't how
ain't no need for Jay ain't no need for that
Somebody
number
on
one.
one
First,
tonight,
second,
man.
bro. Like
yo, hold on.
every
Wait,
Bro,
time
they
out.
hold
Wait,
up.
Leaf.
Second,
Wait,
everybody up in here
wait,
would
Leaf.
rather
Leaf,
have
hold on.
Ace.
Time out, Leaf. You can't tell me that Wolf sack is bad and niggas be saying glazing. Glazing is way worse than Wolf sack.
That's bro.
No,
That's a wild.
seriously,
First off,
Glazing is
that's a
crazy.
wild.
Like, do y'all know what the word glazing means?
Yes,
Bro,
Right.
I
first
know
off,
what
Yes,
I
it
it
don't
means.
means
even
Bro,
use
we
crispy
them
know.
words,
clean.
bro, because they out of
It
bounds and
means crispy
disrespectful, bro.
clean.
Like I don't like use. I don't use them
Nah,
words.
it mean
I
worse
don't
than
even
Krispy
like using
Kreme.
those words. I know what it mean. I just don't like
Krispy
using it,
Kreme
bro.
slap
I
though.
consider everybody up in here fan, bro. Like, and I don't like using them words, bro. Like, I
But
just
hold
refrain
on.
from them.
Did y'all? I think in the midst of all of this, y'all missed my point. My point was is that whoever we were supposed to draft going through all those games was supposed to be our franchise player. None of these players are franchise player, and I think
That's
that's why
how
Joe
we know
Size.
that.
I'm gonna leave.
Hold on.
Go
As
ahead.
far as what the plan was supposed to be, I think Joe Size said what he said because of that. He felt like, all right, well, we didn't get our quote unquote franchise player this season, but we're gonna try and get him again next season. And I think that's where it ends. Whoever we draft, after that, we compete. Now I'm saying all that to
Yep.
say these players gotta prove that they where Cam Thomas at. And I know I'm not trying to
Oh
make
man.
compete
God,
where
They
they
can't
bro,
compete
my
against
nigga,
Yo,
them.
these.
bro,
I don't
trust
see
me,
how y'all
listen,
mad at what Leaf
God
is saying.
bro,
damn.
hold
If
on. What
y'all saying Cam Thomas is not good enough, why the player that we draft can't gotta be better than him?
That is true. That
Because we're
is
Like,
trying
what
to
are
true.
y'all
find the
talking
future of this
about?
That is
team. We're trying
That
to
don't be
find
true.
the
making
future
no
of this
That
fucking
is
team.
sense.
Wait,
true.
hold
Oh
on,
yeah,
hold
okay.
on,
So
That
who's
don't
hold
be
the
on.
man
making
we
no
draft?
sense.
no,
That's
That
why
is
we
Jay,
true.
tight.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring
Jay, ain't
clarity.
nobody say
Wait,
nothing to
nobody.
that point, bro.
Hold on, Leaf. The main fact is, regardless of how people feel about Cam Thomas or not, the front office feels like he is not the franchise player. Now, to Breezy's
Yep.
point, if Joe Tsai is talking some, yo, we doing this draft, they think the next draft, which people have been saying is better than this draft,
Yeah, but
they
they
gonna
say
find
that
him in
all the
there.
time.
No, this is
They
nah.
say
This
that
ain't
all
all
the
the
time.
time.
They said last time they
This
said
ain't all
that
the
same
time.
thing. They said
Okay.
it
This ain't all
last
the
I
year.
mean,
time.
but
Well,
I
They
mean,
said
but
this
They
draft was
said it
going to be
last
better than the
year.
Wimby
I mean,
draft.
They said
nah,
the
but
Wimby
hold
But
on,
draft.
but the main point is they don't think
Let me
Cam
ask y'all
Thomas
something
is a
real quick.
franchise player.
Yeah,
So
I
either they
understand
think
that part.
AJ, Cam Boozer, or Derek Peterson or whoever, they're probably looking like, yo, we gotta get one of those dudes and see it, you know what I'm saying, fair him
Yo,
up
But
and
that's
let me
prove
ask y'all
Foles,
these
though.
guys.
That's Foles'
let,
Hold on.
let
guy.
Let
me ask y'all
Notorious go.
something
Let
real quick.
Notorious
Let
go.
me ask
What
y'all
up,
something real
Notorious?
quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, is it anybody surprised like before this season started that the Nets were possibly going to be in next year's lottery?
no.
No,
So
And
why
here's why.
so why should
Go ahead,
the
Joey.
owner of the team be any different?
exactly.
Nah,
That pretty much.
nah,
My point is
Go ahead. What's your point?
hold on real quick. My
it's a
point
lot
is
of fumbling going on.
my point
Yo,
is
facts, Leaf.
everybody knows where this team stands. Everybody knows this team is rebuilding.
Right.
Everybody knows we have a young, inexperienced team. We
Yep.
have a young head coach. So
That is
when you
true.
mix all of that into the pot and use some common sense, it's obvious the Nets are probably not going to be too good this year, and they're probably going to be in
Yeah,
the
that's
lottery.
true. That's
Joe
true.
Tsai is
Yeah,
not
that's
stupid.
true.
He understands that. So you don't think that he kind of got a pretty good idea that he wants a good pick because we're probably going to be in the lottery. He's not going to come out and say that. Now,
No, no.
And
obviously,
it's
you're
our
going to
only
want to
pick
try to
at
win
that.
every game,
Right.
right?
nah,
Notorious.
And
nah.
it's our
But
only
Hold on,
pick
hold on.
at that.
but hold on. But hold
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
The With that being said, Joey, they wanted a good pick this year, and they didn't get one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, they didn't
So
get one.
no. I'm gonna get to where you're getting to, right? The reason why I think the strategy is that though, even though, like you said, with young and experienced team, right? And the team is being built a certain way, right? And you see all the passes, and you see Cam fits into the team well. You see MPJ fit into the team well. But like you said, you don't have that. You don't have the other guy. You don't have the guy that they want, right? You got pieces now. You don't know if any of those guys will be the guys. But while you have the young pieces, you want to grab that. If you can grab one of those top three pieces and put it with the young five pieces that you have and have them grow, because the rebuild is basically over. This is what I'm saying. Rebuild's over. You already drafted five. You got Cam. You got Davon. All those dudes still. Everybody on the roster is young for the most part,
Yep.
right? So you only got
Yep.
one pick next year to get lucky. You know what I'm saying? If you get lucky, you get lucky. But the core of the team, right, is so young that you can potentially do that to strategize. Not saying strategize. Most likely you're gonna play and lose anyways, like you
Yeah,
did
but
last
I'm just saying
Need a homegrown star,
Joe
though,
Tsai
Ice.
and them is like, yo, we gonna try to go out there and lose and we
year.
gonna
Right.
tank. I just think that based off of our situation, he
We
knows
got
we're
a
gonna be
young
in the fucking
team.
lottery.
Yeah, we 9 out of 10 we're gonna be there. Yeah, you're right, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Need a
but
So
that's
hold
what
on,
fresh
Whether
I'm
hold
it's
on,
an
saying.
hold
eight
on.
seven pick or not,
Right.
bro, it's
Listen,
gonna be
listen,
I,
listen.
lottery.
Hold
I,
on, hold
I
on.
still,
Hold on.
listen. With all that being
Hold
said,
on, y'all.
bro,
Let me
I
say
still
this. Let me say this, Leaf, because I want to go to Easy because he just joined the panel. So shout to Leaf.
Oh shit, where
Subscribe to Leaf
Easy been?
2788. What I was saying was,
getting high.
and I was saying this on TikTok already. Utah fans is putting Ace Bailey next to AJ DeBonstra for next year's draft. We're not the only ones. The
Yeah, I
fan
see that.
base is asking for AJ DeBonstra to be on the Brooklyn Nets, be on the Utah
It's
Jazz,
a terrible
so
cycle.
on and
But
so
Breezy,
forth.
that's because Utah is gonna be bad and in the lottery too.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Yeah.
still, but
They
they,
gonna
Exactly.
be
they
They not
no,
naturally
winning
bad
nothing
because
no,
they in the
either.
West,
listen,
bro. Like so.
listen, but no. But what I'm saying is the pairing up thing. My narrative that I'm pushing is that Cam Thomas plays next to every teammate in a good way. Whoever we draft next season, Cam Thomas should be his teammate. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying either
You said,
or. I'm saying
Yeah,
make Cam
easy.
Thomas his
you said
teammate.
what?
That's how I look
You
at it.
came in
But
here at the wrong
I'm just
time, bro.
saying,
So what about Danny?
most of y'all in here didn't have the Nets winning over 25 games,
Well, I
and
did.
and
I did.
surprised
I
that
said
Joe
30.
I
Tsai
did.
I said
I
30.
is
said
saying
20.
what he's
I said
saying.
24, so we
I
don't
did
lose
say
60.
30. I did
I
say
said
we
24,
can
so we don't lose 60,
we can
bro.
win a
Like
lot of
that's what I
games.
said.
This team is better than what we think they are.
Nah, Scott. I mean, you just take
See,
away two
I'm
pieces
just
from his
saying.
team, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
go
I'm
where it
just
should be.
saying.
I mean,
I know.
man, listen.
I'm just
If we
saying
was
what
a
Joey
nail
said.
biters
Nobody
with the
said.
Suns,
I
bro,
said it.
who is also
I
rebuilding,
said
bro,
it.
then we
You
got a
gotta
problem.
understand, even though we won
Even though
more
I could
games,
be wrong,
this
I
is how
could be
I see it,
wrong.
right? Even though we won more games last year because we had Dennis, we
We had
had
a
the
true point
vets,
guard.
and I get it. We have vets this year too, but we're
We
still
do.
a way more young,
Yes, we are younger than last time.
inexperienced team
Yes.
this year than we
Yes.
were
We're the
last year.
youngest
Yes.
team in the NBA. I feel.
Yes.
We're
Do
the
you
I
know
youngest
got
that
you.
You're
team.
ten
right.
of the
Wait,
do you
Yes,
know
you're
that
right.
10 of the
wait.
15
Yeah,
players are drafted by Marks, so it's mostly a young squad.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't
So
think
It's
we're gonna
I
be
younger than
better
mean,
than
that.
next year.
you don't.
What was
I'm
Jay
just
trying to
saying, you
say?
don't think Josiah and them like, damn, like we ain't winning shit. We got a young, inexperienced team. We're going to be in the lottery.
We need a
Well,
top franchise
Don't see
guy.
Jordan
I mean,
you
Hold
know,
on, hold on. What was Jay trying to say? Jay, what was you trying to say?
I'm just asking if y'all don't see Jordy doing better this year than last year.
Yeah, I
Like
do.
you
Jay,
saw what
hold
he
on. Let me
did.
answer that question. Hold on, Jordy. Yes, Jay. Yes, I think Jordy does better because, far as what he did in the G League, I think it built a lot of his confidence as a head coach. I think he felt like, yo, these G League players, like, what I'm saying, Tyrese Martin and Keon Johnson and Drew Timmy, all of these players got put in
now,
position where they got contracts. And I think
Bro,
that's how head coach, hold on, I think that's how head coaches look at success. They look at it like, yo, how many of these players we got, were they ready when they got to the NBA and then did what they were supposed to, you know what I mean, pay to pretty much stay in the NBA based on how we were coaching them to develop. And I think that with the talent that he got in this draft, he's confident going into his second year. Like, I did a lot with a little. And I think
bro,
with
he
this
he can
draft, he's
Jody can
confident.
do good. He can do great, but these players still got to go out there and play the basketball game, bro.
right.
Same
Yeah.
shit
Starting the
A
about
lot
last.
of
season is
Yo,
different when you
and
don't have
a
Dennis
lot of
Schroeder and
these
Cam
rookies,
Johnson in the lineup.
more than
but this
likely,
year
a
he
lot.
got Highsmith and Mann and different other players that people thought was bad, but really might be alright, just like Schroeder.
I don't know.
But I don't think
I don't
I
see
think
it.
Man Highsmith is way different than Schroeder and Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
Like I
because
don't
you can
think
put
them
the
niggas.
ball in Schroeder's hand, which I always said that people say he was washed, and I said
Mind
he
you,
wasn't.
before Cam
But
Thomas got injured, Cam and Schroeder was the top scoring backcourt
thank you.
duo in the league.
And I
Who on
said
this
that at the
team? Who
beginning
on
of
this
last
other
year.
point guard is doing that this
But
year?
not only that, we
Yo,
starting a
I feel
rookie
like
point
anybody you
guard.
put Cam next
Right.
to has
This year
looked
we have a rookie point
great.
guard, and it's going to be different.
No, Jay. What I'm
It could have been
saying is,
Andrew Sumner,
Cam
DDJ.
was. No, Jay. What I'm saying is, Cam was balling, but Schroeder was balling too. Cam gonna get his, but who's gonna do what Schroeder was doing in the beginning of the season at the point guard on this
That's the
team?
question, LM. That's the good question right there.
It
I
might
feel
No,
not.
that.
and
It
the
might
answer
not.
is no one.
Hold
I don't
I
on.
know.
don't
I
I
could be
don't think
wrong,
that's
Hold
the
bro. I
answer.
just don't really see us
It's
doing
gonna
much
figure
this year,
itself out
bro.
the same way it did last year.
Somebody's
December
got to step
15th,
up,
folks. We'll figure it out.
but you
Well,
don't
that's
pick
what they
eighth
see.
and then
The
don't do
difference.
shit.
See the
You
difference
don't pick.
between that. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
No, I'm just saying you don't get picked eighth in the draft and don't show nothing.
This
That's
year
Yeah.
what I'm
gonna be
saying.
like
If
it
you ain't
was
putting
with
up a
Scam.
number or something, 20 points,
The,
10 points,
the,
15 points
see
every night or something.
the,
If
But
you
I
isn't
ain't
don't
doing
think.
Diego
that,
injured though?
you not showing that you deserve to be picked eighth.
But isn't Diego
No.
injured though?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, at
But
the
I don't
moment.
think. I
It's
don't
gonna be
think.
a
See,
learning curve for Diego. Diego's gonna be a rookie point guard starting in the
I don't.
NBA.
I don't think the team. I see last year's team with Dennis is different, right? The strategy of that team was the same, but the players was different. Dennis was slow. He wasn't fast. He never pushed the pace at all. You know what I'm saying? He took his time, brought the ball up. Like Trayor and Yegor. Yegor's not that fast. Trayor is lightning fast. The team is going to move different. The team already passes different. You know what I'm saying? They already. I looked at the numbers. They did pretty good as far as assists and passing just in these few games. Is pretty high. You know what I'm saying? It's not middle of the pack. It's probably like top 10, top 12 in passing in the first couple of games of preseason. So that tells you the ball is moving a lot more than what you actually think it is. And as far
Uh
as
huh.
scoring, right? As far as scoring, right, it's going to be different because, like I said, Cam is now passing the ball, and he has games when he
So
doesn't, and he just scores. And PJ has games where he passes the ball, and then he's going to have games when he doesn't. Those two are going to be the main scorers, but
right,
everybody else is going to score however they
but
score. So the scoring, as far as Dennis, you ain't gotta worry about Dennis scoring. You gotta because it's more of a team. It's gonna be more the team
Right,
scoring.
but Ice. Listen. Let me ask you this, right? So, okay, cool. Last year, our scores were Dennis, Cam J, and Cam Thomas, to say the least, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year, you could say MPJ is going to pick up that scoring slack from Cam Johnson. We still got Cam Thomas. Who the hell is going to be
Terrence
scoring them?
Mann.
Who the hell is going to be
Terrence
scoring?
Mann.
I don't know
He's
about
going to be scoring
Terrence.
like Schroeder.
It's tradable.
He gonna score.
He going to do what
I
Schroeder
thought
did
in
last
them
year.
first
He
couple
gonna score.
in them first couple games, in that first game,
Bro.
he went out there on a tear.
Bro,
And I
Schroeder was
seen him.
averaging 28,
Yeah.
29.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
he was
going to score.
scoring. He was
Yeah,
He
scoring.
going to
but
score like
but
Schroeder scored for us
MPJ
last
going to
year.
average like 20 something, and Terrence
We don't even
Mann.
know if MPJ is going to get through the season. The guy's considered
We
semi-retirement.
don't even
That's
know
He
true,
if
averages
John.
18
That's
points.
true, John.
We don't even
That's
know if
true,
Mann
No
gonna
John.
put up
facts. Like literally,
11.
this is a young roster, guys. If you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
Cam and Claxton out the equation by trade deadline, this team will not win 20 games. That's
Yeah,
My
simple.
yeah.
thing
We don't
is,
John's
even
gonna
know if
find
Mann
it.
we
putting up
had.
11. Y'all talking about he gonna put up 29 like
But
Schroeder?
can I land my plane real
I don't
quick?
Nah,
think
he,
so.
My
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
that's what I'm
hold on. Can
saying.
y'all let
Yo,
Joey
He
land
facts,
the
gonna
plane?
guys.
get a
So
lot more
just
opportunity
hold
on
on.
this team.
Hold on. I want Joey to land the plane so we can introduce
I'm gonna
DB.
land my. It's gonna be real quick, guys.
Go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
my point is like low key. Last year we had a three-way little scoring punch with Dennis, Cam Thomas, and Cam Johnson.
And that shit was
This
effective
year
too.
we really only got MPJ, Cam Thomas, and a possible.
Impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
You
that's
playing
pretty much.
and,
spades?
We really got two
hold
You
on,
possibles.
think got two on top?
Unless Diego all of a sudden turn into
Who
Jesus, I don't
hold
think
on,
we gonna get
hold
like.
on,
who on the roster is going to be putting up 20 plus consistently?
Nah, see, that's where I
Fanbo.
think nah. See, that's where I think the team points is gonna break down, right? Because if you look at how it's been going, you get nine from Saraf, right? You get 5 to 7 to whatever 11 from Danny, right? If
Right.
Danny's playing. Claxton has games where he's going to score so many points at times. So what I'm saying, Dennis's points is going to break down into team points. It's not going to be just another person scoring. It's going to be points all over the place. Like Trayor might get you 5. You know what I'm saying?
Clowney might get
Tyrese
you.
Martin might get you 7 to
Clowney
9
might
or
get you
10.
12,
Right.
What
13,
happened
14.
to
True, but
I hear you, Ice,
to leaf with the
that
winning by committee? You
Ice.
never know who gonna give you 20.
That's all cool and all, but we gotta understand role players are inconsistent. They are role players for a reason.
Not
Right.
only,
And then
not
we
only,
gotta
not only, but
Not
not
only
only that,
that,
Schroeder was the main person besides Cam Thomas. You got to remember, Schroeder was
no,
also closing
no,
out games.
not
He
not
was
exactly.
only
also closing
no.
out
Yeah,
games. Like
you're right,
he
LM.
was
At one
doing
point,
that in the beginning of the
this is a
season.
low hanging fruit, but at one point, Cam Thomas and Schroeder was the highest scoring backcourt in the NBA for
LM
us
said
Now,
last.
that.
now this is where I think that overseas basketball is different than United States ball or the NBA. Here in the NBA, players get rhythm. They get the ball, you get the rock. We know you're going to get it. That shooting gets you higher level of scoring. And what he want to do is do international ball where everybody touch the ball, which is kind of difficult in the NBA because the defense in the NBA is everywhere. It's not just one plays. It's not just like one defender is the lockdown. Or in the case you might have a specialist to get the ball out of that person's hand. You depending on everybody else to score is a lower percentage than you would if you had 3 scorers that were consistently scoring. Those numbers are consistent.
Exactly, Scott.
Those numbers are consistent. You
And
know
it's a
you're
reason
getting
for
80
that is
points out of 3 players. You know this.
because
Every night.
those scorers can get their own bucket. Most of
Right.
these
They can
guys
put the right.
that you said, oh, well, he gonna score and he gonna help out. They need somebody to set them up to score.
Right.
They can't go out there and create their own.
Like
offense,
Cam can
most of
go
them.
into the paint and get his. He can get his. He don't need he get that one high pick and that's it. He's
But
off to
that's
the
not what
races.
they want him to do anyway.
Right.
They don't
He
want
gonna,
that.
but he's that type of player. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that.
But what
That's
I'm
why,
saying
that's
is
why I
the
don't
game,
understand
the game
why
plan is not,
why
but the
y'all
game
shitting
plan
on
is not going to
somebody
be
with
made
a
around
skill
people
level
like that
that.
though. Anyway, Like they're
Rather
not just
divided
giving you
in.
time to go out there and get a bucket. They want to run mad plays. They want to run fast. They want to have 2-second offense. They don't want to give the ball to one person and let them work and let them go get a bucket.
Yeah,
Right,
but
that's what
that's
Jordy wants.
Regardless
that's
of
what he
it
I don't
being
think.
wants.
divided,
See, here's the thing, though.
regardless of
I don't think they like, yo, Cam Thomas. We don't want you to score the ball, and we don't want you to get a
No,
lot of
they tell
points.
it.
The
They
thing is,
told
they
him
want
they
Cam
don't want him to
Thomas to
dribble.
score within the flow of the offense.
Right.
Right.
Don't be taking the ball, dribbling it for fucking the air out of the motherfucker, trying to get a bucket. Move
Other
the
words, don't do
ball.
ISO, right?
Now, if Cam Thomas
Try to
is
limit the
if Cam
ISO.
Thomas is getting 30, 40 points within the flow
If
of the
you
offense,
know when
within the
he's
flow of the
hot,
game, I don't think Jordy has a problem with that.
no, he got to let him flow. He
Yeah, but
has to
that's what
let
I'm
him
saying.
flow.
It's never going to be a time where it's like, hey, just go get us a bucket. Like the whole
I
team
mean,
is
it
going to be
was the only
scoring
team,
through the
the
flow of
only
the offense,
the
But
only
hold
time
on a
it would
second.
be like the only time it would be
He ain't
like
won
that
that
late
is
in the
since.
if
shot clock.
the only time it would be like
Well,
that is not even that, but if Cam is hot, you got a point guard in
You got to
Gabriel
put him in
that's
there.
gonna get him the ball.
You
That's
got
but
to
gonna
get
now,
him the
hold
ball.
he's
but
hot.
hold on,
Let him cook.
but right, but just to add to LM's point is the PNR. If they could get Cam Thomas to run the PNR way, you watch the last in those Suns games. He get the ball above the 3-point line. He take like one or two dribbles and he under the 3-point line trying to get paint touches. That's another thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about because I seen they was talking about how the teams score more when players get paint touches. The more paint touches, the better. So
Got to
not
get to
just
the paint like an artist.
Yeah.
yeah, man, not just
Yeah.
Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of the players that get paint touches. You know what I mean?
That's a skill you don't teach.
I mean, you
That's
get
something
you
you
get in the
have.
paint, you breaking the defense down.
Right.
Wolf could
That's
Defensive
something
do
you
that.
have.
Who?
Wolf could do
Wolf.
it individually.
Oh
The
yeah.
only
Wolf.
the only problem with that is to Ice's point. Yes, it's going to be divided into team points, but you talking about majority of the reason why we was even in games was because Schroeder and Cam Thomas gave us consistent scoring.
Right.
And
You
Exactly.
need
who
you
there's nobody on the team besides Cam Thomas and probably MPJ
It's giving us
that
that.
is going to give us that at least 19. If Cam's averaging 26,
That was
27,
my
cool.
point.
Can I ask a question? One
MPJ
question. Yo,
averaging
LM.
every MPJ averaging what 20, 21. Cam's
Before the
averaging
season
27.
started, last year, how many people said, "Yo, Schroeder is gonna go out there and bust ass. He gonna go out there and give us the same shit Cam Thomas be giving us." He
Nah,
gonna
I
who
didn't.
said that?
He probably should have been
I
traded
don't.
before we played a game
I
last
didn't
I
even
don't
season.
think
think it
Nobody
was.
said
I don't
that.
wait.
That came
Let
out of
me.
nowhere.
I don't
bro.
think. I don't think.
It's
I
gonna
don't
come
think
out of
nobody.
nowhere again this year.
I
Is
don't
all
think
I'm saying.
nobody. I don't think nobody projected Schroeder to have the start that he has. But at the same time, Schroeder is 31 in the vet. He
We knew
knows the
he had
game.
the
He's
skills
been
though.
here. He has
Yo,
the skill set to do
yo,
that.
everybody,
You know,
well, 90% of this panel was predicting us to be the worst team in the league before the season started. Nobody had nothing good to say.
Well, the
I
But it
league,
was
nah,
did.
the
trash.
nah.
league,
But
I
wait,
did.
wait, Jay,
And
Hey,
Jay, it was
wait,
Sky
wait,
said
trash.
it.
wait.
Wait, wait.
Y'all
That was
keep
a
forgetting.
plan
I
to be a
said
bad
that
I
the.
team.
said Breeze, Scott, and me.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay,
true.
yeah.
I
Jay.
mean,
Yeah,
Jay,
Jay.
I could be wrong, bro. I'm just predicting based off of what I see on the team. Like I said, I
That
mean,
got
I feel
yeah,
like
mediocre
y'all
like
just gonna be
announcing.
surprised again. That's all I'm saying.
we gonna
Yeah,
see.
yeah, we want mediocre.
But y'all gonna.
I
But
want
you're
to
gonna
see who
get.
putting up
But
No, I
28
don't
on
what
the
want
I'm
team
that.
saying
besides
is,
Cam.
what
Nah,
I
yeah,
don't
You
want.
want dead.
What
You
I
want it to
don't
be
want the
dead
fans
last bunch
as
of
no.
as
trash
fans of
ass.
this
We need a
team,
franchise player, Jay, to be a
as
serious
a
team if you
as a
actually want to
fan of
win.
this team,
Yeah, that's exactly what we need,
as a
John. You're
fan of
100
this
percent right.
team, and I
No,
know
this
y'all
Celtics.
fans too because y'all come here often. Y'all will want us to win games. I don't know what you want because the
Yo, I
league
told
don't
John
care.
already.
They don't
John,
That's
care
you
not the.
want
about the
clear
That's
Nets
not
play?
winning
the.
Come with me to
anything.
every game,
Their
John. Let me see
money,
you at
their
every game
money.
losing.
This
And
Winning
international
starts
team,
next summer after
so
the
pull
draft. We
up.
start
So
winning.
pull
Winning
up.
starts next
Pull
summer.
up.
this
Yeah,
Pull
okay,
up.
Joe,
international
you pull
team
up.
is like the
I'll be
Knicks.
up. I'll be there. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
The
there.
Knicks
Pull
had
up.
a terrible team for 10 years and they sold every ticket. They sold every ticket to the NBA. They don't
God, you got to
care
use
if you win in
context.
a
In New
title.
York for
They don't
years,
care. They don't
they
care
have a
about that.
they have a loyal fan. I don't like
Right,
them, but
we
they have
do
a loyal
too.
fan
The
We
base.
Knicks
do
is a
They've been
hub
too.
team. It's not.
the
It's
We
not
have
the
Knicks
an
has
same
been
way
I
there
every
international
for
year.
I
team.
challenge
years.
all of the takers to
You
pull
go
up to a game
overseas, you
last
see
year. The only
Brooklyn
one that pulled up
jerseys.
was Leaf.
Right,
Literally.
but Scott, the Knicks has been in New York since
Yeah, I'm talking
1976
about
years. They
overseas.
have
Overseas.
they have.
Well, if
That's
you look
true,
at the
but of
money
course they're
revenue,
going
if
to
you look
show
at
up
the
to the
money
game.
revenue, the Nets are doing well for the league. league. The Nets are doing
That
well.
don't they might have
They don't
different
care if we
plans.
lose.
It don't matter about the where the
They don't.
market is at. They
Yes, it
have different
does.
plans.
It
No,
does.
no,
It
do
does.
not.
I mean, it doesn't matter to the players.
The
Yes,
Lakers
we
tank
as
for
our
Lonzo.
fans, all the fans,
The Lakers
we
tank
don't
for
look at it.
Lonzo. The Lakers tank for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah,
I
They
but
don't
I
not
know
tanking
mean,
though. I
here.
think
I
most of
mean
most
that's
of
for
our
the
fans
team. But I'm talking
I think
about as
Brooklyn
far as
Nets
the
fans are
league is
pretty
concerned, they couldn't
smart.
care less if you get the number one pick or not.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, facts.
In terms of the number one, I think number one, they definitely have a
Oh,
team in
they
place
fucking
that I
care.
feel in terms of they
I
care.
bet you. I bet you
And
if we
this
end up
and
in the
this
lot.
draft
I
was the
bet you if
main
we end up.
showing of they
I
care.
bet you if we end up in the lottery and that ping pong ball, they say number one, the Brooklyn Nets. Sean Marks gonna have a big ass grin on his fucking face.
Oh
Yo,
no, he
yeah, he's gonna
cares.
say I got
Definitely
lucky
Man, they
care.
was
again.
high fiving and shit over
He
number 8.
he ain't he ain't gonna be
Nah, they
putting
was
his
high five because they got Yago. They wasn't
he
high
ain't gonna
five
be
because they
putting
got
his
number
head
8.
down on the table.
Well, that's their man, Diego. They wanted
Yeah,
Diego. I
that's why they
want
was
it.
high five, and it wasn't because they got the number 8 pick. You saw their
And
faces at the table.
you got
Niggas
one of
was
the largest
devastated.
Russian populations in Brooklyn in the United States. It works
Half of the niggas didn't even know who
wonders
Yago
for
was,
Brooklyn. That
except the
work.
people
Yes,
who
they
really
do.
was playing.
How
Bro,
Yo,
much you want to
yo,
make a
No,
bet
it
that
somebody,
wasn't.
they
No,
gonna
they did
start
not.
the
learning?
energy at
wait,
that
Scott,
How much you
draft
want to
Scott.
make a
was
bet they're gonna
crazy.
start
No,
learning?
wait, Scott. Somebody literally at the draft said, "Who that?" Like literally,
Yeah,
somebody said
but
that on
John,
the show.
they can market. You know how marketing works.
Well, I understand
They
why we're doing it. We talked about the demographics, what that's all about. I think Yegor is going to be a good compliment, but you need a franchise guy. You can't
We
just have
not
guys
ready,
that tank
man.
to be franchise guys.
I
That's not
don't
how
it's a
you
care if
play
difference
he's
good
ready.
between
basketball.
it's a
People
difference
don't
between
care.
God.
Like I
It's a
know, I
difference
know
between
some people
marketing
here
We
want
are
him
somebody.
to tank players
fans.
or
We are
superstars, but
fans.
you need
We are
the elite
It's
fans.
talent.
it's a difference between marketing somebody like Yegor and marketing someone like Cooper Flag. It is a huge
They don't.
difference.
Yeah, but
Most
they don't
definitely,
know
most
Cooper
definitely.
It's a
Flag.
huge difference as
They
opposed to a number one pick or even Dylan Harper. If you don't want to use number one, it's a huge difference. But Yegor, yes, you can market him. I'm not saying that you can't, but it cannot be at this point in time where he's at eighth pick. That's not how it works. If he works to the point where you're seeing progression from him, and he's like, oh shit, he might can be the franchise player. That's when you pour into the marketing, because now you got somebody that's putting in work, and he's turning into something nobody expected. That's when you put in the marketing. That's when you be like, oh, we got our guy right here. Let's surround him with talent. Let's
Yo,
get some players going.
LM, if
Yo,
we had
hold
Harper, I
on,
don't
hold on.
think we'd
Time
have
out, chat,
9 guards on this
Hold
team if we
on,
drafted
hold,
Harper.
If
hold
we
on,
had
y'all.
Harper,
Forever.
Gabriel, no one would even be
Hold
here.
on. Hold on, y'all.
Exactly.
Hold on, y'all. Let me go to Easy because Easy been on the panel for about 20 minutes.
What's
I've
the
been
word?
trying to
He's
introduce him. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to
Yo,
at least say what's up, Easy. You ain't seen you on the panel in a
Chop
minute.
cheese ease.
Welcome
What's
back.
up?
You know what I
yo,
mean?
Chop Cheese Ease is wild.
Chop cheese ease.
Yo, new
yo,
nickname,
yo,
bro.
yo,
Yeah,
yo,
Easy.
I'm
Chop.
Let's
hot.
go. Let's go, Easy.
Yo, I'm hot. My mic good. I'm hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you good,
yeah.
bro.
Check.
You good. You good.
Nah, you good, you good.
What's the word, yo? What's the word, yo? What's going on?
No,
Number
we just
one.
talk about. There was an article about Danny Wolf. They call him Baby Jokic. He the steal of the draft. It's Cam Thomas' birthday, so you know I played some highlights. But
I'm gonna
that's
leave that
it,
alone.
man. Good to
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yo,
Yo,
niggas ain't even say happy birthday, Cam. That's crazy.
Word, like
What? Yo, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that
It's
alone.
Cam Thomas Appreciation Day. You gonna do that?
oh man, I already
Yo,
said happy
dogs, yo,
birthday.
dogs. I'm
It's
gonna
Cam
leave that
Thomas'
alone.
birthday. It's really his birthday.
I did not come here to start no shit. I did not come here to start no shit. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that all the way alone. Um, First thing first. A nigga like me never eating the cheese. You feel me? I'll die before I touch a piece of cheese right there. So that's number one for me right there. That's number one and number two and
No
number
cheese
three
ease.
and number four and number five. I'm dying before I touch the cheese. Other than that though, I pulled up just to see how y'all doing, man. I've been tapping in, here and there and shit. I've been hearing, sometimes I've been hearing y'all chopped up and shit. And I just want to say, like, yo, some of y'all have been getting better in your basketball talk. Y'all seen the game a little bit more. Y'all seen some intricacies and nuances in the game. And I want to just come in and show love to the niggas that's getting better. But at the same time, there's some
Thank
niggas
you,
that's
man. Thank you.
regressing
I appreciate
hor-
that, man. Appreciate that.
translation, y'all been
yo,
getting your knowledge
there's some
up.
niggas that regress horribly. There's some niggas that regressed horribly. They not even talking about the game how they used to talk it. Now they just
Put a
saying
name
shit
on
because
it,
it's the
East.
first thought that came to their mind. So I just want to show love and
I,
just
I, wa-
give
I
that
was
type of
hoping he was gonna put some names on it.
You
He
gonna put a
talking
name on
mad,
it, East?
mad,
Like
mad
who? Call him
anonymously.
out.
Hey,
Right.
name, hey, Ease, man, you got to put a name on that bullet, man.
Right,
Nah,
because
I
you're
Yeah,
gonna be
don't
word.
talking
know.
shit,
Call him
I
talking
don't
out.
know
shit.
no shit, Joe.
Nothing
The
wrong with
suspense.
constructive criticism. Ain't nothing wrong with constructive criticism.
Nah,
Exactly.
cause that's going
Depends on
yo,
who can
that's
handle
going
it.
yo, Ella, you already know how it goes. That's gonna start shit. I say two words and all of a sudden niggas gonna cut me off. I let niggas go for a whole 25 minutes. I was like, damn,
Nah,
my
that's
nigga, I think
facts.
he
I
getting
gotta
nervous.
let Easy finish his soliloquy, man.
But I just want to show love. If anything, I'll show love to the people that I feel like are better. Matter of fact, to be real specific, I forgot which live y'all did, but it was a live when Jay was basically going 1v5 against all y'all talking about you don't need a vet on the team. Jay should have won that fucking debate hands down against all five of y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. So I mean shit like that made me feel better. Like,
That's
all right,
debatable.
Mm.
That's
because
debatable.
before Jay wouldn't have that kind of opinion and have that those kind of points to put on the topic. But now I hear my nigga and I'm like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. And he's still in his nuts.
Nah.
1v5, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So,
What
it's
was
shit
the
like that.
debate? We didn't need any vets on the team, or was it the debate was that we need to prioritize the rookies and
The
not the vets?
the debate was, if I'm not mistaken, you should prioritize the rookies over the vets. But Jay point
Yes.
was you need vets to show these young kids how to be professional, how to run the game. And I completely 1000% agree with him. How do you know how to attack a coverage if you don't know what the coverage is? You're not gonna
I'm
look at your coach all
50-50
the
on
time
that.
to know how to
That's what
attack
you
a
got your
coverage.
coaches for, man.
That's what we got Tyrese Martin, Zaire
Wait.
Williams,
Hold
and
on, hold on,
Daron
Coaches
hold
can't
for,
be
on,
on the
bro.
hold
floor
on,
with you though.
hold on,
Coaches
real
not on the
quick.
floor with you.
Hold on, real quick. Let me just put this example out there. Chris Finch is a great defensive coach. Within the playoff series, you can hear Anthony Edwards multiple times saying he goes to Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo to how to scheme for a defense and how to attack it. I don't know how much else you want, my nigga. I could keep on going on and on, but
Ant
that's the
is a
best
great
advice I can
communicator
give.
though, Easy. That's the difference. Ant is
So
gonna
what's the
call that out
difference?
because he's. I think it's because Ant just has the lead. I think a lot of what you're saying is correct. I ain't disagreeing. I agree 100%. But I think a lot of the times those are traits, and those traits are leadership traits. If you on the court, yo, Rudy not doing something, Ant's gonna call that out. Yo, why you not rotating? Yo,
No.
such and such.
Ellen, I'm
If
saying that.
Finch ain't seeing it,
I mean,
then
I would hope he
But
would go to a
Ellen, I'm saying
defensive
the
player of the
opposite though,
year
bro.
for some advice on the
Real
floor,
quick,
but
I'm saying the
that's
opposite because
that's true
you can
too.
wait real quick. You can even take Rudy name off of it because really Anthony be asking Dante for advice about defensive coverage because he be on the perimeter. If anything, Ant really asks Rudy for the help side when he's on the block or he's on the mid post or in within the 2 point range or in the wings
Right,
too, but or near the
right.
baseline. But my point is it's really the opposite. It's not Ant being vocal to Rudy. It's the vets being vocal to Ant and seeing him make a mistake and correcting it to show him how he could attack a coverage and think about the game a little bit more. So now you know how to attack a coverage from this guy standpoint. But now when you keep on playing that coverage and playing the game, now you develop a how do you want to attack the coverage in your way and your how. You don't get that jump if you don't get that vet to come in your ear and be like, yo, young blood,
can
stop forcing your way
I,
into 1v4. Kick the
But look
ball
at
out
the
to
hey
the
vet they
Ease,
guy.
got him
can I say
Minnesota
something
though,
real
And
quick?
East. As compared to
So
hold
can
on,
our
we
real
vet.
quick,
hold on
real quick.
real quick? I just want to reply
Can
to
I get
that.
it off?
Hold up.
Let me get it off real quick.
Okay.
If you charge it in the paint and you trying to create an opening for your teammate, but you see 1v4, kick it out from the kick it out to the nigga at the nail or at the top of the key. If you feel like you're getting doubled before the double come, kick it out to your guy. Learn how to readjust and reset your offense. Things like that just don't come from your coaches telling you that. You need a vet and you need camaraderie and
Hell no.
chemistry on the court to do that. So you're not gonna know how to reposition and recatch the ball every time. The coach is not going to tell you that. You need to get on the court, get with your vets, get with your teammates, and learn that shit. Like, for example, back in the 2000, Shaq will get the ball in the post, the double damn near come. He kicked the ball right back out, make them go back. You don't you learn that in time. More times than not, young players they'll get the ball. The minute they get the ball from the post, they try to go quick. They get hit with the double team right, a smack right in their face. Bro, you learn the game as you keep on playing, and I think vets are essential to that point. They'll teach you things before you even know about it. So I mean, it's
Look at
just
our vets though,
I,
Eve.
I can agree. I can agree. We can agree to disagree with that. I think personally, you learn through on the job training. That's how you fucking learn. Being on the
I'm not saying
floor,
that's wrong either.
going through the fucking fire, doing it
I,
yourself.
I think I think
Right,
you're right,
Joey.
right?
Right.
That's how
No,
you
I
learn.
I
agree
think
with
both of
you.
y'all
Now,
Wait,
right.
can I
I
say
hold
think
on.
something?
both of y'all
I,
right.
I think he
I'm not
right.
finished. Let
Like
me.
for a real job, right? If a real job, like if you learning on the job training, is better when you got a veteran there teaching you the shit than if you and two rookies is just out there on the job trying to figure it out by yourself. But go ahead.
But you could get a top pick at the end of the day.
But at the same time, I think two
I
things
just.
could be
But
true at
but
the
my
same
thing
time.
is when you're. It all depends on where your team is at, right? Like, yeah, if you got vets and y'all trying to win, and you got a mixture of rookies and vets, and y'all competing for something, yes. But when you're a developing team, right? You're a young team. You need to put these young boys through the fire. You learn through on the job training. You learn through your mistakes.
Yeah,
That's more
yeah.
important
We
to
we just
me.
we gotta agree to disagree, like you
Yeah,
said,
we
because
we
there's
could
I,
some.
we could agree to
I
disagree.
mean,
That
I
but
think
for
it could
me
be a mixture
personally, I
of
don't.
both. I don't think it gotta be
For,
either
No,
or.
yeah,
but
like
see,
for
that's
me
what I'm
personally, I
for.
don't.
I'm for the mixture. You can't just throw five rookies out there and say, go ahead, fuck up. Like, you got to have people in there. Like, you going to have them on the floor. They're going to get their spots, but you got to have vets there with them, helping
Real
them
quick,
do
They
that
got
but
So
Tyrese
shit.
for
but
Martin.
example,
but
Joey's
real
be
but
quick.
but
fine.
that
so
But
but
quick
that
Tyrese,
example, right? So quick
but
example,
Jay,
right?
these niggas.
Like I
But
just said,
listen,
like on
One
a
mic,
real
y'all.
job,
these
like
niggas
on a
One,
real.
have coaches.
one,
Real quick.
They
one
have
mic, y'all.
coaches,
I
and they
know they
watch
do, but the
tape,
coach is not on the floor. The
and
coach is
they
not in
watch
battle
tape.
with you.
Real quick. Real quick. One thing I want to address with y'all because I'm trying to tap it in there. For some reason, y'all making strategies that's one way gung ho. In the NBA, there's multiple ways to skin a cat, but at the same
That's for
time,
sure.
Sure
you
enough.
cannot just have one strategy and stick gun hole to that strategy. Like you can't implement other things on the side or have a mixture of other things happen at the same time. Yeah, I completely understand, Joey. Throw the rookies into the fire, but at the same time, you can have a older guy that could be a great locker room presence and show these young guys how to be professional. Yeah,
That's
you
what
could
I'm
have a
saying.
coaching staff that's mainly built for defense, but you could throw somebody in the coaching staff that could connect to the players on offense so you could get them situated in the offensive sets and roles. I don't think it has to be one thing that like because
Yo,
No,
people
no,
say,
level
oh
spelled backwards
I
is
think y'all
level. It's
you
all
could
confusing
about
it
win
when we
games
say.
balance,
and
man.
try to
I
get a
think y'all
number one
confusing
pick
it
at the
when we
same
saying we
time.
don't
Like
need no veterans. I'm not saying we don't need no veterans. What I'm saying is, yes, we do need veterans. That's common sense.
But
But I still think we need to prioritize the rookies
and I'm
because
saying that the
exactly.
we
vets
are
are
in
instrumental
a
in
re
prioritizing
We
the
got
rookies.
Tyrese Martin. There's your vet. I mean, the other guys are expendable
Y'all,
at this
hold
the
on,
point.
y'all, hold on.
the
Y'all
rookies should
really
be
saying the
getting the
same,
majority of the playing time.
right? Y'all really saying the same thing. In terms of vets, the only question, and this is why I posed the question, what vets? In terms of what you saying, East about what Ant do in Minnesota, he got Conley. Conley been through the ringer. He's a top tier. You may not be the point guard of all point guards, but he has a high level IQ. He can talk to
right.
Ant about things like, yo, look at what you're doing, look at what you're not doing. Who on our team, in terms of the point guards, in terms of Diego, in terms of Nolan, in terms of Surratt, we don't got a Chris Paul or whoever on the team that can be like, yo, Diego, look what you're doing wrong. Why you
No
not?
shit.
We don't got those
I mean,
vets.
Right.
So
Right.
LM,
it's kind of tough for them
No
to you
shit.
go.
wait,
They gonna
wait,
have to learn by themselves, really.
real quick.
Well, just keep
I hear your
Tyrese and
point.
Zaire. There's your vets. I
Real
mean,
quick,
what do
LM.
you
I
want?
hear your point, and it's a good point. If you don't have a point guard to show you point guard duties, it's going to be hard for a point guard to learn point guard duties from a person that's a center. But knowledge doesn't have to come from this one position, though. There's plenty of times there was vets on the team that played center but gave advice to a shooting guard. So I'm not exactly looking for like somebody on this team to show somebody how to be a point guard. I'm looking for a vet to show people the intricacies of the game. Yeah, when you get the ball and you dribble to the 3 point corner, two guys are gonna curve verge on you. You're gonna get trapped in there, and the third and the three and the out of bounds is gonna be the help defender, the third defender. You don't
It's
want to get caught right there.
can
Throw the
can
ball
can,
back
can I
out.
say
Don't
that?
dribble. But real quick, but
That's
that's the
true.
Okay, go
things
ahead.
I'm looking for. Like if you want to look for point guard things, a center or like a guard could give you those advice tips. But I hear your point, but I think knowledge could come from
I
anywhere. It doesn't have to be just one position.
I just wanted to say this real quick. I think we underestimating, right? Now I get it. The veterans, they help the young boys along, but I think we underestimating these niggas watch film, bro. Like they watch film, they practice, they get feedback. Like
Yo,
what part
Yeah,
of
but
them is
But
you
wrong?
either
hold on.
have it or don't have it, man.
But
it's
nah, but
gonna be.
hold on.
It's
Not everybody
difficult.
don't know how to
It's
watch film.
Hold
difficult.
on.
Everybody don't know how
It's
to
Hold on,
watch
y'all.
difficult without being
Hold
on the
on.
floor.
Hold on. Terrell Davis in the comments, he said, vets who have been accomplished but are at the end of their careers but can still play as a role player off the bench are good for rebuilding situations. Example, Vince Carter in Atlanta. How
Yeah,
y'all feel about that?
I mean, besides MPJ, no guys are at the end of their careers right now on this team as a vet.
yeah.
We keep it
That's true
100.
too. That's true too. We don't got nobody. And to be fair, MPJ, Terrence Mann, and Claxton as your vets. I mean,
Yeah,
That's
they
disgusting.
seen a they
That's
seen a
ex-
lot.
That's
that's
disgusting.
They
expendable
seen a lot.
pieces at the end. That's expendable pieces at the end. If you want
You
to talk about
seen
vets,
a
keep
lot in
Tyrese
4
Martin and
years.
Zaire. If
In
you want
4 years,
vets.
you've
Yeah,
seen a
so you
lot.
I mean, really
you
they not a
have,
vet.
but I
Really, those
mean,
guys are
Because your
I mean,
NBA career is not no
I mean,
20 years like
you could
LeBron.
call them
That's not
vets for our
normal.
team, but are they really vets? You could
That's
call
not
them vets for our
normal.
team, though.
They're like middle tier vets. They're not vet vets. They're middle
Yeah,
tier
they
vets.
vets. They paying union dues
They
as
not they not
vets.
I'm
how
gonna be honest. The only
I
I, I
mean,
mean, I
reason,
mean,
Terrence
I
Mann is
mean,
what, 28?
They
they
got
yeah,
not
the
union
oldest
dudes,
motherfucker
He's
I
Fat.
think like
fat.
Guy
29,
said they
yo.
got union
they
dudes.
not
Yeah, like, come on now.
they
I,
not Ed
I don't think
Davis.
Terrence Mann is that close to a vet. Like,
Isn't
They
he
they
They
not
are
29?
they not
That's
vets
like the
Ed
now.
oldest
Davis and
guy,
Vince
yo.
Carter and Haslam.
Oh well,
he the
we
oldest
can
guy,
I'm gonna
but
be honest.
we can say
Terrence Mann got
that.
experience, but it's not like Terrence Mann is some CP3 type vet. He's
Man,
still
he's a
type young.
baby, yo. He's still
I
a
Right.
mean, you
baby.
could.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
Ella,
He's still type young.
that's my point.
But
Yo,
but
he's a
That's my
but
point
baby.
right
like
I'm
there.
I
like
just want
40 or 40 year old compared to 40, 50-year old people and shit. He's like
I
baby.
just want to
Real
still
quick.
clarify this, guys. I'm not saying that I don't want vets on this team. I'm not saying that I don't want vets to play. What I'm
No,
saying is,
I know your point,
Yeah,
Joey. I
you
know your
know.
point.
yeah,
Yeah, we know.
I
Yeah.
think the young boys should get prioritized because
They
they
should get
need to grow up
run. That's
fast.
what you're saying every day.
Joey, you should name the vets that you do want to keep, like Tyrese Martin, Zaire, Dayron. Those are vets that are not going to hurt your tank, but they'll help the young guys.
How
Whereas the
you?
other vets making extra
Tariq
money,
Martin might
those are the
be
ones that are the
fire.
pieces you want to get off the team,
But
Joey.
look at who
Tariq
you
Martin.
name.
That's what you
Look who
keep
you named,
arguing
John.
about.
Dayron as a vet, he's 22. Like, I get it. He's been on the team longer, so I get what
Right,
you're
right.
saying. But like, 22 years old as a vet. Cam
Yeah,
Thomas
but
ain't
Wait,
Hey,
hold
24
on,
I
hold on.
mean,
as
Let
a
me
I mean
say
vet.
that's the
this. Can I
situation
say
you're in
this?
right now, LM.
Real
Unless you
quick.
want guys like MPJ and man to steal the minutes from the
well,
young guys,
you
because
can't
that's what
look
they're
at
doing.
you can't look at the
Uh,
age. You got to look at how much time they ran on that court. How much
can I
Exactly.
time
say
did
this,
they
please?
run?
But you have, I get what you're saying. But at the same time, Dayron hasn't had a long career either. He's
No,
Exactly.
only
no,
been in the
no.
league
I'm not
4 years.
saying.
Dayron's
Same thing
still a
with
I'm not
Cam
baby
saying.
Thomas.
himself.
I'm not. Well, I mean, this got a lot to
They
do with
on
how
sharp
much
IQ.
time you spend
IQ is
on
Of
pretty
court.
course,
low though.
they've been through the ringer. They've
Pretty
seen.
low.
I'm not disputing that. They've seen stuff. So of course they can put information and
Out
knowledge on
there.
They
game go
haven't
and
been
Right,
through
knowledge
the
that they
right,
have.
ringer.
But
right.
I
really been
can't give
through
Dayron the
anything.
tank. I can't give
Well,
Well,
Dayron the
I
they've
tank
mean,
away,
been.
man.
I
I
mean,
mean, you
Dayron's
know.
been through a lot, LM. If we want to
Yeah,
talk
I
about his
mean,
career, this guy's been
I
through
mean,
injuries. He's
they
had
were
the
there
highs, the
when
lows.
Kyrie
He's been through
and
it
them
all.
was there. I mean,
I
they've
mean,
Yeah.
seen.
Can
I
I ask
guess
this
you could say
question?
he's a vet based off of the age group of our team, but Dayron ain't no vet to me.
Can I
And
ask this
Tyrese
question real
Martin
quick?
is a good vet because yes, he's 26, but he's getting a lot of respect from his peers. That's the reason why he still has a
Can I
spot
ask
on
this
his team.
question,
He's
please?
gotten the most praise from these guys on the team, the young guys who say, "Look at Tyrese, ultra, professional. Like he
Yeah,
could be
but
the vet you're looking
Tyrese
for."
ain't really no vet. He's just a late bloomer.
Yeah, but he's a
Can I
guy
ask this
you
question?
could keep on a cheap contract to be a vet,
Yeah,
Joey, as opposed
yeah,
to
yeah.
I
I
don't know
MPJ
get. I
what
making
y'all
get
$38
that.
define
million
as a
Yeah,
vet
dollars to
now.
be a
I don't
vet on
really
your
look at
I
him
team.
don't
as
know
no
what y'all
vet.
define as a
Yo,
I
none
vet.
of
don't.
this
I
shit is
don't.
gonna matter when we draft AJ DeBonster or Darren Peterson.
Stop
None
putting
of this
your
Or
shit is
Nate
gonna
eggs in
matter.
Ahmad
one
or
Ah
basket.
man,
Beasley.
I'm
None of this shit is gonna matter, my
Or
guys.
Tunde
Can I ask
None
a
of this shit is gonna
question?
Yasafu.
matter.
I would throw Tunde Yasafu up there too.
Can I ask
Who?
this
Oh,
question?
I'm just
AJ,
saying it's
Boozer?
like a
Yeah,
20-year
Boozer.
Simple
old
question.
teaching the. It's like, oh, go ahead, Eve.
Can I ask this question? I've been trying to ask this question for 20. Yo, I'm telling y'all niggas, all right. Yo, so what is a vet in the NBA?
Yeah, what is a vet? That's a
A
good
Guy's
vet
been
question.
to
around
me
a
is
while.
someone who, to a vet to me, to put it simply, in terms of players, a vet is CP3. A vet is
Well, CP3
just
is
niggas LeBron. A vet is
Bro,
To
AD
me, a
or
Hall of
something
Fame
like I
nigga.
don't know.
to me,
You don't
Like
got to be in the
can I
Hall of
answer?
Fame to be a
No
vet.
A
examples.
vet to
No
me,
I'm
nah.
not
examples.
saying
No
to me it's not Hall of Fame. I'm just
You just
saying a
named
vet
Hall
to
of
me
Fame
is
niggas.
How
no.
many years
no.
Can I say this?
somebody
Can I
has
say
to
this,
Let,
bro?
play
let
before
me
they
let
be
me
a
In order
vet?
explain.
to
I'm
me
talking
to be
about. Oh, go
a
ahead.
vet, you
Go
got to
ahead.
at least be on your second contract. You got to at least have at least 6+ years in the league. You ain't no fucking vet.
Well, these
At
guys,
least
well,
eight.
we
At
got
least
vets
eight
on our
years in the
team.
league.
It
Then
might
Oh,
even say
okay.
eight,
If
8 to
if
10.
y'all don't want to say 8 to
We got
10,
vets on our
oh.
team. We got vets on our team. If you
My
look at
thing
it
is,
that way.
Yeah, what if you're
if you looking
shitty
at it,
vet though?
if you looking at it, technically yes, but in terms of what they have accomplished, it's not
Oh well,
really vets. They
all right.
still young.
Yeah, yeah,
Realistically,
That's my
yeah.
thing.
But
they're
That's
that
my
still
young
thing.
ain't got
young.
nothing to
Niggas,
do with
niggas, hold
being
on,
a
hold on.
vet.
Niggas
To
is saying
me,
Cam
eight.
Thomas is a vet, but
Hold on.
what is Cam Thomas really gonna?
Let me just say this real quick.
24 years old.
Niggas is
I
saying
understand that.
hold on real quick. Niggas is saying Cam Thomas and Dayron is still vets, but they still fighting the stamp they place in this league. How you calling them vets?
Exactly.
Well, Dayron
Like,
signed a contract.
I
Wait,
agree,
Dayron actually
Joey.
signed a
I
2-year
agree.
contract.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
like
Right,
a
but
but
good
they
ass
still trying to
And
contract.
figure
keep
Dayron
up
out.
is
on
They
it.
still
Dayron
trying to
been in the
figure
league
out their
That's a
4
good
growth
ass
years.
contract.
themselves. They still trying to figure out who they are as players themselves. And
I
we talking
think
about
they
these
know
niggas as
who they
vets.
are. I think it's just
Cam Thomas
that's
still got a
got
lot of
something.
growing to do.
Cam
Same thing with
Thomas got a
Dayron.
lot.
Yeah, but
Cam
LM, we could
Cam
sign
Thomas.
vets next summer. We're gonna have cap space next summer. So you want to get those type of vets next summer makes sense. Right now, we're trying to get a franchise guy, and having vets take away the young guys' minutes, it's not a recipe for success long term. We learned it last year when you
I
play
wish
the
I could
vets over the young
hibernate
guys.
until the draft night. That's how I
Like
feel like.
literally, we're literally gonna
Can I ask
repeat the
this other
same thing
question?
if these vets play more minutes than the young guys. We're literally
Let,
gonna repeat last year if that's what
let me
I
ask
happens.
don't
this
think it's
question.
gonna
Let me ask this
matter.
question
Me
real quick. Real
personally.
quick.
Nigga
Let
said
me just ask this
MPJ
question
got a
real quick.
ring. How he not a
Oh, hold
vet?
on. Let easy go, yo.
Let me
Who
just
said
Yeah,
ask this
MPJ
question real
wasn't a
quick.
vet?
Real quick. Let me just set it up real quick. It's only going to take 2 minutes. Real quick. The Clippers team right now, they're probably one of the oldest teams in the league right now. They got all people that have been in the league for
that's
10
a
plus years.
geriatric
Brooke
ward,
Lopez,
bro.
Bradley Beal, whatever. It is what it is. Clippers. All right. If I take MPJ off this team right now and put him on the Clippers, would he be considered a vet or a young guy?
I think he'd be a mid-tier player. I don't think he's neither. I don't think he's a young player, and I don't think he's a vet. I think he's
Oh,
right
Who,
in the middle.
MPJ? How many seasons he
MPJ
played?
is he's a vet.
Compared
He's a
compared to the players
MPJ got to
on
be a
the
vet.
Clippers.
well,
Yeah,
given the
but
fact.
it's not about comparing the players to the Clippers. If he
It's
go
yeah.
there, they
That's
all
see
How many
that's the
vets.
years has
problem.
They
MPJ
Y'all
all
played
vets
there?
comparing
I'll
over
take
there.
that
It's
back.
age
mad vets
and
over there.
here and there.
How many years has he played in the league? MPJ. Anybody know?
6 or 7,
What
I think.
6
7.
probably?
Seven,
Yeah.
seven.
I mean, his back injury made him age a lot more than what he
Oh
is right
shit.
now. If you want to
I
keep it
mean,
100.
Technically, he would be the youngest player on the team. But realistically, I mean, look at the players that they got. Most of them niggas has spent years in the league
fucking
at this point.
geriatric fucking more hospital
But
over
that's
there.
a vet. But that's a vet
Yo,
team right there,
Joey, we
Yeah,
though.
their
became the
whole
But that's
team
Brooklyn
is
isn't that
Ward,
vets.
bro.
name the
Joey,
team
we
though?
became the Brooklyn Ward, man.
Real
Yo, we
quick.
better be
That's a
like
vet
3 and
team right.
22 first 25 games,
His
yo.
first
We better
season
be,
was
Real quick
man.
20,
though. Real
2019,
quick
so
though.
6 years.
So
We
that's
better
a
be,
vet team
John.
right there though. So does the definition for veteran change because you change your team, or does
Wait,
it
hold
stay the
up, but
same?
wait. Can
No,
I ask this question? Because everybody says, didn't y'all say like the average career of an NBA player is only like 4 years?
Yeah, that's technically
yeah.
yes.
So,
So then you got to, if you got to be double that to be a vet.
so easy. Let me ask you this: Is Wemby a vet to Dylan Harper?
Age is not
No,
a determination of
in
veteran.
my opinion,
No,
no.
age
That I
has to
know.
be.
No,
Not
it's
really,
not.
because
Not
because
really.
look, how
Not
about
really.
this? Anthony Edwards, who came
Not
into the
really.
league at like 18, 19, he gonna be a vet faster than somebody like that came in the league at 25. Like,
All right, so it won't be age, but my point is,
you know what I
as
mean?
even it hasn't
But it's
necessarily
not
grown
about
into
age though.
the
It's about
type
how
of
long
player
you've
that
been
he.
in the league.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
You're
I
right.
that's what
agree
I'm
with
That's a
that.
good
saying.
thing.
I'd rather give it that way. Like Joey said, second year when you had a second, when you get your second contract, you are a vet.
If it's not the
You a
age, it's
vet.
not the age. But what I'm saying is, for the players on our teams that are all right, if they vest, they vest. But for what I'm saying is, these niggas are still trying to grow into the players that they want to be.
Now, whether
So
you
them being a
skilled or
vet to
not,
what they
Y'all
want
calling niggas vets
is
that just got off their rookie contract. Like, what the fuck?
well,
Well, J-Rod did sign a
I
second
mean,
contract, so that's what
you
Scotty
only
said.
get
He's
how
not a
many
vet.
contracts you get in your lifetime in the NBA.
I mean, that varies, man.
Like,
Yeah,
Not
but I'm
every
Maybe
saying
I
if
say
you
five.
look
depending
at
on
the
the player
average, it
you are.
can't be no more
two
than two or three.
two is about average. I would say.
Three is
I
super
think two.
vet. You are old timer when they
By y'all,
consider
Well,
you.
by y'all definition, yes, Cam Thomas technically, for
He's
a
a
person like
vet.
Diego, would be a vet. I'm not arguing that. But
Yeah,
my thing is to a person like Cam Thomas, like yo, you only 24. Like
I
you got to teach
understand
this
that.
19-year-old how to play the game right. Nigga,
Yeah,
you not
well,
even where you want to be as a player.
exactly, LM.
that ain't got
Yeah,
nothing to do
but
with
that's
being a
part of it.
vet, though.
Yeah, that's part of the
That's
leadership.
part of the fucking
When
grow up
people
the
come
way
on
it
the team
is.
under you, you
But
got to
what that
show
got
them
to
the
do with
ropes.
being a vet in the league?
Right, but he don't even know how. For all right,
Well,
so for example, right, if you've been in
I,
the league two years,
if you put Cam Thomas out there and then you put Jaeger out there, Cam Thomas gonna cook him.
well, of
He
course
gonna
he's a
cook him in
score.
this league.
He's a known
He's a
scorer.
vet
Of
because
course he's no,
he know how to get that whistle. He know what to do
but
to
he's a
get you.
score. He's a scorer. Of course
I'm
he's
just
gonna
saying
cook
in
Diego.
general, he know the
That's
game.
what he gonna
He's
do.
been out there in the NBA for a minute.
I don't know,
But the
man. We
fact,
see some young boys cook some old heads too. So that
That's true
He
too, but
did.
I
He
mean,
did. He
I'm just
did block
saying.
a shot though. I was happy
I'm
about
just
that.
saying in general.
Cam
You know
Thomas,
what's gonna
Breezy,
happen.
your boy blocked the shot though.
You know
That
exactly
was a
what's
big
man,
gonna
I'm
deal.
just
happen.
saying that's like
That was a big
me
deal.
having me tutoring somebody at the job and only been there for like 2 years. And I'm like, yo,
Nobody
I
want
don't
to
I
even
talk
know how
about
mean,
to do that.
right,
defense.
exactly.
yeah, but I mean,
Nobody want to talk about defense.
well, I ain't,
Can
Like,
we
nigga,
can we
I
can
don't
we
even
just
know
say
what
this,
this job
guys? Can we
consists
just say
of.
this? He's like a vet for our team, but naturally in the NBA, he's not a vet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, because
He
I think
definitely not a he's not a vet as to where he
no,
gonna be like a role player.
nobody in this league
he in his
outside of the
prime.
Brooklyn Nets is looking at Cam Thomas
He's in,
as a vet.
no, he's in his prime. He's in his prime.
Right.
He's in
And
his
yo,
prime.
Like
he stopped the Malo watch too for when Malo was trying to post him up. That was impressive. That's what I seen. That's two things that I seen from Cam
but
Thomas. I'm
I
not
do
paying
Oh,
agree
attention
with
to the
y'all
he
though.
defense.
played well yesterday. He
I'm
played
not
I
paying
well.
do
attention
He
to the
I
played
do
well
defense.
agree
today.
with y'all that he is a vet for this team. Like in terms of him
Yeah,
being here the longest, he definitely is a vet. I just
he's not
think
no vet in
it's
the
kind of
NBA
messed
I
though.
up.
know it's
Yeah,
funny
like
because he's young. That's all. That's what you're
right,
seeing.
right. That's the case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
he's
have a
But
young.
he's
very
in his
young
prime,
team.
LM. He's in his prime.
We got a
This
very
is
That's true.
young
this is
team,
this
so
is
If you
why
want
I
to,
don't understand why they didn't sign him. He's in his prime.
because them and the front office have a fractured relationship, Scott. You know what's up with that.
he would fit the growth of that team.
He
But
he
did.
would
technically,
fit.
he's
Hey,
kind of not
Scott,
even
Scott.
close to this prime, really. Like he's only 20.
Yeah,
He just
his
reached
prime is
He
24.
just turned
27.
24, right?
His
Right.
prime is
Yeah, he's not
27
really
though.
close to this prime, really.
Right. So he will grow with these guys. He will
Can I
grow
Yeah,
say
but
this
with
real quick?
them.
the only problem,
Real
those
quick.
guys, they want him to play positionless basketball, and that's not Cam's
Disgusting.
strength. That's not
That's
his strength, though.
disgusting,
That's
yo.
the thing.
Hold on,
That's
They
what
let
could
people
be
don't
easy.
making a
What
understand.
was you saying?
mistake. They could be
Real
making
quick.
a
Let
mistake.
let me just say this because I know people are still upset about the contract and shit. Listen, I know niggas don't give a fuck about the rest of the NBA, but unfortunately I do. Um,
I do
there's a
too.
lot of things moving around in the NBA. I know we got hoodwinked last offseason. We was told it was supposed to be the biggest offseason with the moves that was supposed to be made in
Nigga,
offseason
Cam's
history.
is lying, man.
Yep.
No
One of the things that was
facts.
supposed to happen was Giannis was supposed to move. It didn't happen that year. Giannis' fate gave a timetable to the Bucks.
Yeah,
I
Sham
know
said next
niggas
summer.
real quick, I know niggas don't like to hear it. I know niggas don't like to hear it. But when a nigga like that magnitude is possibly on the move and you've been hit, and if you are in the front office and you've been hearing about this shit for at least 1 or 2 years and other pieces are moving, people like Cleveland, you keep on hearing Darius Garland naming a trade and Jared Allen. Um
Right.
other teams, Portland still got Robert Williams on the table. They just got rid of 8 and shit. Like other teams got other places and they opening salary cap. I know niggas don't like to hear it, but Brooklyn is one of those teams keeping their cap options open in case
Right.
Giannis says, "Yo,
Yep.
I can't get to New York, but I'll take Brooklyn instead."
As
No,
long as we
that's
keep the
facts.
26 draft pick.
That's what
can
we
have
will. I don't know if
anybody
you
else
heard.
they want.
I don't know if you heard what Sham said today, but he said the Bucks. What they're
And
trying to
Drake Powell.
wait. What's like what the Bucks trying to do? They signed Giannis's two brothers today, man. They signed the other brother last week. Now they signed his other brother. They are so desperate because they know next summer he's likely asking out. I don't think he's asking out this trade deadline because I don't think that's what Giannis would want to do for his like how to be remembered. He's going to do it next offseason. Like the summer of Giannis, to what Easy says, it really is going to begin next summer, and there are 10 teams with cap space. We're one of them.
The
There you
Bucks
go.
are desperate as hell, man. They
Yo,
should
they signed
sign
his brother. That's such a waste, man. You wasted 2 roster
But Joey,
spots on his brothers, man.
can you blame them though? Like, if you lose Giannis, you lose arguably either the one or two best players in your franchise.
But why let Giannis
blame them
walk though?
easy because sometimes as an organization you got to know when to fold them, man. Like the dude don't want to be there.
They're gonna trade him next summer because he only has 1 year
What y'all
left.
gonna do?
Wait,
Sign his mother? What y'all gonna make his mother assistant
no,
GM next?
no, they got to move him next summer because he's due for an extension next summer. If he says I'm done, they got to trade him. He only has 1 year left. So
But it
I
has
think
to
it's
be a
really
trade
gonna
because
pick
they
up
can't
next
let him
summer.
walk. It has to be a trade because you're not gonna let him walk for nothing and get nothing.
Yeah, but the only problem is, LM, how are you going to do with this trade deadline when the only team that has been set to want him is the Knicks, and the Knicks don't have the pick. So I don't think it's feasible this trade deadline because no other
trade him
team
in the
really
offseason.
will make that move.
They said
That's what I'm
Imagine
saying.
AJ
is
DeBonster with
tradable. Everybody is
Giannis
open
together on the
for
Nets.
trade except
The
for
Knicks don't
Brunson.
need him.
Yo, if we got Darren Peterson and Giannis, man, just
That's what I'm
throw it in
saying,
there.
John. Like a
I
DeBonster
think we
or
need a
Peterson.
forward more than a
What the
guard. I
fuck,
ain't gonna
yo?
lie.
No, I
What the
agree with you,
fuck?
LM, but let's say hypothetically we don't
What
get
the
the forward
fuck?
and Darren Peterson's left, and you could get Giannis to be the
That's
forward.
crazy.
That's not bad at all. You
I
literally
may
I'm a
be in the
cry,
minority
yo.
in this, but I don't want
I'm
Giannis here,
actually
bro.
cry, John. That
To
would
Nah,
be
but
Easy's
Joey,
point,
Joey,
to Easy's point, if
they
we do
screwed
get
up
I'm
Giannis,
last
then
year.
actually cry,
That's
you
the
gotta
yo.
point
do
of
him in the
it.
off
You
season,
know what I
not by
want
the
to
trade deadline.
happen? I want the Knicks to give up their farm for Giannis, and then I want that shit to just fall apart with him and
Oh,
Brunson.
it will.
That
It
would
will.
be beautiful
If he
too.
goes,
That
if he
That would
goes
be
to them, it
beautiful.
will fall. It
that's
will
what I
fall.
want to happen.
It
That's
will
I don't
fall.
want
facts.
Giannis here
That's big
personally.
facts.
And then they have to trade one of OG or Towns to make it happen. So you have to give up one of your best defenders or one of your best offensive players to get
And then when
Giannis.
they do that, they're gonna be in a shitter for the next 10 years
Exactly.
because
And
they
I
ain't
think
got no
I
If they
think
win a
they'll
picks.
give up
chip, it's gonna be
OG.
worth
It's,
it.
I think
If
they'll
they
give up
win a
OG,
chip for him, it's
man.
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
worth
Little
it.
Brunson and Giannis.
Little
If
Brunson
the
and
Knicks,
Giannis, yo.
Little Brunson and Giannis.
Little Bronson.
Yo, little
Yo,
guy.
did you
Little
see
guy.
Towns make that
Mad
little gif
annoying
of
though. Mad
Brunson being
annoying.
like
You want to punch
small?
him in the face. You
Yo,
feel like
hilarious.
when you see him play and shit. What's his name? Jalen Brunson. Whatever. Looks mad annoying though. He looks mad annoying, yo.
Nah, his
What
flopping
if
is
the team?
crazy.
What if we the team that
His
don't get
flop
Giannis,
game
but
is
we
masterful.
do what we did this year? Like we're like the middleman for trades
You
and
know,
stuff like
one of those
Help
five
that.
foot
facilitate the
five,
trade.
herky jerky guys you be
Yeah, like
seeing
a
on the
what you
we
got?
get
street
back
ball.
we get back. I'm
One of them
saying, what
guys.
if we're not the team, not the team that gets Giannis, but we're the middleman. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't
we
mind
get like
I wouldn't mind
picks
facilitating
It
or
depends
that.
on what
whatever.
we getting back from the deal, though.
So what would you get back though, LM? Like, what team would you want to facilitate with? The Spurs?
Yo,
Would that be
Nets
a team
always
you'd want
gonna
to
go after
facilitate with
Giannis.
as
Always.
a third
I mean,
team?
it depends. I mean, if Giannis want to go there, if his team is really the Knicks, I mean, I don't know
Yo,
about doing business with them, but
Let's keep it
I
honest, bro.
don't,
If he go to the Knicks, he's gonna gut that fucking team.
they got to get
yeah.
rid of OG Towns or Mid-Cal just to a third
Bro,
team. They
they
have to
said
get one of those
I
contracts
mean,
off.
how do you think if he go to Houston?
Nah, I saw a hypothetical LM. I don't see it as plausible. They would have to give up, I think, Sangoon, which I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know if they'll do
I
that.
don't want him on the Nets though, guys. I don't want Giannis here, me personally.
But I know
I might
Joey,
be in the
but there's
minority.
no other star we've been super connected with other than Giannis. And Giannis wants New York. Forget the Knicks for a second. He wants the big market. And there's two teams in that big market. So much as we want to
Shingun.
count the
Yo,
Nets out,
Turkish
don't count
guys
them out.
can play, man.
I mean,
Let
don't
him go to
Miami
LA,
got
team
money
up with
too? Don't
Luca.
Turkish
Miami got
guys
some
can play
money this year?
basketball.
Oh yeah, go to
That would be
LA, right?
disgusting.
But
Let
but
him
I
go
would
to
say
LA, team up with
I
Luca.
would say
That would
this
be
though, Joey.
disgusting.
It depends on the Nets drafting the top five. If we don't draft in the top five, you could put the Giannis stuff to rest with us because why would he come here at that
Because
point?
here's my thing: just our luck, he'll get here and his fucking body will start breaking down. I
Yeah.
don't want that motherfucker, man.
You talking about
Yeah,
his
Your
the
calf?
body already
You
breaking down.
talking about his calf issue, Joey? The calf has been
steroids
bothering him.
start breaking his body down.
No, he's been
He's
going through a
having
calf
ankle
issue.
injuries and all
Nah,
that. Like,
he
yeah.
does have a calf issue where it almost looked like he was going to tear his Achilles twice. So I understand a
That
little
motherfucker's been a
trepidation there.
cyborg for the Bucks, and he might just get to the Nets and start breaking the fuck down, bro.
Yep.
That's
No,
why
let
he's
him go
asking
somewhere
out
else.
right now somewhat somewhat because it's like he doesn't want to play 60 minutes, dropping all his points, and his body just gives up like that. Like, it's a waste. It's a waste of his prime.
If we get the monster, we're not even getting Giannis.
That's what's so crazy about the last 3 years with Giannis is that he should have been on a new team already, but he's had 3 MVP type seasons that were flushed down the toilet because of a first round exit. Like, that's wasting
Here's the thing, no,
greatness
is that
right there.
Cat and mouse turtle would be funny as hell to
trying to
watch.
save the relationship. They went out and got Dame. They thought that was gonna work.
Nope.
That shit fell a fucking part. They up here signing his brother, mother, sister, cousin, uncle,
Everybody.
daddy.
They still got Kuzma, which was a total bomb trade. That was
They
a
did
failure
that
trade.
too.
They got everybody.
That Greek family got the Bucks on lock. He already know. Yo. You know that, Scott. You know that. They
Who's to say Giannis will come here and start having all these demands, get rid of Horty? I don't know, some bullshit.
I don't think he would get rid of Horty. I think Horty and him would vibe. I think that would be a good vibe there because he's a Euro coach. That should be like up
that would
Giannis'
be cool.
alley right there, man. To vibe with a Euro coach.
I still don't think we're ready for a player like Giannis too, man. I
mean, Joe, you may be right, but after next summer, if we do, let's say, get a top 4 guy, you got to make a decision. Do you want to start winning, or do you want to build 2 more years and the East gets better and you're not there yet?
The thing is, is Giannis willing to wait for these young players to develop to start competing?
No, I agree with you, but I will say this though: if Wolf and Powell get the actual minutes this year, those could be 2 guys that can play with Giannis. With Wolf's playmaking, and Powell's defensive abilities.
Well, you ain't gonna show nothing. You ain't gonna show
nothing. I'm not with Giannis here either, because even if you do good at AJ DeBonster, Peterson, or Boozer,
that's
I want
crazy.
To find I just want them to find their own way. Like, I don't want Giannis.
We gotta go full tank. Let the
because you got to look at Giannis. Look at us. If we in the top 5 pick, we are at the bottom barrel.
We just gotta close our eyes when they open up the number 5 envelope for number 5.
But like what Easy says, it is rare if somebody of Giannis' caliber. Giannis is one lifetime type player. It's rare that he's even available. That's where like Easy saying you got to look at that.
Why do we gotta give him?
Why does motivation for him to
because we screwed up last year's draft. It was supposed to be a 2-year tank to get 2 stars.
That's too late. Prospects. It's too late, John. It's too late, John. We can't argue about last year.
Last year's too late. Last year's too late. Giannis is still there. It's still there.
What's his motivation? What is his motivation to come to Brooklyn?
I told you on your show, Scott, to bring the Brooklyn Nets their first ever championship.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers your first.
Yeah.
Nobody else remembers your second, third. It's your first. Giannis will become a legend in Brooklyn.
If you will become the biggest,
I wanted you to say that.
The biggest person ever.
I
wanted you to say because you told me, but
I did.
But then again, you putting Giannis on the team by 2-year players and rookies. Like, how much do you think you're gonna do with that?
I don't know, John. Just want the league.
That's where the cap space flexibility comes in, because you can sign vets. Vets will want to come play with Giannis. We got to also remember too. Besides his brothers, there are competent players that want to jump ship to come join Giannis. Remember PJ Tucker, Brooke Lopez.
Yeah,
those were the guys that wanted to play with him.
I think you just want to add to the League of Nations, man. Russian.
Well, that's a part that I accept, Joey. I mean, we are the League of Nations. Let's call it what it is. We are the Brooklyn League of Nations.
You want to add
that international thing is what they
want.
The funny part
to the League of Nations, man.
I mean, he's the international superstar, Joey. He's the international superstar.
If you win the first championship in Brooklyn, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be bigger than
the funny part about it though is the top 10 this year is all American players. So I mean.
Yeah, but Giannis is an international superstar, and this kind of fits the theme of what they're doing. We all were hypotheticalizing why are we drafting all these Euro guys, if not to eventually save up this cap space to get the biggest Euro star to join what Jordy wants to do. I mean, Giannis can fit Euro style. He can play that.
Fuck it, man. Let's go get Giannis, and then we can get Jokic after that, and they can play.
No, we're not getting Joker, bro.
But Joey, what I was saying, but Joey, what I was saying,
you don't know that, John. Maybe he's gonna change his mind.
It's what the league wants
Jokic,
to expand the league. You know,
because that team is not gonna win. The Nuggets. I don't see the Nuggets winning.
That's what they want.
Yeah, they on the down spiral too. They on the downward trajectory.
You know that Nuggets almost got a smallest window. Next year, that's it. Next year, and then you'll see. Jokic gonna start being funny. I think Jokic is gonna start being funny.
It will be very interesting to see what this organization does next summer, because after next year's draft, you have no reason to tank. It's to start winning. So their moves next summer will tell us if they actually know what the hell they're doing,
That's
which
true,
we
John.
haven't.
I agree with
So
Yo,
that.
far,
if
I
we
we
don't
get
haven't
think
seen
that
Darren
what they're
Peterson,
doing.
the monster with
you got to
Giannis,
start
I
making
bet my
moves.
money on the Nets.
And here's the
I
thing: if
bet my
Sean
money
Marks
on the
does get
Nets,
a
yo.
top 4 guy, he's going to say, "This is why I'm still in charge. I got lucky again." Like, that's all Sean Marks has to put on his resume. I got super lucky. I got 2 rings. Didn't have to do nothing for them. I got promoted to a GM job. Didn't have to do nothing for it. And now I've been the GM of a team for 10 years. Had 3 superstars. Did nothing with it. I'm
Yeah.
still getting a paycheck.
Now,
Like, come on.
specifically, we need
Like,
the
that's Sean
top
Marks
two.
in a
That the
nutshell.
top 2 picks, though. When it
Like,
specifically those
seriously.
top 2, or
Yeah.
maybe number 3. I
Remember what
don't
he
know,
said on
man. I
draft.
don't
Remember
even
what he
want
said on.
number 3,
Remember
man.
what he
We
said on
want number
draft
1 or
night.
number 2.
I like
Number
all
1
these
or number
guys
2.
because of good character, and I'm like, dude, you're supposed to get them because of their talent, not because they're good character gentlemen.
That's
I've never
facts.
heard a GM say something like that in my life.
Yeah, nah, that's yo, John. We gotta
Yeah,
be top 5 worst team, man.
yeah.
No doubt. Like a number 6 worst team can't be too close to us.
They
As a
predicted
record
somebody.
wise, can't be too
Some
close, yo.
somebody predicted today we'd finish like 26 and 56 for like the third or
Nah,
fourth
can't
worst
win no
record,
26
which I was
games. You
like,
can't
wow,
win 26
really?
games, yo. That's
No,
crazy.
they said
That's
like
crazy,
Wizards. They
John.
said like Wizards, Utah, and Hornets would be worse than us, and
Oh
those are the
nah.
3 main
Nah,
teams
nah,
that are
nah, nah, nah,
in the
nah.
bottom with us. So
Nah, let the rookies
I don't
play. Let
know.
the rookies play, man. We
I
gotta
keep
win like
saying it.
18 games, John. We gotta
I
like
keep
16,
I
18
keep
games,
saying
yo.
it. Let Powell, Wolf, and all these young guys play. It
That's
don't matter about the
facts.
vets right now.
That we can't.
Keep
Well, yo, Joe Tsai knows. That's why you fuck said what the fuck he said, man. He
yo, like
knows,
listen.
man. We
You
can't
want
fuck around.
you
We
want
can't
vets
fuck
keep
around,
you
yo.
want vets keep Tyrese, Zaire, Dayron. I mean, these other vets they're making a lot of money on this team right now, and they're
The
not long term
Nets.
pieces.
That's the Nets' last hope. Those top 3 guys, man, or whatever, top 4, I guess. Right, Nate, Amen, and whoever else. Who's the number 5? I guess projected. Right.
I would say Tunde Yasafu, man.
That's
That guy
their
looks like
last
Ant
hope.
Man,
That's
bro.
the
He looks
Nets'
like
last
Ant
hope.
Man,
That's
man.
it. That's it, yo.
Uh,
This is the year. This is the
if you
year right here, John. This is
if
the
you guys
fucking
haven't
year
seen
right here.
Tunde
We gotta
Yasafu,
start
man,
the
that guy's
season
gonna
like
rise up.
2-23 or some shit, or 2. You know what I mean? Like 2-24 or some. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be
We'll
done,
see,
man. You
man.
gotta drop the like flies. You gotta drop the
I
games
will
like
say this.
flies, yo.
It's good that we get Brooklyn basketball next week. Regular season basketball, us against the Hornets. Anybody can win that game at this point. So
Just
I know a
play
lot of
hard and give
yeah.
up. Right?
Uh,
The last quarter, just give up. Put all the rookies in. You got to lead or some shit, right? You got to lead. Fourth quarter
Bro, I
starts.
don't know
Play
what
all the
vets y'all
rookies.
think on this team is going to will us to some wins, bro.
No
they're gonna
way.
be half of them are gonna be traded, Joey, at the
Like
deadline, December
who do y'all
15,
think
man.
is going to be doing? I mean, MPJ going to do a little something, but outside of him, Terrence Mann may show up here and there.
That's about it.
Come
That's
on,
about it,
bro.
really.
It's going to be Cam Thomas most of the games. Cam Thomas scoring a bunch of points and us fucking losing.
Yeah, Cam
But niggas
Thomas
want to
and
win.
MPJ putting up like 18 to 20 points a game. That's facts.
Exactly.
That's facts.
But
And
hold
then
on,
It would
hold
be
on.
we're gonna
nice.
drop mad games. We're gonna drop mad games.
We gonna
Let
get a
yo hey,
surprise
don't
game
don't
out of
play
some guys
MPJ in the
here and
fourth
there.
quarter, man.
We're
Yo,
gonna get a
Jordy,
surprise
but boy,
game. We
Jordy better.
might get a
Jordy got a
surprise
lot of
game
shit
out
to
of
do, man.
Man. Might get a surprise game out of Tyrese here and there. Might be that third scoring punch.
And some games from Danny Wolf, some weird
Yeah.
games. You're gonna have some weird
No,
games from Danny Wolf.
let the rookies close out those fourth quarters, and if they win, nothing you can say about it. If they lose, it helps you get a top pick. I mean, they have to learn through those growth spurts. You got to play those fourth quarters, see what you're really made of.
All right, you
We
see,
I
gotta
don't know. I
secure
just
the
don't. It's
top
just
5
crazy.
pick,
Everybody like,
no
oh my
matter
God,
what.
Joe
No matter
Size.
what.
Joe Size saying we're tanking. Look what he says. We're tanking. No,
Yo, they have
Joe's
such a bad PR team. Jordy defended him the other day, saying this front office hits on all their picks, and they waved Tariq Whitehead the
Nah,
second
he
day.
bugging.
That was
He bugging.
wild. I'm
Jordy
bro.
be
telling you,
bugging.
Everybody
that
know
is
the
bad
Nets gonna be
PR.
bad, bro. It's
That is
not a
bad
secret.
Yo,
PR.
Jordy be bugging
It's not a
sometimes.
secret, bro. Everybody knows we're gonna be bad. Everybody knows more than likely we gonna be in the fucking lottery. It ain't a
Yeah,
secret.
but it's with good reason. I mean, next year's draft, there are 4 guys, and I'll be honest with you, Joey. If you look at the next 4 drafts, each one of those guys will be going number 1. And the crazy thing is, they're going 1 through 4. Like,
Yo,
you got to
thank
be
God Dennis
super
Schroeder's
damn happy
gone.
to be in that top
Thank
4
God.
potentially. You get a franchise guy to build with that none other
But
teams can have. Like, that's special. It's more special, I think, this past draft was made out to be because we all thought it was about the big 3, Cooper, Harper, and Ace. Then the Ace drama happened. So it's like next year's draft, there are 4 guys that are 6, 7 feet and over. Like, it's wild. Is wild the talent like this draft.
Also different topic. I love Zaire Williams contested 3-point shots. Water. Net. Nothing but net. Y'all seen that shit, right? He working on that shit. He was. I like
Zaire's
Zaire
3-point
Williams.
shots getting so much
I
better,
like
man.
Zaire's game. I like he just defensively. Sometimes he getting lost. He be getting lost, but it's all right. And then he be reaching. He be
He's a good
reaching with the
role
hands
piece.
and shit. He be
He's a
getting
good role piece player, man. I would
just
not let him go
just
right
gotta be
now.
yeah.
He
Just gotta
fits
stay
the team.
patient on the defense, but offensively, like the jump shot, right? The 3-point shot is like he's letting it fly though. He's not even like
Yeah,
hesitating. Sometimes
I will
people
say
hesitate.
this.
He's just
I
letting
will
that
say
shit
this.
fly.
We have to see the physicality aspect of Clowney's game. Like he has to finish through contact. He's hitting the three with confidence. He can dribble the ball, which is great. Rebounding and
Not a
just
great dribbler
being more
though.
of an
Not a
interior
great dribbler.
scorer. That's what he has to work on this year. Being more physical. Like if he can do that, Clowney really is that steal of that draft class for
He
us.
got to
And
work on his dribble too, John.
no,
The
did you see him
dribble be
dribble?
looking kind of suspect for
No,
me.
wait. Did you see him dribble in that game too? He actually dribbled the ball like straight up the court, man. It was like, whoa, like that's a different Noah Clowney.
So I think it's a difference. I think it's a different tiers when dribbling, right? Like, yeah, can you dribble and get to the cup? Like, can you dribble and
That's
finish
facts.
strong?
That's
Or
facts.
can you just dribble and
Right.
a
But I
little
don't
bit
see
to
no
get where you
like
need to
between
get?
the legs dribbles, right? With Clowney, right? He don't be bending his knees. You know how you get down, you be playing with the opponent. I don't see nothing
Man,
like that. He
I
gotta
don't even
he
care
gotta
about.
bend
We
his
don't
knees
even need
though.
all of
I
that
be
shit. We need him not to lose the ball and be able to get to
Right.
point A to point B as fast as he can.
That's why you gotta. That's why you
Joey,
gotta
say that
get
shit
low a
again,
little
bro.
bit.
Say it
You
again,
gotta
bro.
get low,
Joey,
like
say it
when
again,
you
bro.
dribbling.
All those style points, that shit don't mean shit, man. I mean, it's cute and all that.
Joey, say it again, bro. Say it again. I don't think people heard you in the back.
Nah, I just said all you just need to do, because in the NBA they tell you that if you can't get to where you need to go in like 2 moves, you need to be passing the ball, bro. You
Exactly.
need to be able to boom, 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 get to where you got to get.
Yeah,
You
that
ain't
shit
got
gotta
time
Not
to
quick.
boom, 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 boom.
yeah.
Yeah,
One
that
shot.
shit gotta go
What, my
quick,
nigga? You
now.
cool? My nigga, do we need to fight in the back, my nigga? Because you ain't that big, my nigga. I'll fuck you up. So, like, why you boom, boom, boom when I'm wide open, bro? 1v4. You can't pass the rock, bro, and I'm
Yo,
wide
easy.
open in
You
the
got to be an
basket.
assistant coach, bro, man. You got to like tell these guys how to be physical on the court,
But
man.
I
Yo,
I
listen,
do
man.
see the improvement in Noah. I just want him to be able to dribble and finish through
He
traffic
did
and
have
in
a
the
play
paint
where he
strong.
did in game 3. He did, like, if you really watch close, he is showing this little bit of the improvement. It's just we got to see it for full like first 20 games and him just be healthy. If he does all those things, he should be fine. Like Clowney
I
should
want
be
to see
one of our
some mid
forwards.
range pump
Bringing the
fakes and
ball
shit.
down
Never see
court.
mid range pump fakes
Bringing
from
the
the guy.
ball down court is totally different than fucking dribbling that shit and taking it to the fucking basket and yamming it on somebody.
I agree with you. I think this game against Toronto next week is huge for Clowney. And it looks like for some reason Jordy wants to start Terrence Mann at the 3. But if we were smart about this, MPJ at the 3, Clowney at the 4 with Claxton, because that helps boost up Claxton's value. But I guess they value Terrence Mann's vet savviness. I don't know. But I would start Clowney, honestly. I feel like this is Clowney's moment.
Who y'all think gonna start for the season? What y'all think the starting lineup gonna be?
I don't know.
It's if Jaeger ain't ready, it's probably going to be Seraph, Cam. I don't want to say man, but it's going to be man probably MPJ and Claxton. That's probably the starting unit, and then the second unit is probably Dayron, Zaire, maybe Nolan as a 6th man, and then they mix and match with 2 other guys in that.
Yeah,
Do y'all
I see
agree
us
with them?
losing a lot of games. I see us
Do
losing a
y'all
lot of
agree
games.
with them starting so many so-called Nets vets?
I mean, that's what Jordy likes to do, but that's what Jordy has to get his head out of the clouds with. Yes, you want to win games, you want to be competitive, but you
Well, he
got to
ain't
trust
gonna.
the young guys.
He's not
So,
gonna start those. He's not gonna start no rookies, man. Come on.
then what about Noah Clowney,
What?
Scott?
I
No,
hope
it's Noah
so,
What are you
man.
Clowney's
I hope
third
he's
talking
gonna
about?
year.
start the
But
rookies.
wait, Scott, what about
Not
Clowney? It's
unless you
Clowney's third
show
year.
that you can handle it.
Well,
Not
Clowney
unless
looks
you
like he can
show
handle the guy who came and bulked up
who
234. Clowney,
who.
guy looks like a grown man compared to these books.
He's not a rookie.
No, he's not. But that's why he should be getting playing time over a
I
guy
think
like
he should be
Man.
playing. I think he should be
Well,
starting
man
over
is
man.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
why put
you
MPJ
got
at
to
the
argue
4?
that
The
there.
guy's another back injury away from saying sayonara. Why play him at the 4 position? That feels totally like
Hey man,
irresponsible.
MPJ gonna feel
God,
that
you gotta
pain.
let go of my man MPJ, bro. Stop,
Nah,
we
yo, easy.
giving
We
my boy up.
watched this. Yo, easy. Me, Breezy, and Scott watched the stream. This dude literally said a day after Sean Marks says he's gonna be no more guy. The guy's like, I'm considering retirement. I'm gonna make it past my contract. I'm taking it year by year. Like this dude says he has to put a lot of preparation into his body. Got to wear braces. Got to wear bandages. Like I feel for the guy on that level, but seriously, easy. We couldn't get through
That
an off
is true,
season with
John.
this guy and his
Hold
stuff,
on,
man.
John. That's true, but we gotta be fair. He also said he's excited to show people that he can take it to another level this year as well.
Most
He
definitely,
said
Yeah,
that
just
especially
not
too.
with the
yeah. No,
wins.
no,
It's
Joey.
not with
Listen,
the
I,
wins.
I agree with you, man. I think MBJ will be good on court for these guys. It's just long term wise, we found out that he's not thinking about long term. He's thinking
I don't
Now,
about
think they.
let me get through these 2 years.
I
John,
don't
That's the
I
think they
agree
thing.
got
with
him for
you.
long
John,
term.
I agree with you on the health thing. I
And we
listen. It's
shouldn't be
gonna be
thinking about him for long term either.
it's
Anyway,
going
yeah,
listen.
we ain't thinking about him long
Once he
term.
get down there in that paint and Giannis start throwing them elbows, he gonna start thinking twice about like, damn.
Yeah, of
Right.
I don't know.
course, of
Or
course.
or Paulo, like he's gonna guard Paulo.
When Giannis
Like,
start
yeah.
when Giannis start running in that paint like a freight train into his chest,
Facts. Kevin Durant's gonna cook him. Like a lot of guys are gonna cook MBJ this year, man. At the four, if he's at the three, I think it's easier for him to play defense.
I
But the
do.
four,
I
man,
think the three is a safer position for him. I agree.
exactly. And let Clowney be the four with Claxton. Because Claxton by
But who said
himself,
he was
it's
playing
not
the
gonna get his
four?
value up
Who
like
said
that.
he was playing the four?
Just what Jordy's doing with the lineups. MPJ's at the four. Terrence Mann's at the three. I don't see the sense of that unless you just want to start the vets to try to win off bat.
Well, I can't move Cam to the two. I mean to the one, so I have to have him at the two, and then who I'm putting at the one if Diego are not there. So
It's going
I'm
to be
just
Be
Saraf right
Saraf.
now. It looks
It's
like
gonna be
Saraf.
so
Saraf.
Nolan might be in the
real quick.
G League just because of his physicality issues.
So
Looks
so
like.
so real quick, another small guard. I can't put a small backcourt with a small front court. I mean, I
Nah,
can't
Well,
put a
nah.
small
well,
Saraf is
well.
small backcourt.
Giraffe
6'5".
is not small.
Yo,
Yeah,
Nolan looks scared, right? On the court.
Can see
He looks
over some
scared.
guards.
Saraf is like
Yeah,
6'5",
but
6'6", bro.
that's on the
yeah.
offensive end, Scott.
Yeah,
Defensive,
yeah.
I could just easily 1-3 pick and roll you.
His problem is he's not a great outside shooter,
Right.
Right.
and
That's
he
the thing. The
still ain't
scoring
showed
aspect.
that. So
Right.
that's why that picking Igor was important, but Igor not playing, and you might as well say you're not doing your job neither. You're not
You
playing.
know what I feel like what they want to do with Diego. I feel like if Saraf somehow proves us all wrong and could be a core piece somewhat, I think they want Saraf to
He has
start and they want
skill.
Yegor to be the three because they
He
want
has
Yegor to be a
skill. He
front
has skill.
forward.
He can
I feel
see the
like
Like
floor.
they want Diego to do whatever they had Danny Wolf doing in that fourth quarter.
Being the
Yeah,
connector. The
the
connector.
yeah,
connector.
being the connector. I
How do
agree
you
with
know
you.
what they want from Yegor? Tell me that. How do you know what they want from Yegor?
Because
What are you seeing that you know? Like, all right, this is
Maybe
what
he's
they
gonna play
want.
point guard.
because
Nobody
look,
knows.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
I just heard
Just
three.
because
And I heard four.
yeah,
So we have three different positions up. So
I'm
tell me
gonna
how
tell
y'all
you
know.
why I say that. I think they're gonna have him because the way they got Danny Wolf running these point guard shit, the reason why they got Diego in the first place because they wanted a big Ben Simmons type point guard. That's what they want, a 6'8" dude, a big tall dude running point. And I feel like they've been running the shit that they want Diego to run with Danny in these preseason games because Diego is not there.
I think they want to have two like point guard types on the floor at all
At all
times.
times.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why they might want to start Saraf with Diego. I actually didn't think that would be possible. But if Saraf could be a good IQ playmaker, why wouldn't you try having two guys that are
The
over
point
6'5"?
guard, the point
Yeah,
guard, and the connector.
exactly. And then you have Cam
Here's
and
my thing.
Powell in the middle next with those guys. So it kind of
I
works.
wish we didn't have MPJ though. He gonna get us
And
a couple of wins,
and I think
couple
Nolan
extra
should be the
wins.
six man. If they want to work on a roll with Nolan right
MPJ.
now, make Nolan the six man. Let him run the
Hey,
second unit as a point guard.
one thing I can say about MPJ, that motherfucker's three ball is wet.
Yeah, it's
That
good.
boy can shoot, man.
Yeah,
it's
and
good.
obviously
when it's
one
going
of the
in,
But
best
it's
look,
shooters,
dangerous.
one of
hold
the
up.
best shooters in the NBA.
That's
This
why
nigga still
people was
missing reads
predicted.
though, Joey.
That's why people predicted him to have so many points because Jordy gonna have him shooting so many threes probably, and
Yeah, he gonna get the
could make
green
them.
light for sure.
Yeah,
He's
and
gonna shoot every
if
time.
he
Every
has some
time he
hot
get the ball,
nights,
watch.
If he
Every time he
having
get the
hot
ball, he
nights,
gonna chuck up.
It's good. MPJ's working on the playmaking aspect, though. I did see him in the second game, like work on that a bit. So it's good that he's
Clowney's
trying
three
to
is
work
wet
on his
too.
other skills.
Clowney's
He
three
gonna
is
take
Clowney's
like
good.
three
11
Really
is
threes a
good.
is
game.
confident. He's shooting confident from three.
His
And Danny
threes look
Wolf's shot too
really
from three
good.
is
It's
good.
not even touching
but
rim.
this is what I'm saying, bro. Y'all saying all of this positive shit about the team. I don't think. How you think they not gonna string together some wins?
I listen. I didn't say that. Again, I said this team better
Yeah,
than
wins
what
for me.
everybody think they are.
I
I mean,
hope not, Scott. I
if you're
hope
talking
not,
about
Scott.
opponents in the East, Jay, maybe we have a shot against some. But you're talking about the
And you got a
West,
weak East
it's a
too.
different
Oh my
story.
Bro, yo,
god.
that's the funny shit. Cause last year, remember, we was beating up on the West and losing to the
I
East.
know. That was what undid us, unfortunately, beating the
I'm,
West.
Yo,
listen,
what's the first 15 games looking like, man? Because I can't even get
tough.
off the stream yard and shit.
It's
What's the
tough
first
games.
15 games
Oh,
looking like?
Yeah,
let me
We
go look at it.
gotta.
I know our first game is the Hornets and the second game is Cleveland. And I
Word
know
up.
Cleveland.
we got the Knicks twice in November.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
And
up. That's what's
We have a
up.
uh
we have a
That's what's
double
up.
header that first weekend. I think against San Antonio and
That's what's
another
up.
top team. We have a really bad back to back after those
So
first two games.
anybody shitty? Anybody
Yeah,
shitty in that November month?
we
I'm
played
I'm I'm
Dallas,
about to
San
look right now.
Antonio, and then
Please,
Dallas.
I,
can
I
someone?
think.
Because Breezy, I think Breezy might be,
I
might be getting the chopped cheese.
it's
Might
probably
be getting
Hornets
chopped
and
cheese.
and
I
Nah,
Pacers. I
I'm
think
letting it rock.
so,
I'm just,
so look, we
Oh,
got
what's
I
He
good,
need to
here, he
watch.
Breezy?
here, he
What's
here,
good,
he
Breezy?
here.
I
Yeah,
got it
I'm
right
just.
here. Yo, breathe. I'm trying to tell you to send me the link from the email so I could get in the StreamYard. But check the email. Send
Yo,
me the link right quick. I mean the
real
code.
quick,
The
they got
code.
the Brooklyn Nets for this season 19 and a half games. So over under 19 and a half.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hope
Over.
so.
over.
Over.
16 and a
We
half. How about that?
I'm
Over.
16
saying
and a
over.
I'm saying
half.
over.
16 and a half.
But hold on. So we got the
Oh, my
Hornets,
God.
the Cavaliers, the Spurs, the Rockets,
that's a
the
back to back.
Hawks, the 76ers,
That's what's
the
up.
Timberwolves, the Pacers,
Yes.
the Pistons, the Knicks,
That's
the
what's up.
Raptors, the Magic, the Wizards, the Celtics, the
Wow.
Celtics, the Raptors, the Knicks, the 76ers, and the Bucks, the Hornets.
Oh, yeah, we're
And
going to lose a lot of games. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of
that's
games.
November.
Bro, do you hear that travel? Oh
That's
my God, bro.
November.
Yeah,
You
that's
going from
beautiful. That's
bro, you
No,
beautiful. That's
going from
wait,
beautiful.
Toronto to
easy.
Orlando.
Not easy. The travel for the Nets gets bad in January to February, where they have their longest road trip of the season. It's
That's
not so
great,
bad at the
John.
beginning.
That's
It's really
great.
January, February, where they're gonna be
But
on the
but
road a
but
lot.
We're dropping the
John,
games like
these
flies.
games don't sound
Gonna be.
better to you going from Toronto to Orlando, bro. You know what type of trip that is, bro?
No, I agree with you. The travel's gonna be bad. It looks like the only opponents we might beat are the Hornets and the Pacers. The Pacers are losing all their guard depth right now into injuries, and they don't have a real center. So
Yo,
But
we might
I
if
have a
still
y'all
shot
think the
against the
Pacers still
Pacers
going
and
to get a
Hornets.
win against
if
us.
y'all think we gonna come out that month with 2 wins, y'all look crazy.
I mean, I think that's what most people think we're gonna get is 2 wins, which is
Out of how
not a
Let me
many
say
bad
this
hard
though.
games?
set.
Out of how many
Let,
games?
let
15?
me let me say
Uh,
this though. Can I say this real quick? Let me say this.
Gad.
We are a fairly new team, so the scouting report is not all the way developed on all of our players. So we can shock and awe some people in the first 5 to 10 games. We can shock and awe.
I
It's
hope
not.
not,
Yeah.
man.
It's
I
not
hope not.
impossible. We did that last year to start, so Easy's making a
Yeah,
point
but
there.
But
we
everybody
had
don't have
Dennis
a full
Schroeder.
scouting
Thank
report
God
though.
we ain't got no
Everybody don't
Dennis
have a full
Schroeder, boy.
scouting.
It's
Thank
not
God.
it's 19 games. 19
19 and a
games.
half games.
Yo, the
Yo,
month of
Dennis
the
No,
Schroeder
no,
plays
no, no.
something
I'm
like
saying
that.
it's
Some
19 games from the beginning of
fucking.
the season until December.
He
Those
played
yo
are
like
the
an
the
Iron
games that
Man,
I
boy.
counted off.
the
So
month
y'all
of
saying
this.
we're gonna go 2 out of 19 out of those.
Nah, the month of December
Jesus
is
Christ,
super
what the
slow for the
world?
Nets. Nets face a lot of bad teams in December. They only play like 9 games, I think, in December. So December is going to be like a breeze for this team.
What kind of games in December? What kind of
We're,
bad games do
we're
you think?
facing a lot of tanking teams: Hornets, Bulls, a
But those are the
lot of
games we
basketball teams.
lose.
That's the
Oh,
games we
yeah, Bulls
lose.
Those
too.
are the
Bulls
games
gonna
we
spank
lose. We
us.
lose to the
That's
Bulls
the
gonna
teams
games
spank
we.
that
us.
we supposed to beat, and we be
They're gonna
beating the
start
teams
off kind of
that we
like
supposed to lose to.
optimistic out the block. I'm
Oh
Can
telling
you tell me
man,
why you want to
you.
win games?
I'm
Can you
telling
tell
you.
me why you want to really truly win games? Other
That
than the fan perspective.
that's a
Other than the fan
the Nets
perspective.
always play down to their competition. That's a fact, though.
man!
Yeah, they're gonna.
Remember the last year's game against Utah? We were trying to outtake each other in overtime. No, you score, and then John
I'm
Marks is just
sorry. I'm
watching
sorry.
that.
Hold on. I want to go back to East. I'm sorry, East. Who you was asking? Tell them why they want to win games. Who's you asking?
The whole panel,
You wanna
everybody,
go right
whoever
to
want to take it
Tuesday?
first, but take it
So
one at a
I
time.
know
So
Scott. Hold on. I know Scott want to win. Tell us why you want to win, Scott.
Because because it brings morale and builds up the team.
Okay.
I don't
Jay,
know. I
Like the
want the Nets to
rookies
play
to know
like
what winning feels like. You want the
Jay want to
rookies
win
to
too. Tell
know.
us why
You
you want
want
to
them
win,
to
Jay.
know.
Now you gonna wrap me up.
Shit, I want to win because I'm a winner. I like to win. First of
Oh my
all,
God! Don't
second
say
of
that,
all,
man. We
second,
needed the monster, man. We needed the monster, my God.
second of all, I don't think you can build winning culture losing on purpose. Like if you just lose and you learn things from the losses, that's true. But I don't think you
I
can
agree with
build
that.
winning on culture by not encouraging your players to do their best and coming up with the best strategy for them and giving them the best chance to win.
Right.
Like if they lose, they lose. But
Yeah, that's one
Right.
thing.
But
But they're
Yeah.
gonna lose a
I
lot of
don't think
games
the
that
Nets
way
is
But
on
too.
it
hold on,
like
All
that
right, so
though.
let them lose, but don't
hold
sit
on.
there and
I
Hold
put.
just
on,
want to, I
brief.
just want to,
Yeah.
I just want to know, to point out that Jalen Williams, he one of the biggest contributions to the championship roster with the Thunder. He wasn't the number fun through five pick, bro. So I'm
13,
saying
right?
that to say, to
12.
make it seem like the coaching system don't have nothing to do with the talent and how they develop. We can't ignore that part neither. That part means something, even though the talent at 1 through 5 means something. But Jalen Williams was. I'm not saying he was just as important as Shea, but he was really important in them winning
Oh,
that
he
Absolutely.
was
championship. You know what I'm
really
saying?
important.
Can I say this real quick? Real
Thunder
quick.
know
Let
how
me
to
just say this real
draft,
quick.
Breezy.
Real quick.
Thunder
Let me
know how
just
to
say
Yo,
this
draft.
real quick.
Jalen
Because
became
from
Shea's Robin, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
right,
can
they know how
really
to
because
good.
draft, man. They know how to
He's
draft.
real
really
quick,
good.
because from what
man,
I've been
I
hearing from
told y'all
y'all,
they was gonna win when Shea bought all of them rollies after he won the MVP.
real quick, Jay, real quick,
Hold on.
real quick,
Go ahead, East.
real quick, because what I've been hearing from y'all don't have too much faith in the five draft picks that we selected this year. So my question is why, and y'all don't really take too fancy into free agency, and then there's not a lot of trades on the table. You're not willing to give up that cap
Who
space.
don't?
So my
No,
question
I
is
like Drake
what?
Powell and Danny Wolf. Love the
They
prospects.
really showed a lot in
Okay, wait,
preseason,
wait,
Wolf
hold on,
and
hold on.
Good
Powell.
prospects.
People's like Drake Powell and Danny Wolf. Okay, but real quick, for the most part, most of us not really taking all the way to the five picks that we have. So my question is, if you don't like free agency and you don't like the picks that we got, why are you not going back into the draft to get a high pick and putting
Bro, who
yourself in a
said you
good
don't like
position to get
free
a high pick?
agency? Hold on, East. Who said they don't like free agency though?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I think
Breeze
he's
said he don't
referring
like
to
free
the. I
agency.
think he's referring to
Jay
the
kind of,
NBA. Yeah, the NBA
My
don't like
thing is
free agency right now.
this is how I always stood on it. I think you need it's multiple different avenues to build a team. You
I agree.
build a team through the draft. You can build a team through trades. You can build a team through free agency. You can use any of those tools to build your team up. It's not just
You
one.
got to do all of that.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
you gotta
mix.
do
It's
all
going to
of
be a
that. But
mix to do it.
right, you got to do all of that. My thing is, I think you don't really start getting serious with trades and stuff until you like really start, competing and shit like that, or it just makes sense
But
to make
Joey,
a
niggas don't
trade.
even want to go back into the draft though. So what we doing?
That's kind of what Detroit's doing. Like they added a few guys, but they still have the young core that they're
Right.
evaluating. But some of those guys don't even have
Yo, my
contracts yet.
listen,
So
like I
But
keep
Detroit
look
saying,
like
got
that
way
maybe.
more
yo,
and way
if y'all
better
telling
talent.
me,
Ashore Thompson, Jalen Green, Jalen Duran, Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, like they got better and more talent than us. And
but
that
y'all
doesn't
telling
mean
me,
Course.
Right, and
y'all
they
tell,
almost
you have
took
to
they almost
y'all
took the
telling me
Knicks to the
our best
limit
pick was
last
our
year.
27th pick anyway.
Yeah, but we got to understand, we got to be patient. Look how long it took Detroit to get there. And not only
Yo, when we
that,
get the
hold
Bonsto
on,
Peterson, it
real
won't
quick.
even matter. It
Let
won't
me
even
just say
matter.
this real quick, people.
It won't even
Not
matter.
only that, but Detroit had the talent and they still couldn't get it right because they couldn't get their head coach position right. Once they finally got
Not
a
only that, they had
decent
a horrible
coach,
front office too.
exactly.
Yeah, they did. They did a bad front office.
Because they had the talent in the picks, they just couldn't get the coach
They
right.
couldn't
So
get
what?
it all together.
Right,
Or the
And
vets.
Cade
exactly.
They
was
didn't. They
injured
So
didn't get.
too. Cade was
They
injured
also
too. You
didn't get
gotta
the
take that
vets at the
factor.
time either.
Yeah.
So
that's true, but they
You
really,
can
really
get the talent and it still might not flow the way you need it to if everything ain't in place. Everything
So
got to
who
be
believes we got the
working.
coach? Who believes we got the coach right now then?
I
I
mean,
believe we have the coach
I
now
believe it.
compared
I
to
believe
what we
it.
had
if
last
That's
Jordy
a
time.
good
trusts
question
the
though. How many of y'all believe in Jordy Fernandez? I do.
I
if
don't really. I don't like what I be seeing from Jordy on
if
Okay,
defense.
so that
Jordy
hold on, that's
Um,
2-1. Let's keep going around the panel. John, you believe in
um,
him?
I'm holding reservations
if
on the
Jordy
John. I'm
trusts the
holding
young guys this year,
reservations.
gives them adequate playing time, he can show us that he can truly develop young
Okay,
guys.
so
We
that's the
haven't seen
three. I
that
can
yet.
count you as a win. You do trust him. That's a count.
Possibly, I do.
All
Possibly.
right, man. You're two in the possible, man. All right, man. Let me.
Thank you. There we
What
go. There
about
we
what
go.
about Notorious? Notorious. You trust Jordy Fernandez going in his second year?
yes, I trust Hardy.
It's so
That makes
cocky.
sense. Haughty.
Yeah,
That makes
Scott, you
sense.
trust him, Scott?
Yes, I trust him. I think he's a good coach.
All right, Ice. What about you, Ice?
I think Ice left, bro.
Ice on the break. Ice on the break right now. We come right back to Ice. We come back to
Ice
Ice.
probably on 2 podcasts. Probably on TikTok right now.
That's a fact. That's a big ass fact.
I don't see his icon up here, so I don't think he in the stream right now.
It's like, is it
Uh-uh.
Jose or
It's at the
Jose?
bottom.
That was pretty funny actually. That was pretty funny the
Yeah,
way you
nah,
said that
yeah,
shit.
Notorious been
Real quick.
hilarious the whole stream.
Let me
I
go.
can't lie to you.
I like
Yo,
the
Jay,
Let me
Haughty.
say.
I like Haughty.
yeah, Jay, you
Let
believe
me
in
go.
Jordy?
I don't trust him as far as I can see him, man.
Okay. All right.
Who said that? Who said that? I like that because defensively, I don't like the defensive
I
preaching.
got
No,
I gotta see it.
Yeah, I don't
Like
like
let
defensive
me say
preaching.
this because
if he backs up everything that he says he's gonna do, then I believe what he said. But if he says one thing and does another, I don't know. We gotta see. Because last year I ain't see too much defense. I saw trying
Facts.
on defense,
Facts. Facts.
and they said that's what it was gonna be. And I saw more offense than defense, the same
So
way
you
like with
wasn't you
Jock
wasn't
Vaughn.
impressed with him last year, even though we overachieved.
Impressed? No, I think he did a good job.
yeah,
Decent.
Impressed?
Decent. Yeah,
Yeah.
decent.
decent,
Impressed?
Decent.
Not really. You know what I mean? I got to see more consistency. If I see more improvement from last year, this year, then maybe next year I trust him.
What we were ranked defensively last year? Like 24th, 25th?
28th.
Oh my God. Yeah,
It
that's
was
pretty
the
bad.
20s.
That's
Yeah,
pretty bad.
yeah, yeah, it was.
I didn't know.
let
I
me
thought it
say
was like
this. Can I say
23rd or
this?
24th or
And
something.
at the same time, I do take into consideration that the organization was actively trying to handicap him. So I get it. But I just got to see more
But
to
still,
say I
defensively, that's
trust.
pretty bad though. 28th, because
Let
Nah,
me
you
say
know what's
this.
offensively you
cra-
Let me
could
say
be
wait,
this.
wait,
trash.
Let me
You
say
know.
wait,
this.
people's what's
Let me say
crazy was
this.
in February. I think we had the best defense in the NBA at one point, which
Can
was
I answer the
insane.
question?
Yeah, well, at one point though,
Can I
like
answer the question?
for like 10 games, right? 10 games or whatever,
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
like a top five
Yeah.
defense. It's possible. It's possible, but usually, the final score would be like 120. You know,
Can I say
Yeah,
this?
120,
we've given up way too
125 and
much
shit.
points.
A
Can I
lot
answer
of
the question?
points. That's a lot of points here.
Yeah,
That's
yo,
a lot of
hold
points.
on, y'all. We got 5 years. Shout out to Darby17 said W late night stream. Yeah, I was cooking, man. Easy had joined like right before 2 hours, so I wanted to keep it going. You know what I mean? I ain't see him in a minute, so I definitely wanted to keep it going. Shout out to Notorious with the humor, breaking the ice when necessary. Shout out to Brooklyn LM, Scott, John, Easy for joining the panel again. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez. Come on down. Shout out to This is JTV. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Leaf. He was here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. And yeah, man, I ain't on it like that. If it's a late night stream, you know what I mean? I ain't busy. It's like I ain't busy tomorrow morning, so I could do the 3 hours or more. So I ain't tripping. I ain't got to clip up everything. I got enough clips. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of. But listen to the shorts. I'm telling y'all in the shorts. It's not just me. Like AI clipped up only my voice. Nah, I
Clips
don't.
no malice, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
check it out. Check. You listen to yourselves. You know what I mean? It's not just me.
Clip set.
And it's a lot of valid stuff on there, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I mean? I had to come and celebrate my guy Cam Thomas on his birthday.
Yeah, happy
You
birthday,
know what I'm
Cam.
saying? And yeah, I told y'all when I became a solidified Cam Thomas fan, it was that Knicks game. I was a fan before that. But
Yeah,
after
me
he
too.
beat the Knicks
After
in the
that
garden, the
was
way
it.
he in that fashion,
He
Yeah,
that
that
killed
was
the
was
it.
that
Knicks
was
though.
it.
I'm sorry,
That,
Trash Hicks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said the Knicks. Oh my God.
I was at that game too.
You was?
oh,
I
That
you
didn't.
game.
was there? Yo, you a
Wow.
Yeah.
legend, LM.
Did you have
LM a
any?
legend,
Did they
man.
know
Yo,
you
you a
was a Net
legend for
fan?
going to that game, bro.
Yeah, I had my
Alright, bro.
at that game I had my Nets hat and I had my I think I had my D'Lo jersey on at the
I
time.
Did
wish
you?
I was at that
They
game,
were
bro. I
looking
was in
at
the
you
Me
crib
too.
sideways,
screaming at
wasn't
the
they?
TV.
Yo, is it
Yo,
whoever was in the game? Whoever was at
but
the
it's
game?
funny because the start of the fourth quarter, like they was talking heavy.
Heavy
Like
shit.
yo, they were talking heavy. Soon
Remember,
as
we
Cam
was
touched
down
the
28, bro.
right,
Yo, we
right.
were
Yo,
down
hold on,
Right.
hold on,
28
hold
with
Okay.
on.
30
Now,
points.
serious. LM,
Fuck.
LM is a legend. Let LM tell his story. I'm gonna close out
Oh
after this
my
story.
Jesus.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
know.
tell it.
Go ahead,
Cam
LM.
Tell the
Thomas
story, LM.
Nah,
appreciation
but
stream.
It was me and my stepdad pulled up. So I mean, we in the enemy territory. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it is what it is. So they was talking heavy. Yo, niggas got KD and Harden out. Y'all still can't win. Yo, we got this in the bag. We was like, all right, we gonna see. So we around like the 5 minute mark, around the 6 minute mark, Cam Thomas checking. So we like, I bet time to see, what Cam got. And I think at that point when LaMarcus Aldridge was on the team, like the
Right.
vets
Right.
was but vets was on the floor. So it was really Cam Thomas that was the young guy at that
He
time.
was a young gun.
So right, so Cam Thomas make one mid range. I'm like, all right, we're kinda down. Then he make another one. And then we like, oh, hold on, what's going on? Then he make another one. Pick and roll with LaMarcus Aldridge. Had Mitchell Robinson on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Tweet, push back mid range. Hit another one. We like, oh. So we start
That's already
standing up. The
right
net
there.
fans start standing up. So that's like he on the heater.
Yeah, he on the
Then
heater.
that at this point in the time, I think we down by one, but then I think he hit the mid range to bring us up one. So I think around that, I forgot who missed, but somebody on the Knicks missed, and then Cam got the rebound or whatever. So they passed it to Cam, cleared out. All most of the net fans that I can see, we all standing up. So we like, yo, let's see what he about to do. I'm thinking he gonna go drive down the lane because he can get by. I forgot who was guarding him, but he can get
Yeah.
by. This nigga
Quentin Grimes.
pull up. I'm like, nah, he got a hand in his face. He ain't hitting it.
Nothing but net.
Yo, net
That's
fans, we started chanting Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Like the
I
chant
love this
was all
story.
over MSG, bro. That night was crazy.
That was one of the
Like
best
And
That was
after
comebacks of
Miles
the
all
and
McBride,
time.
right?
LM after that, the Nick organization started looking to get pieces.
They
Yo,
definitely.
I just want
After that, they started
I just
looking
want
to
to
get
ask Ellen a
pieces
question. Ellen,
because losing the
how was the
market mean
Knicks?
more
Hold
than
on.
anything.
Go
What you
ahead, go
said,
ahead.
Joe?
Yeah.
No, how was the fans' mood, their faces leaving the arena?
They faces look like
Yeah.
somebody died. Like niggas just got passed. Like they couldn't believe it. Like if you saw ESPN, like I think ESPN kind of captured it. Like yo, they faces was so surprised because they didn't really know who Cam was. They were
Right.
like, who the fuck? Who is this dude? But we drafted him, so we knew who he was, and then that's when he really made a name for himself. He was like, "Yo, this our guy, a rookie? Oh yeah, it's rap." Like he really made a name for himself. KD over there, I'm looking at KD and him on the
KD
bench,
was hype on the
going
sideline.
crazy, hype.
oh yeah,
These
we didn't
niggas is
have
like,
KD or
yo,
Kyrie for that
We
game,
didn't
right?
have none
Ellen?
of the stars.
nah,
We
they
had
was on
none
the
There
of
was
it.
bench.
no
Nah,
KD,
they was
no
injured. There was
Kyrie,
no
Yeah.
KD, nobody.
no
It was
Okay.
just
no
Cam.
Harden, no
It was
problem.
Cam that whole game.
Right.
Yo, they
Scored
never
the
beat
whole
us
fourth
with
quarter.
KD or Kyrie. They never beat us, and
I
we
think
That,
thought
that
they could
night,
beat
I
us a
think
few
also
times.
after that night, I think that night that's when Katie and them was trolling on Twitter.
mhm.
And I joined on, I forgot what it was, but I think I wrote something on Twitter. And we was just trolling the Knicks fans like, oh,
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
been they've been
yeah.
trying to build a team since then. That was
Yo,
Shit,
listen. I
hell of a
wanna,
run.
I wanna, I wanna
that's
end
probably
this
top
stream.
10 men.
Right. I just wanna,
Like,
I wanna end this
Um,
stream. I wanna end the stream like that, and I wanna say that if Danny Wolf, Diego the Man, Ben Sagrav, Drake Powell, Nolan Treyarch, if any of those players beat the Knicks, do what Cam Thomas did and beat the Knicks, I will be the same way fanning for them, the same way I was am with Cam Thomas. So again, like I said, I'm gonna be watching these players, but again, happy birthday, Cam Thomas, man. You 24, a young player ready for to lead the Brooklyn Nets. That's right, lead the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, we're gonna be back with more content really soon. This is a great stream. Shout out to all of y'all. Nets fans is the best